Don't you stand there and hear me? This is my house. This is my house, and you don't get scared here.
We are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Awesome Talk. This is, we got a fucked up start here, okay? First off, I want to thank everybody in the chat. We got Rose in the chat already, the Dead Peasant in the chat. We got Cody in the chat. We the chat's just booming already. Wolf, is Wolf in the chat already? Where is he?
He is.
I didn't see him.
And then I don't know where he went.
Took a seat. Okay. So we're supposed to have a full show here, and we do have a full show here. So here's what happened. I'm going to explain this for a minute. Well, okay, so this is Awesome Talk Season 3, Episode 5, August 12th, 2014, and here's what's going on. So Rene is our guest tonight, okay? And Ryan was supposed... What camera's on me?
Dude,
Rene.
this really doesn't have to be like a long story.
All right, long story short. We'll call it long story short.
He got on the wrong train, so now Ryan's going to get him somewhere else, and he'll be here shortly.
Right. Well, he was supposed to stop down the street. Instead, he went like 20 miles too far south. So Ryan is picking his ass up right now. They're on their way. Andrew is on his way as we speak. He's on his way. He got held up. So it's us to get you started tonight.
Holla!
Holla at your boy. What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
So, we have a surprise guest at the bar tonight. This is my dear friend, who I've known for like 15 fucking years, Heavy Metal John. Has it been longer?
17 years.
Oh, don't say shit like that,
Like
dude.
our old house in Wayside.
Who the people in the chat know him as Spawn?
Yeah,
Yes,
Spawn.
you know him in the chat as
I'm
Spawn.
always putting in my 2 cents, everybody.
But here,
Making that change.
he's Heavy Metal John.
Right.
Heavy Metal John. So, I'm Rick. We'll do a quick around the bar. Sarah?
Hi, Metal John.
Mr. Giggy
Mr. Gegita.
I'm still here. You can't get rid of me.
No, you're still here. We can't make you leave. Can't make
He
you
lives
leave.
in a hole in the wall.
we toss some crackers
Who's
and
behind the couch?
yeah, it lives behind the couch with the
He
dusty
crawls
Christmas
out of
tree.
the cushions.
Yeah, looking for beer and noodles.
Noodles.
Banana peels.
So, Jesus, where to get started tonight? Anybody want to kick off with anything?
Go.
I will go. You ready? So, I want to know what you guys think about this, okay? Because this one kind of, I'm on the fence about it sometimes, and you got mad at me for being on the fence about this already once. A couple tried to help, there's a couple parts to this. A couple tried to help a child in a hot car by calling 911, okay? As they were calling 911 because the kid's in a sweltering car, the mother came out and punched the woman in the face and backed the car over them, crushing the woman's leg, and now the woman may never walk right again.
Oh, wow.
So,
Wait, which woman got crushed? The shitty mother or the caller?
the caller, the one,
Okay.
the good Samaritan,
Got it.
got her leg smashed.
Got it.
So, which isn't funny, but, you know, okay, so they leave the kid in the car thing, right?
Mm.
I don't know, I remember being a kid and, like, pulling up to 7-Eleven, and my dad would run into 7-Eleven and come out, and, like, I don't remember that being an issue.
Yeah, but you leave the windows open, right?
Well, you leave the window, but he would be in and out so fast it wouldn't even require that. The car would still be
doesn't
running in
matter.
some cases.
People go to Walmart.
This is
and
the
stuff.
same fight all over again.
How?
Because we've had this fight. It doesn't matter how fast you think you're going to be. You have no idea what happens to you between then and then for 100% sure.
I understand
Which
that,
means
but
if something holds you up in some way, and nobody knows your fucking tiny little piece of pork loin in a diaper is sitting and baking in your fucking car and can't do anything about it.
that's delicious meat.
That's a big issue with animals too. People talk about
Exactly.
animals in their dogs, so
Yeah.
I would just break the window.
Exactly, dude.
Sure.
If I see people leaving their fucking dogs in their car, it drives me fucking crazy.
But what if you don't know the situation? What if I like?
The
you know,
situation is it's hot. They're in a glass cube.
hold on, but this is like a zero tolerance to it, doesn't it? Like let's say I see my friend Bob walking down the street, and I'm driving down the street, and I go, "Oh, hey Bob, let me give you that $10 I owe you," and I pull over to the side of the road, and I jump out of my car, and I go give Bob $10. The car is right there, and it's running, okay, and now Bob takes my money, and a jogger coming down the street looks in the car and sees a kid all by himself. Now the jogger calls the police, and all of a sudden it's a big misunderstanding. So is this, are we creating alarmists? Somebody is here.
Well, what's so bad about just taking your kid out of the car? Because we're just being lazy.
Yeah, right?
Don't
You
leave,
have
don't
the
leave your kid in the
stupid
car.
kid.
Yeah, it's a responsibility. Don't have a kid if you can't take care of it. Alright, for people at the door.
So Ryan and Rene are here. They have arrived. They're on their way up right now.
Both said criminal neglect and attempted murder.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't know I mean, of course you don't leave a kid in a fucking car, but like, do you understand the scenario, like, that I just said? Like, I worry that we're creating an alarmist society.
Well,
It's not an
Of course-
alarmist, like, oh, well, someone could break in and kidnap the kid. No, it's getting fucking retarded hot in there, and you're baking. That's not alarmist. That's just science.
Well, that's
what
a
happens
yeah, but
to
that's
me
not what
in
I'm
this
saying. Like,
oven.
that's a different story. Like, if the
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's baking the fucking babies.
Well,
You're
yeah.
getting baked babies.
baked babies, can I get a sixer?
Well, recently they had a lot of babies that died in vehicles when the parents left them in there. So
Yeah.
it's becoming more and more of an issue. So.
Yeah. So now here's the flip
Just
side
so
to
they
that
can go
coin.
get their Doritos.
The flip side of that coin, a mother just did this recently, and she went in to get a tan and left the kid out in the car. Yeah.
She came back and her kid was cooked. And
Welcome
so
back, Ryan. And Rene Rosa.
All
right. Everybody, welcome Rene and Ryan to the bar. We're already on the air live, guys, so.
Awesome. Well, what happened with the broken legs? Like, did she like try to leave the scene really fast, and the woman?
No, the woman just got pissed off and jumped in her car and backed over her.
Like the cops weren't there yet.
No, the cops were not there yet. This was like the cops were en route from the 911 call.
So she leaves the kid in the car, then runs people over with the kids in the car, traumatizing them. Yeah, exactly.
And then she left the scene.
I guess she left the scene. You don't stick around. I mean, like, if you're the type of person that's going to back over someone who's trying to help your kid because you're a shitty parent, yeah, exactly. Then I don't think you're the type of person who hangs around to see what happens afterwards. Like,
sorry,
you're just kind of hoping there aren't 20 million security cameras pointed at you, filming your every fucking move at that point.
If you leave your kid in the car to bake, you probably aren't going to stick around for the cops anyway.
No, you're.
Baked, baby.
Yeah, once the baby's baked, you're out of there.
That's a good shirt. That's a good shirt.
Yeah.
What about
I don't know
the
what it
tanning
means,
mom?
but I don't have to.
The tanning mom
the tanning mom
brought her kids.
Yeah, mom brought her, drove to the tanning salon, pulled up with her kid, left the kid in the hot car so she could go get a tan.
Parenting.
Yeah,
you're doing it right.
Yeah. So I was bringing up whether or not we're being alarmists by having a zero tolerance thing about leaving your kids in the car.
You have to leave now.
Jane, get the hell out of the way,
sweetheart.
Extra guests, they're filling in.
Oh my god, pussy running away from me. That never happened.
We have the auto blow too.
My man was macking it at the bar. He got us a new fan.
I did.
Really?
Well, I don't know about macking it. Plus,
Well,
be wary of people possibly watching. That could be that person.
Let me smell your fingers. So we can find out what's going
That would
on.
be all me,
know if you
buddy.
gotta do that.
It's all me.
You can keep that then. Hey, welcome to the bar, everybody.
Thank you,
Here we
sir.
go. This is awesome
Oh,
talk.
whoa.
Whoa,
Whoa,
easy.
Everything clinking.
Well, that'll work.
Plastic.
All right.
Piece of shit.
What's in
So
there?
Ryan,
You got maybe a napkin?
I don't. I will get you one though.
All
But
right.
I'd like you to take note as to how sweet this is and how many
It looks
people
like
we got in
it's
the chat.
running pretty smooth, and all the chat does work on this.
Yeah, that's great.
Excellent, wonderful. Hello, all.
I see names I know.
Yeah, there's Dead Peasant up there.
Now you guys got to remember there can be up to a 30-second delay with this.
All right.
So
Awesome.
Yeah.
that's for our viewers too.
Yeah,
So we're gonna try to keep things paced. We'll go back if we have to.
I was delayed by about 30 minutes, so that's
Wolf
worse.
Pants
Yeah,
are
see?
great.
Perfect.
When I watched it, I thought it was.
Hold on.
They must have took New Jersey Transit to get
Hold on,
there.
hold on.
Children can drown in 20 seconds and probably die of heat shock in a minute or two. So
Wow.
see, it's not like they have to be in there for
Can I just say
hours.
something, Wolf Dancer?
It's not like a slow cooked pork loin.
Wolf
It's
Dancer?
Oh,
more
that
like
sounds
a
so good.
fucking-
Now I want to eat kids.
That's what I said. I was like, it sounds delicious. Some baked
Did
children.
you guys see Snowpiercer?
Yes,
No.
I did.
Oh
I
my
love that
God.
fucking movie. That
You know
one
what
was
I'm
great.
thinking of, right?
Yes, I do.
Baby buffet there? Or?
There's a line. Oh God, I feel like I'm giving shit away if I say it.
Yeah, it's really impossible
really-
to not spoil
It's
that
a
movie.
really great line, and it has to do with the eating of baby flesh, but it's fantastic, and I will not ruin. beyond
Sounds
that.
magical.
It's magical.
Wolf Dancer, I would like to point out that there is a very specific reason why I am no one's father. And it's because of shit like this. that I-
Babies am delicious.
Yeah, because I would probably leave the kid in the hot car. If it were me. Just thinking to myself, hey, I'm gonna be in and out.
Oh.
I just gotta go in and buy some fucking boxer briefs and be out. No bigs.
Just
with,
remember
with
that-
the lines, no way. It wouldn't be like 2 minutes. Especially at Walmart when they have like 2 cashiers for fucking,
Dude, the
like,
baby
50.
don't know that. Just tell that
But if
motherfucker.
somebody left a cat in a hot car, you'd throw bricks through the window.
Oh,
That's where it's all
that car's going down.
Well, here's the
Or
difference.
a dog.
Baby and bacon start with the same 2 letters.
Yeah,
Baby
that's
and
true.
cat, bacon and cat, not the same.
Not the same, right?
right.
Thank you. You got my priorities figured out. I like
Yes, but the odds
I
are
agree
we've
with you.
all actually eaten cat in our lives.
odds are highly likely.
Highly
And
likely
dog,
you've eaten
too.
cat.
And dog.
And cue Asian food racism. There we go.
Well, not just that, but
You said it, we didn't.
yeah.
The white guys dodged that bullet.
We gotta pull one of
Like,
these out.
Where I'm,
Points, Caucasians.
Gotta go. Blink.
where I'm from, no one dodges any bullet. Jersey City, motherfucker.
Equal opportunity shot.
Bullets don't dodge bullets. Them shits just hit each other.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Mm. So, are we gonna talk about the kid that got shot yet? That
Which
no
one?
person-
Oh, Mike Brown?
Yeah, Mike Brown.
Yeah, Mike Brown.
And that the cops announced today that they don't want to. They're not gonna reveal who was involved in the killing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
They
that's
won't- they
not
won't
I don't
good.
name
know
the
this
cops.
case. This is good. I'm fine.
Actually,
Okay.
a young gentleman named by the name of Mike Brown, an unarmed 17-year-old.
18.
When he had no
Oh, I
arms.
thought it was 17.
No, unarmed, like no gun.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
okay. I was gonna say, that's even worse.
Was not packed
Poor
in heat.
kid.
I believe it was in Missouri, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think you were right.
Was shot dead in the street by a cop. The police there, and it was, I believe it was a predominantly black neighborhood, but
Yeah.
the police there automatically went on the fucking riot control. You know what I mean? Like, they locked down the entire crime scene, left the kid's dead body in the street in a puddle of blood in like ungodly heat for like hours, just so that they like ignored him and just focused on keeping the neighborhood people at bay to try and avoid a riot. And apparently it's become a big thing now. There was actually like looting and people were going fucking crazy over it, which I don't, I don't doubt. And I can see that a reason for that. And even to the point where Anonymous came out and made a statement that, the normal justification of, oh, we're going to have justice and we will get to the bottom of this will not fly this time. And Anonymous said, we want all the information. We want complete transparency. And even more so than that, we want your state to pass a legislation to stop police, to stop police brutality of this nature. And we want it called, the Mike Brown bill.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen, we are going to release everything. We are going to hack your entire system, and we're going to release personal information on every officer who works there. And if any other towns come, any other police stations come to try and help you, we're going to get them too. We're getting all their info, and we're putting it on the internet for everybody to read.
Anonymous has kind of become unofficially the people's underground government. They're
going for it. I don't know if they've becoming
able to sort of move They're flexing some strength a little bit.
They are.
They shut down the Church of Scientology for a few days once. That's not easy to do.
Did I say something that might get this feed cut off immediately after I say it?
Oh boy.
They're also kind of fucking really stupid.
Yeah.
Because they
Well, it
sometimes
depends.
pick targets that I'm like, you're wasting your time on this shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's also a distinction between some groups that call themselves anonymous versus others because now it's shot off.
Because
now
you're
you
all
don't know who's who.
anonymous.
But then the question is anything too
I'd
too
like
small?
to read the charter.
I think if you're gonna go through the trouble of breaching fucking FBI international laws and everything else, you should probably put some weight behind what you're railing behind.
Yeah.
If not, you're just I'm bored.
Yeah.
It's fucking like really. If you're that fucking bored, find something a little more constructive than like
Well, at the same time, in the
Put your name
Midwest,
on it, you know?
in the Midwest, they did a bust where they took down like a child porn ring, and it was like 400 fucking people involved in it. And the FBI couldn't crack it.
Right.
Anonymous
See, that shit,
cracked
that's
it.
that's good.
But what kills me about Anonymous is that that's not what makes it to the news.
No.
You know, you get this cyber terrorism shit, which doesn't people get their identity stolen and shit. I know that,
over and over again about how downloading movies illegally is a crime and it takes money from people, but they won't tell you about how the people, that hackers are actually out there fucking stopping child sex rings and shit
they
like that.
do that, and I was like, well, where's the news on this story?
Yeah.
Like, what?
The ironic thing about that is that not only is the child porn supplied on 4chan, but it's also fought against on 4chan. It's like the same fucking place is fighting against itself.
And weirdly, it's sometimes also the same people.
Yeah. It's because they're ambidextrous.
By the way, I just want to say that Dead Peasant just said, Greg, the resolution and sound are HD here, love.
Wonderful.
Clinking to that.
Yeah, all right. Man. I'm glad to see that this is working out. Man.
So this is the superior thing, apparently.
What, this YouTube Live?
Yeah.
Well, Justin TV's gone.
Justin
Right,
TV
so
fucking
Justin
sold
TV
us under.
They
Well, I
sold
know
out to
that.
Google, so did we.
So Google bought Justin TV.
Yeah.
Right, yep. And shut them down instantly.
And YouTube already had this happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube Live is going
Fucking
on.
why?
But you know what?
It's just monopolizing the fucking system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes it works. That's the fucking
No,
thing,
there's no
though.
commercials, I don't think.
Every time
If
I pick me up, I'd see a
we
commercial.
monetize or something
Yeah.
like that, that starts to
Hooray,
happen. But,
Google.
I mean, you should monetize eventually. They'll send you an
Eventually,
invitation, you know.
and I'd hope that the
Very-
people who watch us would hope for us that we could get there at some point so we can raise money
I
to make
can
the show
ensure
better.
that we only get that Spanish Pop-Tart commercial with the clown. I will do my damnedest.
We can make a run with struggles.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
there was a
Lord.
car crash a couple of weeks ago, and it was a whole car full of fucking clowns coming from a clown convention.
No.
Oh
And,
my god! We
it
should have
was-
had Struggles show up in a AAA truck and get out and fucking try and help us.
And fuck it all up.
They help their own.
We should have
How
had
many-
struggles putting like one of those like plastic crosses on the side of the road with like a bozo. Like, you know.
It would have been like
Flares.
27 of them, though, because how many would have been in one
Yeah,
car?
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this was actually
Ideas.
what happened was it was one clown that crashed into a telephone pole, and there were other clowns that heard about this via social media and whatnot, and then all the clowns converged to help their fellow clown. So it was just like the clown mafia pulled up.
So they all actually were we have to get dressed for this shit.
No, they were already dressed because they were all leaving an event,
Clowns. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were leaving a clown-
Ready.
a clowny event.
There was no. I don't even have a clown pun for this.
I know. I was really going for it. I was like, it's like the Hindenburg of clowns, you know?
Yeah.
But it's really nothing applies.
It's
I haven't seen that many dead clowns since. Fucking nothing.
You know what? I'm going to slightly segue into a subject that I find irritating to me. People's fear of clowns.
Some people are afraid of clowns.
Understand?
We know
it.
We know a person
Yeah,
afraid of
there's a
ventriloquist
I
dummies.
know a bunch of people. Here's the thing, though. I found that, and I'm probably gonna piss some people off. Almost every person that I know that's afraid of clowns is a little dumb. I've noticed this. I've noticed this trend that every person I personally know is like, clowns is a little.
He's on a warpath tonight.
Half the chat room just went, what? I fucking hate clowns.
They're just like a little, like 3%. You know, like there's something off. There's something off with it, and it's every person I know that's terrified of clowns. I'm like, Yeah, you should.
See, I think that you're most.
You're the one person.
I think that you're most successful of people walking around in a suit that says, look at me, I rule, it's $1,000 suit. You know, they're getting a fucking, what's those things, bubble tea or whatever. I don't think they're thinking about clowns.
Yeah, but
You know, successful people aren't thinking about whether or not they're afraid of clowns.
Maybe
It's not coming up. It's not a thing.
In every other
You're more than enough to manifest fears of clowns.
That's what I'm getting at.
You're
Yeah,
just a
right.
jackass.
Let's go the entitlement round. Do you think any child in Africa that's starving and has dysentery and
Is
Ebola
scared of clowns?
is like thinking, oh my god, that clown's so fucking
No,
scary?
they're fucking
Yes,
scared
there's a
of
sub fact.
They're scared
I don't
of
want
being,
it. I don't
they're
want the
scared
pizza.
of being consumed by a jackal.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get bumped in?
Like,
Yeah,
it's weird.
I remember when I went to the dentist. And I'm walking past the dentist office, right, to get my teeth done.
And my
then
jaw
to-
was all stretched open.
To the right, I see the dentist wearing this mask, surgical mask,
Uh-huh.
but it had a clown face on it.
Ah.
So I think that might have to do with pain, and people associate clowns with pain, maybe. Because I would be scared shitless if I was a kid.
That dentist
and the
is a
dentist was
dumbass.
wearing
I
Yeah,
mean,
it
like-
does look like something a little.
Are you sure this was real life?
I'm sure.
Are you sure this
It
wasn't
a dream?
I don't want to drift off when a dentist is about to enter my
dead
mouth.
peasant wrote, Renee, remember Yerly crying at that clown at the fair?
And thus proving my fucking point.
All right, what happened? What is
I'm
that?
guessing he has a less than
Ages
intelligent
ago.
friend.
Okay.
This is a girl that was afraid of all clowns. It's a clown. I'm like, it's a fucking clown.
Wow.
It's a clown. Like, the fuck? You should be afraid of a flying solo silver-plated fucking razorback dick more than a fucking clown, because that thing's gonna rape fucking kill you.
Yeah, and eat
And
you.
eat
Maybe.
you. Yes.
You should do an experiment,
More than
have
a clown.
struggles dress up, and then go somewhere and see how many people run away.
Just have him walk up and be like, but what is? Does he say anything? or-
Struggles, though.
Oh,
Struggles
himself or something?
is not just any clown. He's the
No.
one in a billion. He's exceptionally disturbing.
Yeah.
In the way, yeah, well, he's trying to be. That's the difference. But in the war of clowns versus mimes, I think mimes should win the fucking creepy factor.
Oh, big time!
Word,
Whoa!
word,
Hell
word.
yeah! Hell yes!
I'm not I'm
What's
not
with
afraid.
the What's with the silent film obsession?
Right. I'm not afraid
Live.
of them. I have no fear of mimes or clowns. But if you were to give me a fucking choice, I'm chilling with the fucking clowns.
Yeah.
I'm staying the fuck away from the mimes.
Well, at least the clowns will talk to you. They'll have a beer with
I
you.
know what the clowns are thinking because
They-
they're saying it.
They sneak off and smoke crack.
Yeah.
Mimes, mimery. Ugh.
Look, I'd rather a clown smoking
They're
crack
just,
than a
keeping
mime.
they're just keeping alive a goddamn dead art form. That's all it is. Goddamn dead art form, okay? That was probably popular when it first came out. It was probably made in 15 minutes, and people were like, dude, seriously, fucking stop it. All right?
Anything that the French have
At
perfected,
least clowns can make balloon animals.
anything that the French have perfected is usually something that doesn't need to keep living.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's
We're
a beautiful
really fucking-
moment in
We're
time.
amazing at this,
Okay,
and
so-
it's like
So far
Miming.
tonight, you've gone after the French,
Asians?
the Asians.
Technically, I went after the Asians.
I will give you credit.
I missed, I sidestepped
Hey,
actually
I-
going after
I
them.
picked up his inference.
Right.
That's all.
He made my intentions known.
We bonded on the ride here,
Yes.
so
We're kind of sharing a brain.
we're muy simpático. That's what's
You're
happening.
bro braining.
Yeah,
That sounds terrible. Never say that again.
No.
we had a warm up session.
That sounds bad on
That
top of
sounds
what I
worse.
just
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
It does.
You're
Well, on top
bro-braining
of what
and
you
warm-up
just said,
said.
yeah, it
On
does
top
sound bad.
of you is worse
Good
than
lord,
everything
it's just
else.
getting worse now.
Yeah. Wait till Andrew gets here. No,
Oh,
she
God.
goes, oh. That'll smell.
His long
it's-
arms just wrap around all of you at once.
Is this
Yeah.
the most?
He comes in like a giant string bean monster.
What is it, like a fucking Stretch Armstrong all of a
Yeah, yeah.
sudden?
He's all leaned over and he's like one of the wacky inflatable waving tube men.
Not again,
Inflatable
it's come
arm
back.
flailing
That's
cube.
it.
It has returned.
Yeah.
The last time I was here, that shit was mentioned.
Oh, really?
It's a fucking twofer.
We have reoccurring themes on this show. We always yell about Terminator 4.
That's because you always say that shit.
I don't
always bring it up.
up.
Well, I don't bring it up. She hates
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
What?
We know.
So that's what I said.
Here we go again.
How are you gonna hate American Psycho?
That's one of the best movies ever fucking made.
I know.
Possibly my favorite acting job of all time.
Yeah.
Equilibrium was awesome.
Equilibrium was my
Yeah,
shit.
but I'm specifically talking about him ruining John Connor.
He didn't ruin John Connor.
He ruined him.
You know who ruined John Connor? Come on.
Come
I was like, man, it got quiet.
There's two people that ruined John Connor. All right,
Go
Oh
ahead.
my God.
Edward Furlong and James Cameron fucking ruined John Connor.
I order you! Terminate! I order you!
They fucking picked that kid up in an arcade for good reason. Because he was in a fucking arcade because he couldn't fucking act.
Yeah.
Which one was the worst one? Which Terminator you think?
3?
Yeah, I agree.
Three?
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
three.
it.
I liked it.
The one with Claire Danes, right?
Well, no, that shit was stupid. But I mean,
Yeah, that was not
plot-wise,
necessary.
I like Terminator 3.
Terminator 3
But
was
she
fucking
always
garbage.
mentioned, these two always mentioned that Terminator 3 had the best ending.
Ending ever, yeah, best.
It had a
ending
great
ever.
ending.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Wait,
why? Why is it the best
I
ending?
think that's
It's the
why I
best
like it.
ending because every Terminator, John Connor is portrayed as a reluctant hero, and you never quite see him fully make the transformation until the very end of the third. He is just locked in that room and just
It's the moment of realization.
Yeah.
Alright, wait,
It's the moment of realization.
I only saw it once because it was fucking horrible, but did Claire Danes die in that movie?
No. She,
That's why I didn't have a good ending.
she's his woman, I think.
If she would have died, I would have been happier with that film. Plus, I also want to point out the slight misogyny, because a Terminator, if it's a fucking female, is a Terminatrix.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I hate that.
So
too.
robots,
Why the
robots,
fuck is it?
there's still a patriarchy with robots?
Yeah, like, why the fuck is it a female?
I mean, like,
it's a non-sexual.
It's a killing machine, not
It's a
even a robot.
Terminator.
It's not like making you
Terminatrix.
toast. Like,
And the thing is, all right, here's the thing. If
That
any-
was misogynist.
if any-
It's a Terminator. It's not going to make you toast.
I didn't mean it was gonna make you toast because I was a woman. I meant that robots make you toast.
Actually,
not women.
It makes you sandwiches.
Yeah, it makes the sandwiches.
Listen, bitch, where's my morning toast?
Coming right up.
He's saying this as we're sitting around a bunch of dick-sucking robots.
Yeah, we're surrounded by dick sucking robots. Ryan, can you grab the auto blow tube back there so we can give a shout out to our sponsor? One of our sponsors.
The Auto Blow.
The Auto Blow 2. Now, this machine is.
What is this?
This is one of our new sponsors.
Please tell me you have more than one of these.
There's one right over there.
Yeah. Is that like going away?
Wall to wall Auto Blow.
There's
It
a
is-
contest to give one away. So.
This machine right here, hands-free, will suck your dick, and you can.
All you gotta do is lay back and let the future become reality.
lay back.
You may have just cured all the ills.
You know, I was jealous that Joe Rogan had the Fleshlight as a sponsor, but no more.
Dude, that's fucking.
Yeah, this
next
trumps it.
level.
We got next level.
I
just
seriously.
love the diagram.
Dude,
The diagrams are fucking fantastic.
How good is that diagram, Rene Rosa? Tell everybody.
So I
giving It's like, instead of writing what they really thought,
I'll tell
they
you
just
what.
wrote A, B, and C.
This is when we're giving them away.
Like,
Currently, unless Brian Sloan sends us more, currently, we're going to be giving one away at our appearance at the Super Groove Festival at the end of September.
and the other one, we're gonna fuck rotten.
And then we'll sign it.
Don't forget to clean it first.
And then we'll sign
Hold on,
it and give
what's
that one away.
I can't.
Right, John Lackey's going to review one.
This one's not my size.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right.
It's not
Where
my
is
size
Mr.
anyhow,
Lackey
so
this
I wouldn't
evening?
be able to.
What
steal it.
size do you need, Rene Rosa?
Should I really reveal?
Reveal the secret.
Well, I gotta say, there's 3 sizes.
I don't think they have a size 0.5.
Oh.
You're gonna go with the slim.
No, I
Don't sell yourself short. You're at least a point
here's the
seven.
deal. I'm
Yeah,
Puerto
is there like
Rican.
spacers inside?
We may not have length, but we eat pork, so we
Hold
have
on.
girth.
Heavy Metal John, if you want to know how it works on the inside, there's a diagram right here on the side of the box. So you can see exactly, you can see
Oh,
all,
I was
what did you
curious.
call
I
them?
watched the video.
This is no sham.
You call them what, the dick massaging beads?
That's so.
Read the reviews. They're hilarious.
The reviews are hilarious.
I want to see the
Dick
sweeted.
massaging.
I want to see the
beads.
sweeted version of one, like some fucking homebrew Etsy version of this shit.
I
would be dazzled.
Yeah.
Gonna happen.
Thug life.
It would probably be a bunch of like fucking
With-
rubber nipples
With
for
different skins,
babies.
like cheetah.
Well, what's great is,
Oh, Lord.
Renee, let's say your sexual fantasy is Betty White. You get a Betty White mask, you cut the mouth out, you put it over the Auto Blow 2, and boom, your fantasies come true.
Who has fantasies about
I don't know my fantasy. I think I would.
I'm just throwing out a current teen pop icon.
Wouldn't it be me that comes true?
Oh.
And just cut a hole in bologna and
Semen.
What if you're a brony? What if you're a brony?
We are by the ocean.
Yeah, we are. Semen puns. And that goes more than one way.
things that like My Little Ponies too.
Brony.
Oh yeah.
Bronies.
Oh, the bronies, yes.
Guys
I
that
have a
watch
brony
My Little
story to
Pony.
bring
That's
up.
Oh,
weird.
Lord.
Fuck me.
If you're into
That
it.
exists?
Yeah,
What do you,
guys that
Sarah?
use
Please
that
tell
for-
this
No,
guy
no,
how
I
much
know
this
that.
exists.
I
Be
work at a
careful,
comic
don't
book store,
offend the
unfortunately,
bronies.
I
I'll
got
bet a lot of
all
them
that.
are members of Anonymous.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No,
Hell
no
yeah,
girl,
man.
no little girl buys My Little Pony comics. It's all fucking
Nope.
30-year-old men.
Yep.
But the
Wait,
brony,
what? Is that a thing? Do you mean that?
I thought they bought the toys.
It's
think
not a
the bronies
statistic.
are?
It's common sense. Yeah, the
all right, all right.
bronies.
So for the, I'll do a small plug for the unknown. Those who don't know, I work at J2 Comic Books in Manhattan, which is a very popular comic book store in New York City. If you've never been there, go to it. It's awesome. I'm there all the time. And
where's that?
32 East 32nd Street between Madison and Park. But
Plug.
douchebag radio voice attained.
What?
Hey, go ahead, Renee. So let's hear what you got. What else do you have?
Renee wants to tell us a little bit about My Little Pony comic books.
WNBC. Where's the sound effects? We need like the broken glass.
But the funny thing is, like, a father will always come in, like, buy something for someone. Like, I got something for my daughter. Let me get My Little Pony.
Give me, I don't know, I guess My Little
Fucking
Pony, whatever. No, not 30, 31.
Every time that guy comes in the store, I gotta get something for
Yeah,
my daughter.
it's
Let me
for
get
him.
that My Little Pony. Bullshit! Like, he's just stand up and scream.
It's either
every
for
time.
him or he's gonna come back and get like the Avengers for his daughter.
Yeah.
Like it's almost every time.
Yeah.
Because not for nothing, when you're kids, the girls read the better stuff 9 times out of 10. Like I've noticed this in the store.
This is a pattern.
This is a pattern that I've seen. The girls read the shit that actually has stories. The boys read whatever the fuck is in front of them.
Yeah.
And in life, you kind of go through that too as you get older. Because, let's face it, the girls will go fucking quality over quantity, and
Yeah.
the boys, 9 times out of 10, go quantity over quality. It's
Yeah.
just the fucking nature of the sad little beast that is the penis.
Hold on, wait a second. How does this relate to dudes in their 30s buying My Little Pony comic books? Do they have low standards, or is it?
Well, that's just an
that's
off-moving
different.
topic.
That's different.
Like I've said repeatedly, I don't hate on the bronies. I just don't get it.
From what I've seen with bronies, it's a subculture based on I have nothing to belong to. Let me belong to something. No one wants to belong to this, so I shall belong to this, and we will all belong to something that no one wants to belong to together.
And
Well, why pick My Little Pony?
Why
Because,
Yeah, I mean,
because no one gives a fuck.
Because you,
no one cares.
what's the movie with the frozen dinners?
I've never been thought.
Never Been Thought. There's a movie about that. There's a movie called Never Been Thought. It's like a mockumentary about these people who are.
Collect.
Explain who the characters
They
are.
collect frozen dinners.
From
And,
like yeah.
Like
Oh,
mint
I saw
condition.
that.
Oh, I think I just pooped a little.
Is
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
food still in there?
yeah.
Mint
You got this
mint
like the
condition
box?
has never been thought. Yeah.
Mint and box. This is mint and box Salisbury steak circa 1975.
It's like that. It's like it's
Exactly.
great.
God.
It's hysterically funny.
Wow.
What do they put them on their walls like TV dinners?
No, they-
No, they have like
No, they
have
have to
extra
stay
freezers.
frozen or else they lose their value.
And they have a collection of like vintage freezers, and like their whole house is made of freezers.
This is a 1965 Swanson.
It's exactly like that. That's exactly right. But it's a comedy. It's not a real documentary. It's a mockumentary.
They have like
Cream corn and not the brownie.
no,
Yeah. Oh.
Hey,
No,
hey,
sometimes they've had both.
my uncle's in the chat. Wayne Davison, what's
Hey,
going on?
Wayne, how's it going, buddy?
He just said, "Why don't you drink real beer, bud?"
Oh.
Leave it to a biker to say some shit like that.
I hope he's calling you buddy and not insinuating that Bud's a real beer.
He drinks only Budweiser and Pepsi, nothing
Oh.
else. He can't have water.
Pepsi's more of a real beer than Bud is.
Oh.
It fucks up your liver a lot more, that's for damn sure.
Careful, they'll cut you.
You will cut you.
All right, well, welcome. Thank you for being on.
firing tonight.
I like
It's
this
hot.
tonight,
I like
man.
this. The Big
So,
bang, boom.
Let me put a question out there. There's a 30-second delay, so we'll get an answer in about 30 seconds.
In an
Oh, there's
hour
an
or
awesome
so.
hotline. too.
Hey, this is our first night doing this on YouTube. How do people like it? Do you like this better? I know a lot of people had problems with Justin TV. Let us know if there's anything we need to change or improve. You know, we've got a whole new mic system that we're playing with it to try to get it right. So
That's what she said?
yeah, that is what she said, Geggy Top.
You fucking shill.
You
Stop
gotta
fishing
get
for
it right.
compliments.
No, I'm not. I'm looking for
No, I
if there's
know,
any
I know.
real criticism.
Oh,
I'll
they'll
let
let
know.
us know, trust me.
Yeah.
Every time like the last 5 times we broadcasted on Justin TV, the first comment was, "This fucking
Fuck
sucks.
you
I can't
guys."
fucking see you."
Yeah.
Sometimes I had to get out because I couldn't hear you.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
lagging
I
and
mean,
stuff,
dude,
so-
we got comments going again. I
It
get
was
like the
like
last 2
painful to watch.
episodes, we've had like 2 people in.
And these are comments on YouTube.
Yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
I'm impressed. I didn't
Now,
know if we
here's
were
the
gonna
deal.
have that.
Will these show up when this is like? Does
Yeah,
this-
and what happens is the comment thread goes to the side and acts as a chat, and then it'll go back to the comments.
Nice.
that is the hot tatas.
That is good.
So the chat turns into comments on the bottom.
Great show,
Yeah.
loving
That's
it.
awesome.
Disfigured,
That's
welcome,
awesome.
man. Welcome into the chat room, dude.
Yes.
Thanks for checking us out.
Who? Disfigured?
Disfigured.
Disfigured. What's up,
I
man?
like it.
Dude, I love this. I love having this is great.
Wolf would buy a vintage TV dinner.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
yeah.
not? Hell yeah, right?
What that?
Yeah,
no,
but they
you
probably
can't-
like look at the ingredients in the back. It'll be like 10 ingredients in the 70s and like
Dead
300
peasant.
now.
300 now, right?
1,000
With the
bajillion
chemicals.
percent
A
better.
A million thousand, but thank, dude. This is awesome.
There we
I'm
go.
glad. I'm
That's
glad.
great news, man.
Yeah, dude. Clink
That's
to
fucking
everybody.
nice.
Man. This
I'm,
is great.
I'm glad to be here for the start of something better.
My first
And we're glad to have you here, man.
Yeah.
By the way, one of our favorite episodes of all time was the Sherman Tanks
Oh,
episode.
God,
We got
that
it.
one was
Like
fantastic.
whenever I try to market this show to somebody, I always send the Sherman Tanks episode
Yeah.
because that one is like the
The best.
quintessential. Because it just never stopped
It was
rolling.
That shit
fucking
was great.
unbelievable.
That
Where the hell is Gerbellini
All
tonight?
right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Where's the jerk?
I'm
Where's
getting
Mr.
some
Chance?
beers, but go ahead and
here's the
Sean
thing.
said.
Chance is right now interning.
Okay.
He went to school and he got his fucking certification. He's doing fucking demolition construction stuff. And
Oh, yes, that's right.
He was getting, school to be an electrician and all this other shit. So he's got his shit started. He's past a certain point. He has to wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the site, and thus could definitely not be here today because he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
get home till like 7:30. He's probably like 3 blocks away by the time I got here, considering how far the fucking site that he's working on right now is before he gets back home.
Oh wow.
But we also currently do not have internet access at home, so that's
Oh,
one of the
man.
reasons why we haven't done the last episode yet.
Bummer.
Wait, why are
which-
you doing a last episode?
It was going to be the last episode of the season, first
Okay.
of all, but because our lives are so fucking jumbled, I'm working 2 jobs, going to be in 2 bands,
Right?
and everything else, it most likely is going to be the last
Do you know why
episode.
it's not the last episode?
Because we always say it's the last episode.
No.
and
Well,
then-
well, that too.
Oh, that's right, because we are going to be...
Because Sherman
Yeah.
Tanks is going to be with us at the live show at the same
Damn
right.
in Asbury
God
Park,
damn
November
right.
15th.
What kind
Damn
of music
straight.
is it?
What kind of music,
Music?
is playing that night?
Yeah, like what kind of...
Oh, what kind of
Sherman
music?
Tanks, you have-
Okay,
no,
yeah.
Sherman Tanks is a podcast. So
Yeah,
Sherman Tanks
yeah.
is a podcast. It's me and my cousin. That's all it is. We never have guests. We had our his buddy Manny on once, who was gonna join up, but it just because of the logistics of everything and our timing was just way fucking off.
Yeah.
That we can't commit to shit.
No, we are aware. It's
We're-
hard to do. It's really...
We're like the enemy of dating people out there everywhere. We can't commit to fucking anything
Yeah.
whatsoever. So, he couldn't be here today. I'm here, not in his
cool.
stead, but solo right now.
Well,
So
it takes...
Yeah,
It
yeah.
does, though.
I told him
understand.
we were fucking talking about the new Silent Hill game on the way up and down while I was on the fucking
Oh, yeah, I
train.
just
There's a
saw
new Silent
that.
Hill game?
I
Yes.
just saw that.
Yeah, Kojima and Guillermo del Toro fucking teamed up to make the new Silent Hill game.
What
Yeah.
system is that?
It's-
PS4 and the Xbox
It's
One?
gonna be PS4, Xbox One.
Did you like Outlast?
People text me and said you two need to talk louder when you talk. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, Sarah.
Can you turn
Sarah
the
and
mic
John,
up?
yeah.
Really?
Turn the mic
For
up a little?
into that?
Got it.
Well, get you talk could be fucking up over there. You never know.
No, my mouth is loud enough, so...
Maybe you need to start talking through your dick instead.
Yeah.
My
Mine
dick's louder.
sings.
I need to raise your filthy
Huh?
whore voice.
Yeah, I know.
Dick.
We'll fix it.
Um,
Keep going, sir.
no, I haven't played Outlast.
Oh, okay, I was gonna download it for Xbox One. It looks good.
Manager's on his way, by the way.
I don't have an Xbox One.
Our
So.
salvation
Oh, have on
is at
PC
hand.
too.
Indeed.
It's on PC.
Like I just said, I don't even have internet access right now at
Yeah.
home. So
Right.
that's been the tough thing. Like At the very least, there'd be some one weird fucking weekend day where it's like, oh, we're both home at 2 o'clock in the morning. We can record this right now.
Right.
And we can do it and upload it and it'd be done and fucking...
But there's no issues November 15th. You guys
No,
are there.
that's happening.
15th.
That's happening. Because it's, what is
Now
this?
we
It's a
know.
Saturday, right?
It's Saturday, yeah.
I already put in for that weeks ago, months ago.
Dude,
so.
we got Rodney Rush from Breaking Bad says he's flying out here for this.
Sweet.
Teddy Faley. We saw Teddy Faley this weekend. We saw him.
Nice.
We
went to New York.
Yeah. And we had a talk with him about what the fundraiser of this show is for.
Right.
Can you explain a little bit about what the fundraiser is?
Can we talk about things not depressing?
It's not. Well, no.
Oh, let's talk about Robin Williams then. No,
That's gotta come off.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's not fun at all.
No.
I'm not like fucked up over it. I mean, I just think it sucks because he was cool, but
Yeah, he
Yeah,
really
yeah,
was.
yeah.
like,
It's
I
a
don't
shame.
know. I think like maybe if I was like a huge Robin Williams fan, I would be like, I guess because when B. Arthur died, I guess I was kind of fucked with the bombs.
Well, they said
But like, I don't get when
That's an
people.
interesting choice.
But I don't get when people do this thing where like someone dies and then all of a sudden that's all you hear about. Like, oh my god, that's all I ever did was watch Robin Williams movies every day. I'm
Well,
like, no, you did. Shut up,
But
you liars.
somebody wrote
You're
something
all
today
lying.
that I agreed with about Robin Williams, where they said there's a difference between a celebrity dying and an artist dying, and people would argue that Robin Williams, as a comedian, was an artist.
Yeah.
So I could see him being an important part
He
of
was,
people's
well,
lives.
I mean, he was one of those fucking guys also that he did everything.
Yeah.
When if you were growing up in the late 70s, early 80s,
It wasn't an act.
he did
He
everything.
was the real
like
deal, yeah.
I was obsessed with one of the shittiest things he ever did, which I still love, and I know it's
dude, I know what you're gonna say.
fucking Popeye, man.
Yup.
Popeye was fucking horrible.
talking about
dude, what about
I
Death?
love-
What about
Dude,
Death to
my
Smoochie?
favorite thing
Death
that
to
he's
Smoochie.
ever
Death to
done-
Smoochie is
That
one of the
that's my
fucking
favorite.
baddest
By
movies
far.
ever.
By
Him
far,
and fucking
fucking-
Edward Norton.
It's a fucking
and Danny
dildo.
DeVito.
1 hour
my
photo.
God.
1 hour was it 1 hour?
1 hour photo was creepy
That's
and
good
cool,
too.
My
but dude,
favorite Robin Williams movie is Night Listener. And I feel like nobody has ever seen it.
What is his most famous movie?
Good Will Hunting. You got it. Like,
Goodwill.
I was
gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
Good Morning
yeah,
Vietnam.
Oh,
It's
just
a-
Dead
Miss-
Poet Society.
I think
you
Miss
know?
Miss Doubtfire is up there.
Mrs. Doubtfire's up there.
Because that was like a PG
Yeah, but Good
thing.
Morning Vietnam. Was
Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah, but I
That
know
wasn't-
He was
that was-
struggling with depression.
About
was,
what was it? Oh
Oh god, you know what I love?
about
Fucking was it Father? What the fuck is it called? The one that was directed and written by fucking Bobcat. So Father of the Year, is it or something like that?
Yeah.
He and the thing is, he basically writes a suicide note for his son. That because his son, I think, like died in some ridiculous way, and he writes a fake suicide note for his son, and everyone's moved by it. So then he keeps going, and it's like, I found more letters from my son, but it's actually him writing it.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's fucked up, but it's
And what was
great.
that movie, Garp, that he was in about like the kid who? His
I don't know. I need to
mother-
get
his
caught
mother
up here. I
was
don't even know.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of
He
he's
was-
made a lot of
he's
stuff.
been-
man.
And a lot of it's old stuff too. I mean, like people have this misconception about him that he was just some fucking slapstick like
No,
joke.
right, yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah,
from the
he was-
onset,
you watch his
grew
stand-up.
into it.
His
He
stand-up
was
is phenomenal.
well, no, it wasn't even that. He was a serious fucking actor early on too.
Yeah, yeah.
Early on, you know,
You know what,
like
his-
really early on.
His favorite role was probably the most depressing movie I ever fucking saw in my life. And like he's till just like a couple of weeks ago, I remember at some fucking interview, Awakenings was his favorite role.
Oh yeah, Awakenings was an awesome
That movie hurts
dude.
my balls
Yeah,
every
that's-
time.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's just like
That's a rough one.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it just you want to fucking. If there's a movie that can make anyone cry,
Yeah.
it's fucking Awakenings. That shit hurts.
Oh man,
like
yeah,
watching that
you
movie
know what
hurts.
was a good one though, but like that's another thing that I think was cool though, because if that's become a debate over this Robin Williams thing. Is like, oh, what's too much? Is it this, that? Yeah, people to like, because I have one friend who is actually, and I actually kind of think it's a little snarky, but he's taken to the internet and he has found like pictures and likenesses of other people whose last name are really like he wrote one, rest in peace Robbie Williams, rest in
Robbie
peace
Williams,
Robert Williams, like just different people, just to make a joke of it because people get obsessed over, and people die every day, like, you know what I mean, in far more tragic ways. And so and I agree with him to an extent. I don't appreciate the snarkiness about it though, but dude, Norm Macdonald went to Twitter and told a
that was a great
story
story.
about the first time he
Norm
met
is so
Robin
good.
Williams when he was up and coming. And it, like, dude, that one was really moving. It was really fucking moving. It's just short little sentences and little tweets that all add up to the end. And it's just like you're laughing, and then the last two tweets, you're just like, oh man, my fucking guts ripped out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, Norm McDonald's one of my dream guests for this
yeah,
show.
I mean, but he did good. It was a good trip. He didn't, you know what I mean? He didn't go over the top with it.
World's greatest dad.
I don't want to cut you guys off,
Yeah.
but I just want to cut to the chat for just a second because a lot of people are saying a lot of great things.
Yeah.
Bicentennial Man was amazing.
Yeah. The birdcage. Hell yeah.
Hell
that
yeah.
was another fucking
The
amazing
Birdcage was one of my
Great.
favorite movies.
Absolutely.
That movie's
Him
awesome,
and Nathan
man.
Lane were
But here's the
unbelievable.
thing, though.
Jumanji.
Like for me, my things that I grew up
Fucks
with.
with Jumanji.
This is why he hits so hard for so many different people. For me, I instantly go to Popeye as a kid. My family, I've said this before to friends of mine and stuff, I grew up on stand-up comedy. Like
Me too,
I
dude.
grew up on Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy,
George Carlin.
Oh, yeah.
fucking Rodney
Sam
Dangerfield,
Kinison,
Sam Kinison.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Not so much for me.
I grew up. My
But
dad loved
he was
Dice
a little-
Clay.
he
By
was
the
a
time
little
I was
later.
8,
He
by the
was-
time I was 8, I had memorized so
He
many
was-
of that.
he
Which
was
might
on the-
might not be a great thing.
I was aware of him, but
He was
my
on
dad
the he was
really
on the
into that.
like Rodney Dangerfield fucking Young
Yeah.
Comedian All-Star
Dude,
specials.
I saw a fucking.
Those were
No,
great.
I wanted to come back to this, but I saw from 1987. It like came on like HBO one night, and I didn't even expect it. It was like Dangerfields,
Yes.
like when he
Oh,
used to
yeah.
bring up new comics, and
Yep.
he had had Andrew Dice Clay and Bill Hicks
yes.
on the same
Yes.
fucking bill, and it was when they were young and no one knew
he used
like
to do
really
what
knew
was
what.
called Young Comedian All-Star Specials.
Yeah.
Right? The first time HBO ever had, and the same fucking night, they had fucking Sam Kinison,
Oh,
Bob Saget,
oh my God!
Bob Nelson, who's the guy who did the fucking football thing
Yep,
with
yep.
the balloons and
Yep,
shit.
yep.
I think even on the same show was what's his fake? Richard Lewis.
Oh, Richard
Oh my
Lewis.
God!
Yeah.
All on the same show, their first time on HBO, all in one
Yeah,
shot.
and they're doing stand up.
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
stand up, and it was
Was
fucking,
it? This was Dangerfield.
This was it was
Dangerfields.
called Rodney Dangerfield's Young All-Star Comedian Special.
And that just
he
goes to
would
show,
open
like,
it and he would close it. And
There's something to comedy. It's not something that anybody can do. And Rodney Dangerfield had a way of fucking. He just saw it. He just
Right.
knew who the
Yeah.
fucking best
Look,
of the best was.
do you remember when he died? Like he was in a hospital and he was like, "In the best case scenario, I'll be out of here in 5 hours. Worst case scenario, I'll be out of here in 5 minutes." So he was going for surgery, and those were his last fucking words.
Yeah.
It was a joke, you know what I mean? So
I like when people keep it real in their death.
Yeah, that's the shit, dude. But that's really it, and that teaches a good lesson. But it's just, I mean, he knew what the risks were, and he knew what it was. He didn't make some fucking sad, drawn out thing about it. He lived to the last fucking
he was
minute.
old too, and he was he had
To the
drug
last
problems. He was an
fucking minute,
alcoholic.
dude. Just appreciate the
Dangerfield-
moment, enjoy what you are and who you are and
That's
what
how
you
he
do.
died from surgery.
Yeah.
Well, he just didn't
What kind
make
of
it.
surgery
He didn't
did he
make it. I mean, fucking who knows?
Oh, hey, listen, I just wanted to say, I thought you guys would
Where you going?
appreciate this. My Uncle Wayne said, I will outlive you guys with Bud and Pepsi.
Very good.
Probably.
Love it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I can't Jurassic Bark.
Jurassic Bark? What is Jurassic Bark?
What the fuck is
This is
Jurassic
your
Bark?
cousin bringing us up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh my God, I remember that show. What show? What are we talking about here?
Young Comedian
You was
All-Star
talking
Special.
Young
you
Comedian-
Oh, okay,
probably-
all right. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, man,
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield
But
had a
that's-
fucking. He just had an
That was
eye.
what
He
I
knew
grew
what
up
was
with.
good.
My family was like obsessed with stand-up comedy and Mel
Oh,
Brooks.
yeah.
movies.
Futurama.
Yeah.
Like that's
Oh,
all. I,
dude,
that's
Mel
all I knew
Brooks
as a
was a
kid. I didn't know
fucking
there
messiah in my house.
was
Absolutely.
fucking stand-up comedy and
Mel
Mel
Brooks.
Brooks movies.
Yes.
So anything that involved that shit
Yep.
was
Blazing
on my radar.
Saddles and
Yeah.
Spaceballs and Men in Tights.
And they
it
all
was-
linked up together at
Yeah.
some point because
Yeah.
they all did stand-up too. So
Dude,
like,
Dave Chappelle was in Robin
Yes.
Hood Men in Tights,
Yeah, he
dude.
was like,
Dude, there was
Richard
also
Lewis.
Richard Lewis.
By the end of the day,
What-
we're gonna even have a wedding.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, huh?
it all links up. You know, it
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
fucking so
No, it really
in
does.
my head, my childhood is Transformers,
Yeah.
fucking
Mine's He-Man.
stand-up comedy,
He-Man stand-up.
Mel
She-Ra.
Brooks,
All the best are tied together too, like
you know,
you say. You know what I mean?
and all those people, and then fucking Popeye came out when I was like 2 or 3
Yeah,
years
I remember
old.
it, dude. I remember being like,
I was obsessed with that shit. I had my mom cook me
I was like
spinach
weirded by it.
so I
was
could
like,
eat
oh,
that
was
while
odd.
watching it. Like,
okay,
shit
hold
like
on.
that.
You had your mom cook you spinach.
Just so I could eat it
So
while
then,
watching
Well, I
it.
used to eat
definitely,
spinach like
definitely, media has an influence on kids.
Yeah, but,
Of course,
yeah,
Dory.
Well, no, for people who want to contend that shit.
Who the hell is
do you know the history
contending?
of that?
What moron
Do you know the
contends
history of that?
What the history? What?
When Popeye was first created, he did not eat spinach at all. Popeye became a mascot for advertising for a spinach company.
Okay.
And then Popeye was eating spinach in the cartoons. Popeye was eating spinach in the
Well, so it was an advertisement.
It was an
first.
advertisement first.
So he didn't sell out. He had already sold out, and then he went.
And then
he kept it real.
That was it. It became part of the character.
Hey, look,
and
I'd
they
rather
couldn't take
somebody
it away
sell
from
out to sell spinach than the way people sell out now to sell cookies.
That's true.
they changed the Cookie Monster to Veggie Monster.
Well, no, he's just
What?
the monster.
No, they changed
He's
it.
still a
It was
Cookie
the
Monster,
Cookie Monster,
but-
then it was the Veggie Monster.
To quote the Cookie Monster, well, I still love Cookie, but Cookie is sometimes food.
Sometimes.
Vegetables
That's all he ate was
is
cookies.
all-time food.
Yeah. I've seen that one.
Disfigured said, I still think the Popeye movie is hilarious.
It was
Hell
fucking
yeah!
great.
I haven't seen it in so many years. Like, that's one of those movies that in my
Even
mind...
Shelley Long, man.
Shelley Long.
Shelley Long. Olive oil.
Dude, fucking Bluto
Yeah, man.
punching a fucking octopus out of the fucking water. Like, all the crazy shit that happened. That was like... Dude, I would go to the beach with my cousin. We'd fucking reenact the stupid spinning
Chance
arm.
Tribolini?
Fucking
Yeah.
shit. Well, no, he's too young.
Okay.
But, like, that's the kind of shit that, like, that was always permeating in my fucking brain as a kid. So everyone has their shit with some of these celebrities. For other people growing up, it was him as a genie in Aladdin.
Right,
You know,
right.
it was Hook. It was whatever.
Thank you. You just
No,
stole
bump
it.
him in. Bump him in
Hook.
officially.
No. Hook. He just stole it. He said it.
I mean,
Hook.
it,
The
that's...
movie Hook.
Hook.
That's
when
why
Robin
it
Williams
resonates.
plays Peter Pan, that was one of the most fucking awesome movies. Like, dude, that like prolonged my childhood imagination by a good 10 years. Like, you know, instead of like jading and fizzling out earlier, like, dude, like that movie like made you want to fucking like, well, maybe flying could be real. Like, you know, like, dude, Hook was
shit.
the shit.
What we got going?
Disfigured. Is that Kyle? Is that Kyle Braxton? Is
Nice.
that Disfigured?
Hey, Disfigured, subscribe.
NJIT called my ass out for my one semester of engineering school.
Nice.
Subscribe to this channel. In fact, everybody watching, subscribe to this
Hell
channel.
yeah.
That's
We have all
awesome.
kinds of
We've got more people paying
interviews
attention.
and we have 1 million hours worth of this fucking show. Right
So-
now.
Hey, he's right.
3
No, he
hours,
did say we
so-
need a cheers to Dangerfield. Clinky to Rodney
Hell yeah,
Dangerfield.
Rodney
Fuck
Dangerfield.
yeah, I'll do that all day long.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is, one of the reasons why this has hit home to so many people is because no matter how old they are, they have their fucking attachment to Robin Williams because
Absolutely.
he's never stopped working.
And he's, and
And he's done so many good
generations.
things.
And
He's-
no one sees anything like this coming.
No.
Nobody
No.
sees it
And
coming.
it's
And the
The
thing
shock
is, he has a
factor of it
history.
is
He has a
huge.
history of problems.
Oh,
and
yeah.
even then, it
Sure.
was still like,
But
fuck.
he has-
I
he
wasn't
has-
surprised when I heard the news. I was just shocked that it fucking happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah,
said-
right.
They said he had depression, so.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he's
Dude,
had
I'm
it
right
for
there
years.
with him,
He's
man.
had it
I'm
for
right there.
yeah.
I'm right there with him,
He
dude.
had losses in his life. They said he was friends with
He-
John Belushi or something.
Yo, yeah.
He's
yeah,
been- he's
yeah.
been friends with a lot of
He-
fucking
He's
lost
gone through. He went through. a lot of shit.
Belushi would have been about the same
Somebody
age
put
now.
it. Somebody actually. I was listening. You know me. I have like that little sports radio that I love to. You know, I love to listen to like sports radio because it's just people talking. I like. I just intrigues me.
I know.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
I listen to podcasts all day.
Well, no, but like, it's because like, you know, half of the shit I don't really care about. I just like hearing people talking about out of context about different topics. You just kind of you pick up on the subtle little things that they.
Something like sports when they try to lend importance to a fucking
Yeah.
game is kind of interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
They can talk
But
3
other
hours about a
things
fucking
come up.
game
Yeah,
and be like
but-
philosophical
Yeah,
about fucking
you pick up people's personalities when
Right.
you listen to them rant about sports and things because it's non-specific. You
I
know,
listen to
it's
Craig
all-
Carton.
Yeah, and so fucking, but no, there was this guy, Sid Rosenberg, I think, was on today, and somebody called in, unsports related, just brought up the Robin Williams thing, and he went on a little speech about mental illness and stuff like that, and he actually made a really good point pertaining to Robin Williams, and it's just like, you know, we had a caller on who did the whole, you know, and at times I agree with it to an extent, you know, I don't like want to belittle people or anything like that. I agree with suicide, but somebody called up and really berated Robin Williams for checking out, and the guy was just like, listen, you know, listen, it's not about that. It's about, look, okay, now everybody should be aware. You've seen it. It happened today. You know what I mean? You've seen it.
And it's not
it
the first
happened.
time.
It's not the first time. It won't be the last.
Right.
There are places to go. He's just like, the fact that people still have a hard time accepting this as everyday life is ridiculous. There are places to go, and most people don't go because they're afraid. Robin Williams went. He was trying.
Yeah.
He went to therapy. He did
rehab.
everything. He went to rehab. Just got out of rehab like last
2 weeks
year.
ago.
Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Rehab for what?
It was like a month. He got out a month ago, like 2 weeks ago.
For
He
drugs
tried
or-
for rehab
For everything, everything, just mental health, like and like, and that's one thing that
And he said he wasn't
was
talking
just like,
to his wife.
he
or
said
something,
it
like-
was over. He was just like, as far as Robin Williams was concerned, it was over.
You know,
there was just
he gave
nothing
up.
left
I mean,
to fight for him.
There's a couple of
And
things.
he's like, if there's anything you should learn from this or talk about from this, you shouldn't berate him
The
for
first
it. You
time-
should just understand that maybe had there been more acceptance a long time ago,
Yeah, totally.
maybe Robin Williams would still be around. Maybe
Right.
he would have nipped this in the bud or done something and had a better network set up, you know?
The first time I remember depression becoming like a actual major problem in my life, I was about 13 years old, and I remember what it was like when it hit for the first time. It was this like terrifying sort of physical thing that happened. Almost like it's mental, but it's physical.
Well, that's why I say
You know?
depression hurts.
It hurts. It hurts
So, like,
physically.
yeah,
Like
physically
I have a
messes you up. I know it's funny you
It's
say
like,
commercial, but
it's like fucking REM all of a sudden writing commercials.
Everybody hurts!
By the
it
way-
messes with your body.
By the way,
physically, so
it's okay to make jokes. It's okay to make jokes.
we wouldn't
But-
survive without it.
but
That's
no,
part of the
but-
part of the thing, though.
That's
the thing right there. That he fucking survived on his
Yeah.
humor, and then
Sure.
at some point it wasn't fucking funny
But
anymore.
he's not the only person
You know
that
what I
died
mean?
to die of that shit either. You know,
No.
Mitch Hedberg was on fucking heroin. Richard Jenny checked out years ago, and a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
people
The
just
difference was
forget
that Robin
he
Williams
fucking
was the
killed
funnier one.
well,
himself.
yeah.
By the way, every one of them would have appreciated that joke. No, but
And
for
they
me,
all agree.
Yes.
oh, so
Yes.
good, so good.
It's not up for debate.
I, But like I always avoided pills. I went to therapy a couple of times. You know, I've done a bunch of different things, and you find what works for you. The one thing I'll say for somebody like Robin Williams is you can't judge what another person is going through at all.
Never.
You know,
what they're going
You're
through.
not them.
You're not them,
Yeah.
and there's a level of hopelessness that hits. Like I'm working on a project right now, like a photography project about depression, to try to make a visual out of it, and see what it looks like. You know what I
That's
mean?
so gay.
Yeah.
No,
That's actually
And,
the name of the project.
but yeah, man, you don't know what another person is going through, and you can't just.
This is my photo diary called "Don't Take My Lunch Money."
but there's no medical test for depression. They just go by your symptoms. So it could be something
Yeah.
medical.
This
but
world-
they can't test your symptoms.
they can check for chemical imbalances and other stuff,
Yeah.
but even then it's imperfect.
Yeah, so
and
like,
they don't fucking care in
It's
general
still
is the
bad.
worst
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, no, yeah,
They don't care.
dude. Half the medications that help you make you kill you.
Right.
Oh my God!
But
Dead peasant. He's not dead. Someone just has to roll a 5 or an 8. Jumanji reference. Love it. Wonderful. Wonderful. That was unbelievable.
I might give you an auto blow for
I
that.
swear to God, that was unbelievable. I am so glad I looked up at that moment.
Holy No, all I'm trying to say
Oh
is.
my
All I'm
God.
trying to say is you don't know what another person is going through. You have no idea. There's no room to judge. You just need to. The only thing I say to people is Joe Rogan says all the time, smile at as many people as you can because sometimes it fixes somebody's day. And that's all you can do, man, because like when you're depression's not like sadness. It's like feeling like there's like this physical thing that goes off, like this hopelessness. Like
It's not.
I used to tell him, no, it is because I've been through it for
it's
years.
closer to rage, if anything else.
Maybe for you,
Yeah.
but for me, like I'll get to points where like people will call me, and I just simply I can't answer the
Well,
fucking
I-
phone.
Like before,
Yeah,
like
I
about
see.
20 minutes ago.
Well, that was different.
Yeah, I was at the fucking base station trying to pick him up.
Wait,
Rick was having a bout.
Hold on, let me finish. But there's something that goes off where like I won't answer the phone, I won't talk to people, and I haven't been like that in a long time because I discovered a couple of things for me that work. And one of them is that if I'm creative constantly, that hole in my life is filled all the time. So like if you see me putting out things like crazy, I'm good. If you see me slowing down, I'm struggling. But I know that that's where my help is. That and if I treat myself better with my health. If I eat right and I work out, I feel fucking better.
Yeah, because
it
releases serotonin in your brain.
It's serotonin in your brain, right. So like there is a physical part. It's work. Yeah. So you have to consider yourself. You know what I mean?
People just make things worse if they just sit home and do nothing.
Well, I wrote about this earlier today because it was fucking bothering the shit out of me reading 1,000 different fucking blog posts, people writing about depression.
Yeah.
And I read all of them. I kept on reading them. And here's the thing. I could tell none of them had fucking depression. You know why? Because I've never gone through that. Yeah. I get sad. I get happy. I have regular fucking emotions. Depression is not an emotion. It's completely something. And I know that because I've never had it.
Yeah.
Because when I read people's description of it, I've never felt those things. I've never felt that crippling anxiety. No, I've never felt any of that shit.
It's illogical.
And all these people describing their shit, it was like, you're writing this because it's going to get you clicks. Hold on one second.
Help yourself to a beer.
So it pissed me off because of like you're doing your fucking job because someone told you to write a depression and you've never experienced it. Turning this fucking thing into another, and I got disgusted and I went on this fucking rant. But the one thing was for me is I don't understand it, but you need to empathize even if you've never been through it. You need to understand that shit is hard for everyone in a different way.
Yeah,
this is what it's exactly.
And I will never understand it because if I haven't gone through it yet, it's not going to happen. I've been through enough hard shit, and it hasn't done it.
This is what I feel like. You need to
understand and empathize and fucking at least be human.
But that's the humanitarian viewpoint. That's what I wish all people had. And stop treating humanitarianism like it's a fucking political party or something.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's not. It's not even ethical. It's just it's understanding your fellow fucking person.
Yeah.
Depression for me is probably the same way it was for my father. My father had depression terribly. And it was one of those things that never got fucking brought up. You know what I mean? He would sit in a room with the shades fucking drawn and the lights fucking off. Man. And like, that was it. He would stay alone for fucking days and hours, you know what I mean? In the dark, he ate himself to death, you know what I mean? So
that's
and
like
for me,
happy, like eating, like it filled the void.
That's what filled the void, and that's why he died. So for me, the only way I've been able to describe it is imagine a big empty field with one rock in the center, and you're trying to hide behind it, and you can't find a place to hide behind. That's what it's like. That's what I feel like it's like. You can't get away. There's no shadow. You know what I mean? Because it's the one rock in the middle of nothingness and you just can't stay away. You know? Go ahead, sir.
Well, like mine is, I have a fucking, my history is well documented in many fine institutions throughout the Jersey Shore. But,
you're a crazy motherfucker.
That's what they say.
Well, we're not judging people's mental health.
No, but I mean,
I'm judging a little bit.
Well, that's one of the big things. No, because it's like, you notice.
Empathy goes a long way in a situation.
I've just heard a bunch of things about, like a compassion and being, like, you were talking about, like, that, just trying to fill some sense of yourself that you feel is lacking. And that was one of the fucking things that really helped me out through the whole thing. Was just, like, actually not, you know what I mean? Like, because it's not like, that's why I was saying, like, not even closer to rage or closer to sadness. I don't even, like, it's like the lack of emotion for me, you know what I mean? It's not even like, oh, I feel sad, I'm depressed about this. It's like, no, I should care, but I don't.
That almost sounds like
I don't give a fuck.
You're a sociopath.
No, well, maybe. Yeah. Hey, whatever. I should care. But I don't. I don't care at all. Like at the moments where, you know what I mean. Like I want to fucking, better a situation that is really troubling me. I feel like I'm just so like overwhelmed by it that I'd rather just fucking put my head in the sand and forget about it and like, oh fuck it, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, and it's like it's almost like the surrender, like, and like you said, like so at that point you just feel like empty, like there's really nothing fueling you to want to do anything about your life or whatever situation that you're in. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the lack of anything.
Yeah.
So I figured out, like, you know, and like, once again, like, you know, people try and fill that space with lots of things. Some people try drugs. Some people just try and replace it. Some people, cats, yes. Some people get into fucking dangerous relationships with other people. You know what I mean? Because they become codependent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
But like none of that shit works for me because I'm like too independent. You know, I don't like being dependent on other people or anything like that. You know, and so like that was one of the big things for me was not so much coping or dealing. It was letting go. Yeah. Just being like, you know what? Sometimes shit sucks and you can't fall apart over it. Well, you know what I mean? Like you gotta just like try
and then we're gonna.
And that's honestly been like the best thing about it for me is like once I stop going to everything, once I stop making a huge deal about it to myself, once I let it all go and stop seeking the answer and stop like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? And just accept it. Dude, nobody's fucking perfect and there's something wrong with fucking everybody. And you know what? You're still breathing. And every day you wake up, you won. You beat it again.
Just remember that not everybody can decode that matrix.
No, I know. Not everybody can. That's why I'm saying it. Maybe it'll string a chord in something. Maybe somebody will be so fed up with their depression and they'll sit there and like I did, just look at themselves in the mirror and be like, you're being a fucking pussy. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking nut up, you know? Nut up and fucking take care of yourself.
That's tough love with yourself.
Exactly, yeah. That was the best thing I ever did was just kick myself in the face. You know what I mean?
So there's like 2 or 3 points I want to make real quick as
go
possible.
For it.
First thing is, number one, I saw someone saying some shit about like, well, people with fucking money, how did this happen? Money does not equal happiness. For some people, like, the current problems I have in my life mostly revolve around money. You give me money, I can eradicate 90% of the problems in my life.
Yeah, right.
And I will be fucking fine. But I'm not someone who's suffering from those problems, you know? No. Someone suffering from those problems, you could fucking just bathe them in dollars.
You can make me a millionaire, buddy, and the shit would still fucking happen, dude.
And here's the other thing.
It sucks.
When you're famous, right? When you're famous and you're in that position, imagine being under public scrutiny 24/7.
Worse.
Right? Not only that, you've actually done great things. Now you have a bar that you have to meet every fucking time. And anytime that it's lower to you, it's personally fucking failure. So whenever you're not... That's probably Andrew.
It is Andrew. Andrew's going to wait a minute. Can I just say something real quick, dude? The last year of my life, I've produced more than I ever produced ever. And right now, lately, I've been having fucking issues. And it just, you hit these fucking holes. They're like black holes that you go into and you go, no matter what the fuck I do, nothing's going to work. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? So wait, can somebody get caught up with the chat?
Yeah. Hold on. Well, depression is not you have HIV or do not have HIV, and although it is not good to let it get control, I would rather risk that than shut off my emotions. Exactly. Yeah. I didn't mean to shut off your emotions. I meant accept them. You know.
I think the medication is what shuts off.
You're gonna feel that way from time to time. That desperation is gonna sink in, and you're gonna have to find a way through it. You know what I mean? Like that. And like that was like what he was talking about too. That's a great one. Like this last week, dude, I've had my fucking power in my house blow. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't even my fault, not my responsibility. It was something that the electric company should have taken care of. I had to go spend $200 I don't have, install a new fucking power grid in my house. You know what I mean? And that didn't fix it. So I still, after doing that, had to call and argue with a million people. My wife had to take a day off of work and continue the argument and cry at these people to tell, like, all we want is fucking electricity that we pay for, that we fucking fix, that we work for.
Remember?
No, but I mean, like, no, but money.
Hold on, though.
No, I'm just saying, no, but there's, I didn't know, I didn't mean that. No, that's not what I'm saying. I was just saying about the money problem. You know what I mean? Like, dude, that wiped me out. I got like a fucking baby coming. I've got a million fucking financial things going on. Those things stress me out. They get me upset. That doesn't get me depressed. What gets me depressed is the way other people treat other people.
Right, which
I look at other people and the way that they talk to each other, and I'm like, that is what gets me depressed.
There's a difference between being depressed and having depression.
Yeah.
Having depression, if you've got a chemical malfunction going on where all of a sudden everything becomes fucking bleak and empty, is not the same as being upset. Or being like completely enraged or about something. No, Andrew, welcome to the show.
I was just trying to touch on the money thing.
Okay,
how he brought. That's why I was pointing at him. Right, there are a lot of people saying that money.
Hold on, wait, let her talk. Go ahead. What?
I just said we should move on.
Moving right
to
along.
another thing.
Another topic.
It's 10:11.
12,
It's 10:11. Oh shit! It's 10:11. Okay. So anyway, we have
Andrew's
content.
here.
We have content
we
to
have
play.
content. That's
We
I
have
am
content to play.
content.
Andrew is here. Welcome to the fucking show.
What's up,
Finally,
bitches?
good to see you, dude.
Yeah, sorry
Good
about
to
that.
see you. It's all right. It's okay. I hope you're gonna drink beers with us and
Alright,
talk shit with us.
Boy, shit talking, beer drinking.
There's a lot of shit
As
to
long as
talk
it's not
tonight.
shit drinking and beer talking.
Yep.
Hey, you never know.
Get with this guy.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
So
Shit, beer, and a drink talking.
we have
Denial.
what do we have?
It's
We
that
have
evil that needs
Content.
Content.
Chubby Daniels.
Chubby Daniels.
We have Ice in the Face.
Formerly known as
By the way, Ice in the Face is a podcast that me and Sarah have on iTunes and Droid.
Indeed.
And every week we're going to be airing right here on fucking YouTube, this YouTube channel, Home Bar Productions. This is our new home. So far, everybody in the chat seems to fucking love it. There's been no problems. Everybody everywhere can get it. So I'm really glad to hear that. So right now we're going to air our first piece of content since we've gone onto YouTube Live.
Hopefully that works.
Exactly. That's the whole thing.
This is how we're
Dude,
gonna find out. We're gonna click on it, and if you guys see content, then it fucking works.
we aired content once, and our microphones stayed on somehow, and we had no idea what the fuck happened.
Something like that might happen again.
We think that's worked out. So, Gegita, whenever you're ready, man, we're gonna hit the fucking content. It's by the way, Chubby Daniels, it's Ice in the Face, and Ryan Rants, which is a new piece that we got going on. It's
How long
Ryan
is
Rants.
everything?
It's roughly about 18 or 19 minutes.
Fuck it, though.
So go
Rub it up.
check it out, turn it up, let's hear it. Gegita.
Rub one out.
This is Chubby Daniels, and you're watching Awesome Talk TV. Now you can sit around here and listen to me, or you can check this out. I'll tell you what, that'll be a whole lot better. This shit. Well, here we go. Here we go.
A lot of people believe Swamp Monster sucked Stones' dick.
Yeah, well, I for one am in that club.
I'm sucking my
You were
dick
the
or the
Swamp
swamp
Monster?
monster.
No.
You sucked his dick?
The Believers
He's a
Club.
believer.
I'm a believer.
He's part of the following.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make a shirt with Stones' face, like a silhouette in black, and it's gonna say, I want to believe.
I'm a believer.
It's gonna be amazing.
I want to believe.
It's gonna be
Stones.
like Stones making like a face. It's like a big open mouth. Give me your
But it's a
penis
silhouette.
face. No, not a silhouette, just black only. Do you know what I mean?
Like,
Like
I don't
the
know.
way our awesome talk mugs are.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like only certain areas would be
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you mean. Okay, all right, and obviously it'll be easy to recognize who he is because the hair will be feathered.
Well,
Exactly.
That's the
His 70s feathered
Yeah.
cop
that's
hair.
the Mediterranean in me.
That's what that is.
That's what that
it's
is.
not the douchebag in him.
No.
That's something else.
Yeah. That's something way more obvious.
So, okay, I'm going first.
All right, go for
Here
it.
I go. 38-year-old Scottish woman had a 5-inch long sex toy stuck inside her for 10 years,
Whoa. Go on.
which she used while drunk one night and apparently forgot whether or not she had taken it out.
So
How'd you know it was in there?
It
After 10
finally
years.
was causing a fistula and a bunch of problems with her bladder. So
What's
I guess
okay? I have an image in my mind of what a fistula
No,
is.
it's not that.
Okay.
It's not
All
that.
right. So what is it
it's
then?
Not as
something
fun
way
as what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's way worse than anything you could be thinking.
How much? Because I don't
Yeah, I
know if
don't know.
anything
He's
gets
thinking
worse than what I'm
blood.
thinking.
Well, wait.
I was thinking
Stones
like
will explain it in graphic
Yeah.
detail.
No, he's, you know,
he's using a diagram.
yeah, he's just punching his way through the the
You know.
canal.
End result's the same.
Yeah, I guess. So what is a fistula? What does that do to a person?
It's like a hole, like her urine would be leaking into another part of her body that
Oh.
it shouldn't be because the bladder's.
Hold on a second. This thing is made of plastic. Shouldn't it hold up?
I don't know
Oh,
what
I'm
it's
sure
made
the-
out
the
of.
toy
You
held up
don't
fine.
know.
Was
You
it-
don't
was there
know what the
bodily-
hell
or
she
body
used.
or organs?
Silicone, latex,
You know what?
rubber,
You know
glass,
what's amazing?
acrylic. Dude,
Human
the varieties
beings.
are endless.
Think about this. Human beings.
She could have whittled it out of wood. You don't
Coulda
know what
whittled,
the fuck
coulda
it was
whittled.
made out
That's
of.
true.
Human beings are
She-
so advanced and so successful
And so stupid.
that we can
Yeah.
store a dildo up a vagina for 10 years, and when it comes out, it is smooth and shiny and like
You
brand
don't
new.
know that. There was
It
nothing
ends
in the
up in a
report.
landfill.
But this was the
Well,
best
if she
part.
does, it does.
The best part of the report is when they described the woman. They described her that she was of normal intelligence.
She was
They
of
had to
normal
They had
intelligence.
to point that out,
What,
which
so
is
like,
pointing out
oh,
nothing.
just so you know, she's not a mongoloid.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
ran this up her
It was
twat?
the most insane.
Don't worry, it's not
It
retard
was the
sex.
most insane side
Don't-
note in a report I think I might have ever read ever.
The woman was of normal intelligence.
Yeah, what is normal intelligence? Because in my experience, normal intelligence
like
is
120.
subpar.
Well, you know what though,
120.
but to be fair, don't you kind of need that verification? I mean, anybody who leaves something up in their own sex organ and forgot about it for a decade, it might need to be pointed out whether or not was there anything wrong with you.
She was
but
drunk.
That's so, we were talking before about a certain individual
Perfect.
that was extremely smart, and it turned out he was a fucking serial rapist.
Right.
I mean, something's clearly wrong with him, and he's of above average intelligence. I
Yeah.
mean, the fuck.
So this woman.
Well, this is what I want to get. What I want to understand. In 10 years of her life, nothing happened that would make her go like, "Oh, that felt like something was in there."
Yeah, like,
Like she never like fell in a
Yeah.
certain way or got kicked hard or like
or got fucked.
bent. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Nobody
like,
stuck their dick up there
Oh,
and went,
man.
"Hey, there's something blocking me."
Well, look, she's
yeah,
jerking
the
off, so
fuck?
I mean,
like how
you know,
far? Like
not
unless
like-
she got so drunk that she pushed that thing like up into her guts. I don't know.
Well, she
where
probably
it
didn't
could
have,
be.
she didn't have a stallion in there. Maybe she had a couple.
5 inches.
You got to talk into that mic.
couple
There you
little, a couple little guys.
Yeah, and a
along,
couple,
She didn't
just-
fuck a big dude, a big
Right,
dick. She
right,
just
yeah,
fucked a
right.
couple little dudes at once.
It wasn't like the guy was stabbing her.
No, it was like he was sticking a French fry
It was
up
like
there.
being prodded with a bunch of pinkies.
Yeah. Oh.
men of average length.
Yeah. Just.
Yes.
just needed to be in there.
Normal length.
Yes,
Just
that's what needed to be in that
dozens
article.
of pinkies
She only
all-
had sex with men of average penis sizes. And,
Yeah.
and that would have summed it up for me. I'd be like, oh, she's not. It wasn't mongoloid sex, and she's fucking normal guys.
Yeah.
Got it.
So everything here is normal. In other words, this whole.
This is totally
It's totes norm.
Yeah.
The only thing not totes norm is the dildo up the twat for a decade.
right.
That's a little abnorm.
Which they eventually needed to use the kitchen tongs to yank out,
It's
apparently.
newsworthy.
Obviously.
It's newsworthy.
I mean, or maybe she just sort of pulled the folds open and shook and it just dropped out.
Making
she was
gravy.
like, oh my. Yeah, right.
So speaking of pinkies,
Speaking of pinkies,
spinkies in the cooch.
in
Did
the
you know
cooch.
that?
What is that?
Back,
Just a rat story?
did you know that back in the day, like where women would get hand jobs from their doctors?
What?
Like that was part of it? Like when you go to a massage parlor now?
No.
No,
Like if a woman was
gynecologist.
diagnosed with hysteria, they would give him a hand job because the orgasm would supposedly
Calm them down.
calm
wouldn't
those
they'd also hook up
crazy bitches
electrodes,
down.
wouldn't they? Wouldn't they also do that? Like they'd hook up like a.
I don't know,
they
but
give
I know
like
that that's a
electroshock,
thing.
That's a thing, huh?
Yeah, that TENS
You know what
machine.
though? But it makes sense because back then nobody gave a fuck about pleasuring women, so they all just walked around just pent up and
well,
aggressive
the
all the time.
doctors apparently cared.
I mean, you don't come, you go fucking
don't
nuts.
go.
Yeah, you don't come, you don't go. You know, you know what I mean? So
The views on so many women's issues back then were fucking
insane, and they were
skewed.
all meant
you gotta
to.
talk into the mic.
They were all meant to
the
secretly
mic.
pleasure men.
Right, right.
Like, oh, this bitch is crazy. I better give her a hand job for her sake.
Yeah.
I might have become a
okay.
gynecologist.
Hold
at that
on a
point.
second there,
Right?
little lady.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. I'm totally not enjoying any of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna perform a procedure on you called frigging the clit. It's that's medical term.
You wouldn't understand. Your
Don't
little
mind.
lady mind wouldn't understand these big words.
Yes, you keep your
My
lady
big
mind
doctor
down.
words.
And don't worry, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, that's
I'm a
what this.
professional.
That's what this tag
I'm a
says.
professional, yes.
So they had in 1869 was the first steam powered vibrator.
That
That sounds like
should have
it's
been that should have been an
painful.
automatic blowjob machine too. I mean,
They
they dropped the ball.
They would have called it something else though. I don't know what.
They would call it the steam blow.
Yeah,
the
steam
automatic
blow.
phallic. Automatic.
The
automatic phallic resuscitation.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Automatic phallic magic.
Make it medical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point.
That's the name of the company. Make it medical.
And before that,
Make it medical just put out the steam-powered automatic phallic magic stick.
This is better though. Before the steam-powered one, they were hand cranked.
Why don't you just use a hand then?
A hand cranked vibrator.
I feel like if you're cranking the vibrator, you should just crank the clit. Don't even.
No, you talk about hand crank. I mean, I there is such a thing as a hand crank drill that you drill into the wall with,
Right.
And that
So-
I mean,
and they're
that
clearly the
beats-
same.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but that beats the hell out of taking a fucking drill bit and turning it with your hand. I mean, come on. There's
Well,
a big difference.
I guess cranking's a little easier than turning.
Right.
You know? Who the fuck is cranking their clit? I mean,
Not their clit. Why do you keep saying that? It's a vibrator. It's in them.
because
not
it's got to
rubbing
be.
it on their
but you know,
legs
you
and
put it on the top of the.
I'm happy
under the
people
hood.
can see what you're
Like,
doing
You
right
yank
now.
up the hood.
From what I've read,
I'm happy
Excuse me,
that
Gooch.
I'm
From what
happy
I've
that
read,
there's a visual of what's happening.
There's three places where women orgasm, and
Rick's
you know,
miming.
they don't have
Break
three
it down.
hands.
Rick
They
is
don't have three
miming
hands.
his vagina.
Yeah, I'm like here. You know, I'm letting Stones break down for me how to pleasure a woman.
Please, please do this.
There's
There's three regions. It's the anus, the mouth, and the tits. It's those are
The
the.
anus, the
no,
mouth,
no,
and
no.
the wallet. You
The-
get
no,
it?
the-
Hey,
Hey, yo.
The tits are a stimulant. That's not an orgasmic region. You know,
Tits are a stimulant. They're like coffee and cigarettes.
Stimulate tits.
Stimul tits. Timulant.
Stimulants.
Stimulants.
titillation.
All right, Stones, make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, you got the anus. right?
The
That's
anus,
one
of
them.
course, is
Right.
a
I mean, that's-
Wait,
dry-
anus
that's
is-
universal across the sexes. I mean, I'm not a fan, but you know that's what they're
You're
saying,
an
so-
avid practitioner. I get it.
This is Ryan Rants, the inaugural episode. And so tonight's topic is, wait a minute, people on their mobile devices. I really do. I fucking hate it. It's like handcuffs, you know? You have to pay for it too. It's handcuffs you have to pay for. I thought that I'm a fucking framer and I work on a fucking framing crew. And you would fucking think that, you know, being on a framing crew, you would fucking want to keep your facilities about you and fucking, you know, mind your tools and your business. Like, that's fucking retarded. You understand? Like, people are losing their jobs because they can't stop using their phones. Because I have something important to say that cannot wait till tomorrow. All the fucking people you owe money to are just gonna call you all the fucking time. You know, that they're like so fucking attached to them. And I don't, you know, like, you know, it's funny because, I mean, I'm sure you've all heard me say it a million. And they're handcuffs that you have to pay $50 a month for. I mean, you know, back in the day you had to call people, you know, but there are some, like, oh, you know, like, it's accelerated our lifestyles. You know, they're ROR or LOL or fucking LFO, fucking fuck you. It's you know, we've gone to the next level. You need a fucking cell phone. Like, that's insane. Like, I've met people who have been fired. I don't understand. What do you think? I mean, that's fucking stupid. You know, you need them, and I understand it, but it's weird. I don't know. Like, it's just weird. It's a very weird, like, time we're living in. Like, that's insanity. It sucks, but it is what it is. There are just some people who just embrace it. I think it's fucking stupid. It's just odd. Because you had to see what fucking Jane said on Facebook. It's ridiculous. You know, like, you know, like, it's just retarded. Sometimes I think they're right to keep things secret. And then you're you know, I mean, it's just insane. It's absolutely ridiculous. When you're fucking getting fired from your job, you know, I fucking hate the government, but I don't fucking blame them sometimes. That's what the government's there for, to protect the weaklings. You know, I mean, for just like, I must. 1 second. You have to think about what you wanted to say. You know, it's just fucking retarded. I hate them, but you need them. I don't understand why. Like, there's like, and it's funny that they keep releasing them. Like, I don't blame them sometimes, like, and it's fucking annoying. Like, when people try, it's like, you know, we have the gift of communication, and they try and fucking limit it as best they can. You know, like, 1 second. If they knew, like, all the fucking facts of reality, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's insane. Like, I fucking hate having a cell phone. You know, back in the day, people, you had to think about what you wanted to say, basically. You know what I mean? I mean, I know cell phones are necessary and we all need them now, you know? What? Like, I think these people, most of these people's heads would explode. And unfortunately, the rest of us have to put up with him. We should make porn with it. They just die. They drop fucking dead. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's about the fucking instant gratification. I mean, people are just so not ready for most technologies. I just gotta check my Facebook. And I can't tell you how many people get fucking fired because they can't pry themselves away from their fucking phones. You know what I mean? The ones who can't protect themselves need a shepherd. It's like a bunch of idiots just got gifted a higher intelligence. And they're still scratching, like, what? You're fired. You know, to, like, you know, I mean, this has been Ryan Rants.
Now back to the awesome talk. You.
We're back!
That's our musical interlude.
Holy hell.
I thought I was having a stroke.
You were not. Now you are.
Oh, my I missed you.
With every cum shot so far.
Squirt up the nose.
It just gets worse by the second.
Yeah.
That's what my ex-wife said.
Ryan, could you close that up?
I could if I was so inclined.
Well, it looks like you are.
You are inclined.
Sort of.
Thank you, sir.
So inclined.
You're not reclined. You're not like all laid back and shit right now.
That's me.
Guess it's so.
You're
Hello,
declined.
Doubt Barisha.
That dick, get that thing out of my face.
Well, somebody new in the chat room, manager.
Oh, somebody new.
What up, cat?
Oh, Doubt! Holy shit! Oh, he was watching it on Facebook. Now he actually got into the fucking. Doubt is that's one of my buddies on the fucking. He comes to the store on the regular, and he's a big fanboy of comics and shit. And he's a fucking really nice dude.
Oh,
Cool, man.
welcome here.
Nice.
Well, welcome to the show, man.
Welcome, bro.
I think you'll appreciate this. His Facebook name is Dante Hicks.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, I think I communicated with Dante Hicks today.
Can't.
Awesome. Well, Dante Hicks, welcome to the show, man. That's awesome, dude. Can somebody grab me
Clinky, motherfuckers.
2 beers? Somebody? I have no beers.
What? Let me see what I can musty up.
All right.
I like it.
So should I?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Bring it the fuck on.
Oh man, are you good with Paps?
Yeah, I'm fine with Paps.
All right.
Husband and wife of 7 years. I want you guys to really dig into this
That's
one. I want
to
Doomed.
Okay.
Marriage, worst idea ever.
This happened in Brazil. Now, I also want you to remember the discovery here.
Cira de Bunda.
The discovery part of this was made live on Brazilian radio. Okay, this couple, they were married for 7 years. They have a kid, 6 years old. Hold on, don't give it away.
I knew it. I know this.
When they met, they one of the things that they bonded on was the fact that they were both abandoned by their mothers. So they took a DNA test to find out, blah blah blah, whatever. It turns out the two of them had the same mother and their brother and sister, and had no idea whatsoever.
How was I supposed to know we were both related? That's fucking rough, though.
Parenting, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. So now their identity has remained anonymous.
You might need another.
Because I have another.
He has another. You gave him
No,
twice.
I mean a third.
Okay, well, I won't say no to that. So their identity has remained anonymous because they have decided to stay together. They have a kid that's 6 years old. They had no idea whatsoever that they were brother and sister, but they have decided, after the public shock of all of this, that they are going to stay together. So I ask you guys, what would you do? I mean,
what the fuck else are you gonna do? You got fucking kids together.
Sorry,
like, come on, man.
Sorry, but
serious?
in that moment, ignorance is bliss, and you remain ignorant.
Yep.
You remain forcefully ignorant.
There is no fucking other
If you
choice.
guys,
What are you gonna do? Okay, we're gonna split up and we're gonna bury this whole thing. Guess what? The kids they have together are gonna wind up running into each other in the future and fucking just like they did.
Do you look at your cats in disgust when you find out that the two cats' parents are fucking brother and sister?
No.
No.
I'll tell you what. I got one who's got some mental problems.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Really disgusting.
Well, now Brazil has two more kids with mental problems.
What's that?
I said, well, now Brazil has two more kids with mental problems.
They have one kid that's 6 years old with no problems.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
First of all,
exactly, man. He could be climbing a clock tower.
That doesn't mean shit.
What part?
First of all, when it comes down to it, we're all related.
Well,
we all come from
Adam
and Eve. No, fuck that shit.
Thanks for the win. We are all.
We all have common ancestry, no matter what, because we're fucking human. It has to happen.
Do you have siblings?
Yes, I do.
Brother or sister?
Both.
You find out you're married to your sister.
I thought you were about to go, would you fuck her?
What do you do?
I just asked.
First of all, I wouldn't because the age difference is too much. I can't do it. Number one.
Wait, is she too old or too young?
She's too old for me.
What about that?
How old is she?
She's
86.
Yes.
What about the brother?
I'm trying to put him on the spot here.
No.
Fucking your shit up.
No, it doesn't matter what I know now. It matters what you find out.
Okay.
All right. because this is not uncommon. It's not uncommon.
No, actually, people who are separated, who are siblings or family members, tend to be drawn to each other.
Exactly.
And there was another story I read about a year ago where somebody
Dead Peasant has been flagged as spam twice.
What?
Somebody clicked not spam.
Click show.
Not spam. He's
Click
not.
show and not spam.
He's not spam.
It says, no, you have to swallow. You already have my blood.
Yeah, well, I want to read it with my own eyes.
Come on. Just
hit the button, guys.
It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything.
Oh, well.
Who the fuck reported him as spam?
Dead Peasant's
wait,
not
over there.
spam.
Show.
Hit show.
All right.
All right, next to spam, next to the word spam.
Farther, yeah.
There you go. Click on that shit.
There we go.
not spam. Not spam.
Not spam. Click not spam.
Click the shit out of it.
Where's the not spam?
It's not doing
Right next to hide. There.
Not spam.
Click it.
Click it.
I
Click
did.
it like
I'm
in fucking
clicking it.
Fingerworks.
I'm
Click it
clicking
more.
it.
Click it.
Finally,
Click,
everyone else
click,
is
click,
fucking
click.
good.
And let's go after it.
Let's bring it back
Oh
in.
my god!
Dead Peasant, you're not spam. You'll never be fucking
There's
spam.
another one.
No
Show.
matter what YouTube says, you're
Right
not
underneath
spam.
Who click the other, the second one. There's the second one.
Everybody in the chat room,
there's
click
another
not
one, dude.
spam.
There's another
Everybody
one.
click
No,
not
they
spam
will,
and
yeah.
show.
They know how to operate.
Well,
Hey, right Fight Concepts is in the room. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, that's Damien, I
Do
think.
you hear
Hey,
Game
yo.
Coast playing in the background? Yeah.
Oh, there's somebody else. No, that's somebody we saw before. All right.
whoever clicked spam
Hey,
or hide
key ones.
comment, you're not getting the point of live broadcast and fucking
Awesome talk.
awesome talk. Like, if you're offended by things,
Then go away.
I would say die.
You're
First
in the
of
wrong
all,
fucking place.
You don't be offended by things. Learn, nurture, live, prosper. All the other things you probably won't do because you're a fucking closed-in individual with a short mind that hates things that make other people happy.
And
things that make other people happy.
Well, you're a horrible person.
I also clicked not spam. So, whatevs.
It's not fucking
care.
spam.
I mean, they had fucking like.
Cause of
dude,
misspelling.
Oh, he says it's because of
no.
misspellings.
There's a fucking
Yeah, but
crucial.
you
There's a
did-
crucial difference though in the whole thing is that he's aware he has a sister. He's aware because he grew up
Okay, I
having
understand,
that
I understand.
sister,
Right.
and he knows this because he
He
spent
knows
his
her as
entire
his
life
sister.
with her as his sister.
I'm not hating.
At meeting a girl.
No,
and
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like
What
you
happens
have
when
to-
you
no, but
turn
you
to
have
one
to draw
another
a
in that
conclusion.
moment?
Number one, you cannot control
Nothing
who
happens.
You can't
I
control
mean-
who you fall in love with. If you're
Yeah.
ignorant of your relationship, you cannot control who you fall for.
That
Number
seems a
two-
little selective.
No, but you're
How is that
no, but the
selective?
only
That's the opposite
alternative
of
is
selective.
the only alternative is that you forcibly hate yourself
Right.
for being in a situation that's completely outside of your control.
You didn't make the choice.
You know, like,
You didn't
so what?
make
You're
the-
supposed to sit there and beat yourself with a bat with nails in the end of it
Pray
because
the gay
you,
away people.
because you're fucking because your life fucking sucked enough to where you and your sister were split up and God knows whatever happened that you didn't even know you had one and this and that. You know what I
your
mean? Like.
nephew's son and your niece daughter.
Yeah,
will
who the
never
fuck?
grow
I mean,
up.
shit. I'm not gonna make that guy. He's already been punished enough.
That is a slim
Well,
family tree.
there was another story about a grandmother marrying her grandson.
That's different.
That is true. Yes,
And
there was.
they wanted to have a baby
that's
together.
They want to
They
have a baby
wanted to
together.
have a-
And there are
inside of
pictures
her.
online
See,
of the
that's
two of them
creepy.
full on mouth kissing, and she's like
That
84
is-
and he's
yeah.
like
That's different.
28
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
fucking-
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
the mom
wrong.
died or something. He never met his grandmother.
Right,
They
you-
met at,
exactly.
it was like
I have this. I have notes on this.
And pictures.
Of course you do.
Notes on
Of course
this?
you do. Why? Like, oh.
Now I know what's
No,
in.
we live in a planet
talked
with.
about on Ice in the Face. I think it was. We talked about there's a law in some state where you can marry your cousin only if you're 55 years and up. And I said it's clearly because they don't care if you fuck each other. They just don't want you to have.
reproduce.
So
Procreate.
my thing is like, I don't give a shit if two people are fucking each other, but don't make more of you and like be all fucked up and fuck
But
everyone
that's
else.
not
up.
even true, though. That's technically not even fucking true. So genetically, the
FYI, I think we're about 13 to 15 minutes behind.
Whatever.
oh, as
Really,
far
on
as
the
like
show?
the delay.
Compared to what I have on my screen and what you have up there, yeah. The time is counting.
No,
at
it's
the
about
bottom
30
corner.
seconds for me. I don't know. Did you backtrack on yours?
No, that to this.
There's a difference between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Refresh your page.
Yeah.
Because people are keeping up in the chat, so.
Exactly.
Dude, the chat's having a whole
quick.
fucking bunch of
Yeah.
fucking conversations here.
If you really left your ass, then what else can you do but stay together?
Yes.
True.
Oh, and there's my wife. Exactly.
What if they weren't drawn to each other?
Apparently, it all boils down to tossing salad. If you toss the salad, you should not be apart.
What if Rose says? What if they weren't drawn to each other out of love, but because their bodies recognized they were siblings, and they
They took that being drawn together as love. I would say that sounds like a fucking movie.
Yeah.
More than real life.
Yeah,
Actually, I think there was an episode of House like this.
If you look at a lot of siblings that I know of, they're drawn apart because they're siblings,
Except
not
for the
drawn
ones that are
together.
fucking.
Yeah, but there is a psychological
It's like Game of Thrones,
thing though,
goddammit.
where they say that family
Joffrey.
members that are estranged
well, even the ones
often
that are fucking
end up
get drawn apart at the
sleeping
end.
together. They end up fucking because there's a weird biological
what
and
it comes down
psychological
to is
thing.
that
Yeah,
everybody
it's weird.
has this concept of love that you're supposed to go out and find someone that you have common interests in. Obviously, you're going to have common interests with someone that actually shares the same.
Common
That
interests.
is not true at all.
Oh,
Not even close.
no, that's not obvious at all.
How does that affect the kid, though? The kid growing up and thinks like,
It doesn't necessarily affect
doesn't
it.
It will only affect the
Uncle
kid if
Dad
mom and dad
and
sat
Mom.
down. Guess what, son? We're brother and sister. How you like them apples?
What was that Adam
Uncle Andy.
Sandler movie? With the
Oh,
father
Jack
and
and
son?
Jill or whatever? No, what? I don't
Father
know.
and son.
Daddy's boy.
No.
Oh,
Big
no.
Daddy?
had sex
Big
with a
Daddy?
teacher?
Yeah.
No.
what?
They all suck. What does it matter? What's
Oh,
fucking?
No, come on. I don't let it
Gilmore and
say
Bill
Which one is this?
I like
The
it.
Water Boy is an awesome movie.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I'll give Click.
What was it? Andy.
I'll give Click.
Andy.
Sandberg.
Sandberg.
Yeah, that was the one where he banged the teacher.
His,
Oh my
Andy
God.
Sandberg's
I never saw that
sister
one.
in the
Nice.
movie. Or no, Andy Sandberg's future wife is
Yeah.
banging his brother. Her brother. They're banging. Like, because that's what good looking people do.
They have sex with each other.
That,
Yeah.
Now we're talking about
Sunny Boy,
that
wasn't it?
Marisha,
Wasn't it called
maybe
Sunny
I'm
Boy?
one of your half siblings.
Something like that.
It could be.
Okay, what did she say?
He said that he just avoids dating Albanian chicks.
Yes, and
Yeah,
you are
that's
Albanian. Yes.
I would. No, you know what? I will give him this. I avoid dating. Avoid dating. I avoid dating because I'm not
Invading.
Darth.
Boy, baby.
But
I avoid invading
I'm not-
bitches.
fuck it.
Invading tricks.
I avoid dating people from my race because they're insane. How about that? That's the most like
listen,
fucking.
I'm gonna let you know it's not secret. All chicks are insane.
Yep.
So you might have
Click
taken
into that.
down the group somehow.
Here's the deal, though.
You're just not split. You're just not
Spread
split.
out
I'm gonna let you in on another secret. When I said race, I meant human.
And that's coming from a girl, too.
Like I
Oh,
meant.
Damien. My sister Heather was once married to a guy whose grandparents were first cousins. They got married in their 80s, though. They were also professional clowns and licensed pastors. The grandmother actually performed the marriage ceremony.
It was quite touching.
Wow. That's
Nice.
a clusterfuck.
Nice story, Damien.
They were twins.
Welcome to the convo,
All
bud.
right.
Jesus.
man.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
he spammed it himself.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah. Dead Peasant spammed himself because he deleted a comment.
Oh,
So
okay.
Fuck you,
Because
Rob.
He went through
Stop
like
spamming, you
He
Rob.
went through like a short-lived bout of depression and just started hating everything he said.
yeah, he hated it. He was like, "Fuck this,
Who?
fuck that."
Yeah, that's what happens. See?
It's true.
She's making fun of his depression.
She's not making fun
Not
of
his
us.
depression. I was making fun of from.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she's just making fun of him.
No, just depression.
Here's a good question, a dead
There's nothing
peasant.
funnier than depression.
Flying Piranha, hey,
Blind Piranha, what's up?
what's going on, dude?
Did you
Welcome
have a-
in.
did you have a problem
Finally got in is what I said when I was 23.
You know what she said?
with- Did you have a problem?
She said, Mom, I have a problem.
This guy will get his dick out of my ass. I'm just trying to make flapjacks.
He's being mean to me.
I don't know what the flapjack sounds like. It's like a weird, like if your hand's falling asleep and you're jerking someone off.
Flapjack, yeah. Or if you're just slapping somebody
like,
there.
"Ah."
Yeah, take it, take
flapjack.
You're
it.
just slapping
Take
somebody
it.
in the
You like
face.
that, don't you? Yeah,
Genitalia.
you like that, you dirty whore.
It's like I kind of feel something every 4.5 seconds. Just fucking, your hand's asleep. Wakes that shit up.
I think it was Dave Chappelle that said it's a stranger handful.
The stranger,
Yeah, just
completely.
stranger.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I like to give myself a stranger.
The stranger.
They call it a stranger.
Yeah, stop.
This one's been going on in the news for went on for a little while. There was a couple who had sex.
And then they were brother and sister.
No, they weren't brother and sister.
Cousins.
That's been going on for decades.
They're mother and father.
They had sex on the beach.
Oh, that's a good drink.
In public. Like during the day,
That's crazy.
while there were people hanging around. Now here's where the story gets a little wonky for me. They had sex for like 45 minutes.
With dolphins.
Just in the middle of the beach with kids and families and grandmas all around.
That's how they got there, though.
Okay.
The families.
Then they took a dip in the ocean. Then they got out of the ocean, fell asleep for a half hour, woke up and started fucking again. When they started fucking again, this time a grandma filmed it and somebody called the cops.
Well, first off,
Now,
Granny is a fucking perv.
Well, Granny did it. She saved it for proof. But
yeah, proof.
Proof of her
She
being
saved
a perv.
it to rub off on her dust bowl later on.
Wait a minute. Granny's the perv, not the two people fucking in front of like everybody.
Well, here's the thing.
They're pretty pervy too. But
Here's the
They're just being naturally fucking.
yeah,
it's natural, like
they're just
breastfeeding.
enjoying it and rubbing it in everybody else's face.
Like breastfeeding, it's natural.
I'm all for public sex, but discretion is utmost. You know,
Well,
Was it a nude
come
beach?
on.
Huh?
Was it a nude beach?
No, this is just a family beach.
I used
No,
to,
this was a
I used to
lake.
work
But
at
that's
a water
the
park.
problem.
And people had sex there at
If-
the water park.
They had sex at the water park?
And the kids'
How
cove
often?
section.
Was
a
it in
couple
water
times.
sports?
No, a couple times. Like someone had sex in the pool area, and then the lifeguard would be watching, and the guy would just be looking over to see if anybody's looking.
And he's humping her through
Yeah, he's
the...
railing her against the pole that they had up there.
What park was it?
he was
Can you
putting
say?
the
On Seaside.
Oh, the waterworks.
Before when it was called Waterworks. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That it. They were just talking about siblings fucking, and then you showed up, Mike. Maybe I timed it that way.
That person wrote hashtag brotherfucker. Granny wanted to give herself a stranger.
We have the best. You have the best commenters in the world.
Yeah, I think so. I think we did. And I'll tell you what,
They're so much better than we are.
this show, we have so many people fucking going at once, dude.
It's so great.
And I always say that if you want to watch brutal comedy, no apologies, fucking comedy, it's awesome talk, man. And the people who show up and make comments.
We're only 50% of the awesomeness.
We're doing this for them.
And they're doing that for us.
So,
Hold on, I was gonna say.
So going back to
the cops show up.
Once you call it a family beach, there's an expectant of someone trying to create a family.
There you
Yes,
go.
I was gonna
Fucking
say
I like
on
that
the
logic.
beach,
Yeah.
right? Family beach. Oh, we must procreate because that's what our Christian nation tells us to do.
Well, here's what happened. They called the cops.
It's true.
The cops show up, okay?
But
And
only if you're married
the guy gives the cops
and
shit.
straight.
Wait.
Yeah.
The guy gives the cops shit. Nice.
The guy gives the cops
I
shit.
like him now.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck,
What's the
right?
big deal? I was.
Was he wearing
Can't you
shorts?
tell
No,
I'm
but I'll
having
tell you
sex
what.
with my wife
I'll tell
right
you what.
now,
Why are
sir?
you fucking bothering me
I don't
when I'm
know.
fucking bothering
Officer, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm fucking my wife. This better be important.
You're interrupting my freedom to fuck my God-given right to fuck my fucking wife to fuck. Fuck it.
My sister wife.
We refuse to get a divorce.
We're gonna call Uncle Grandpa and see what he has to say about it.
And you don't want to get my grandma / sister up on this. I don't even know how that generation got skit, but
That is a family stump, not a family tree.
Oh.
It's a stump with a hole in it.
There's like a raccoon family living in the stump.
Well, now it's just got some.
Is this like a Rob Zombie movie reference?
Yeah.
He fucks a stump. All right, I'm in the old
Anyway,
Stump.
So
yeah, you remember it?
I remember.
So the cops show up.
The husband gives him shit.
Well, I didn't say husband. They're just together.
Oh, the man,
In Metro.
They're just two young people. This might change it for you a little bit.
the boyfriend.
He's a bodybuilder and she's a model.
Okay.
So they're both like, wait, what happened? What'd you just read?
Gummers. Oh,
What?
I love gummers.
Good old-fashioned gum job.
They're still talking about gilfing.
Well, what I'm getting at, Andrew, is it's not like it's two homeless dudes banging each other on the beach.
Regardless, I don't really care one way or the other.
Well, here's my point.
Homo.
These two people, because it's a bodybuilder and a model, they feel that they're entitled to fuck
that's
publicly
important.
because they're beautiful.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Have you ever happened upon someone in broad daylight in front of families fucking on the beach? Because I haven't. I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. So from it, when you realize that that's their professions, you look at it and go, all right.
No. It isn't public fucking. It's modeling and fucking lifting heavy shit.
It's looking good.
Obviously, this is a clear-cut case of these two suffering from affluenza.
Yeah.
Again. It's a thing. It's a recurring thing.
For 45 minutes at a stint.
Well,
I'm having an affluenza fit.
That's a clinky to stamina. First of all, I'll give him that.
Hey,
and you know what?
He's full of roids.
Most likely, they
That's usually
did probably catch something.
Yeah,
They went swimming,
that
and they came back from the ocean and then started banging again. They probably have things growing in them now.
Well, I don't know if they were fucking in the ocean.
Doesn't matter if they were in the
But
ocean.
I'll tell you what, if I had a vagina,
fucking...
the ocean would scare me.
Uh-huh.
Because what if the whole fucking waves open and then there's some fucking algae gets in there? Doesn't that seem like a prime...
I would say there's
You go get
millions
some
of people
fucking
that
antibiotics.
aren't worried.
Really dirty. They said swim at your own risk from the bacteria.
I think the entire there's an entire half of the race that's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I guess, to me, that's what I would be worried about.
I think one of them is right here saying, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm most like.
Exactly.
I'm because I don't want to sandblast my vagina from the inside. That's basically what comes to mind when I think of beach fucking.
Right, and you end up with those little crabs up
I don't
there.
even want to go on.
Oh, yeah,
like,
those sand
I don't
fleas.
like sleeping. I don't like.
And you're allergic to
There are
shellfish.
ways to do beach fucking successfully without getting all sandblasted.
Yeah, it's by making that little area in not beach-like.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say it's called a swimming pool or a bathtub.
Yeah, but it's
Or a
nice
water
having the
park.
sound of the water.
Or
in the
just a girl-
background.
Well, okay, so
And
the sound
people
of the
walking
ocean.
over on the
still
boardwalk. Turn it on, you know?
Yeah.
Now,
You can't get that in the
It's
bedroom.
easier. You just find a girl who squirts and call it a day. That's your fucking.
on the beach or
No, at
In
home.
general.
And then you
Squirts
nickname
like
her
the
the
beach.
water park.
the
Squirts
water?
has hit somebody else.
You get inside a garbage bag and it's over.
The what?
You
The
fucking
squirts
nothing
hit
to worry
somebody
about.
else on the
Yeah, it hits grandma's camera is what it hits.
Oh no! And then she's got water damage or
It hits the gam cam.
liquid damage on the camera.
Now you owe me a new camera.
How dare you! You broke my iPhone!
Grandma on the camera with grandma.
The gram cam.
Oh Lord, these two
Grand
are having
Cam,
sex
Ram
over
Jam.
here. I gotta
Let me
flip
get a
this
closer look.
recorder.
Yeah. That's another big thing I want to give props out to grandma for.
how do I do this? How do I do this?
Which one hits record, Jimmy?
You just see
How do I
grandma walking
share
up
this
to
on
the couple.
Facebook?
You see grandma walking up to the couple while they're banging, and be like, "Can you put this on the camcorder?"
Hurry, Jimmy! He can't possibly keep it up much longer.
How do you open the Skype? What is the Skype?
Oh, I want to share it with the reunion.
I want this to go
I just want
live.
to point out, it took about 10 seconds for everyone's grandmother impersonation to become Yiddish.
That's about right.
It's the old
It
school.
took about 10 seconds.
Because apparently those are the only grandmothers that outlast our actual.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't have a grandmother.
All my
Both
grandmothers
of my
are dead.
grandmas are dead.
I do. My grandmother's
None of my
fucking-
grandmas.
I only had one. She died
Your
when I was
And I'll tell you what,
Hardcore, dude.
yeah, he knows. You both
Yeah,
know
your
my
grandmother-
grandmother parties,
This
dude.
grandmother-
Like, you go to a party and my grandmother's like 86 will come out and she'll be like, I need more wine. Let's do this shit. Like,
Fill it up, son.
one of the best,
kicking.
one of the
She's
best
kicking.
parties I ever went to in my life was my own family's party, and both those guys were there.
Fuck yeah.
And dude, I remember being in this like cloud of fucking smoke and there's like fireworks going off and shit. And I'm standing there with a big mug of beer and I go, "This is the greatest party I've ever been to in my life." And my grandmother looks at me and she's just like, "I need another glass of wine." Like, this is how we do.
This
Yeah,
is
she was looking at her
overstated.
drunk
I'm like-
grandson.
I'm like-
She's just sitting there like, oh.
Grandma, I got this. Don't worry. But she'll party like that, man. She's
Yeah,
tough, dude.
both of my grandmothers have been dead for a few years and also never spoke English, so that would.
What did they speak?
Spanish?
Both?
Both. Yeah, both of my grandmothers are Puerto Rican, so there was no mincing words between.
I don't know anything about your background, so
It's that.
what, you're kind of black or?
Yes, that's kind of black. There's a pinkish bowl, some Christmas lights that don't look very Christmassy. That's my background at the moment.
No, I meant like in your blood, homie. Like.
Well, that's not really. That's foreground because that's all here. My blood's inside me, man.
Yeah.
My background's behind me. I keep moving forward too, so
both
that shit stays the
So
same.
I'm your background?
I hope you're not rounds.
He is not the guy you want behind you.
I don't want any guy behind me.
Completely behind.
Let alone this guy.
I'm behind you 100%.
Andrew's trying to put the cum in complete.
If you say the right words, it'll be 110.
But go ahead, you're saying about your grandma. They didn't speak English, but
I didn't speak any fucking
were they
English.
party?
Here's the best part. One of my grandmother's name was America.
That was her first name.
Her first name was America.
What was her last name?
Vespucci.
Sucks.
Wow.
He actually had to stand in awe
That's
for your balls.
That just hurt
Dead
your balls.
I'd rather watch people fuck on the beach than meatheads playing sand football. Everyone needs to get over sex already. It happens all the time, especially in mouths.
And speaking of which, Ryan, could you grab the Auto Blow 2?
Oh!
This is one of our sponsors right here, Auto Blow 2. It will
Auto Blow.
suck your dick. It comes with a mouth sleeve. For you
Sounds
to
like
fuck.
my ex-wife. She was a mouth sleeve.
A mouth sleeve.
Dude, I absolutely love it when you're here.
Yeah.
I love it when you're
It's
here,
good.
dude. Well, this brought me to my next fucking point, though.
Oh.
Moving past your grandma,
Oh, she's
And
bad.
behind her.
the guy, when he got caught, one of the most disturbing parts of it was it kind of looked like he had a silvery mankini on.
Wait, what?
A mankini.
What? Where do you get
So
these
wait.
stories in such detail?
So he was wearing
I
like
subscribe to
speedos,
news all over the world.
like
Oh, good
metallic
Lord.
speedos.
Yeah, like they were like silver mankini. Like a mankini is wrong and bad. I don't care if you're European or not.
I feel like Stones wears them under his house dressing.
I feel like he has them on underneath his tidy whities.
Stones
I don't know who
definitely rocks
Stones
banana.
is.
Stones is the other guy in the show who's not here right now because of some reason. But
So I do know him.
but a man,
I think he's in North Carolina right
No,
now.
I
but
believe-
mankinis.
I believe Stones is currently out
Where's
test driving
John?
a new banana hammock.
John
That's
Lackey
what's
couldn't be here tonight. He got caught up at work tonight.
Oh God, everyone.
Stones is in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
and he felt
at
like
the
shit
beach
about it too. He
drinking
wanted to be here
wine.
tonight too. I know. So mankini's not good.
No, unless it's no.
No, there is no unless.
I was gonna say unless that's the name of a drink, but that sounds even worse.
No,
Yeah, that
was,
does
like,
sound
even
worse.
than mankinis. There's like those like ball sock things.
Ball socks.
Oh,
yeah.
they call them like
The
a.
Borat
It was like a
thing.
white.
The
A
Borat.
white
Oh, God.
No, there's no suspenders.
It was called like a Y string or a Q string or C
no,
string.
it's-
C
something
string.
like that.
It's
Like
a-
there's
it's a cock
nothing
cozy.
there. It's
That's
just
what
It was
called.
a C
It's a
string.
cock
yeah, like
A
that,
cock
that
cozy?
brings it
Cock
to a
cozy.
whole
How do you know
level.
that?
It's
It
I
goes.
don't know these
It's like
things, I
one
just
little
come up with
fucking
words.
rubber thing.
Don't demonstrate.
It goes. It like wraps around the ball and dick. Apparently, you have to have really small balls and dick. 'cause
You gotta really pack it in there.
It's almost like taking a fucking balloon and
Mushing
ripping
it down.
open, putting it up over one leg, wrapping it over your fucking nuts and dick, and then having it stretch over one side, like
Oh
like
yeah,
a
it's like a holster for your
It's like
ball, and it comes around one side.
it's like a holster
seen
for
this,
people
yeah.
with almost no genitals.
Yeah, like
I don't.
it would be awesome
Yeah,
if
it's
it
weird.
came with
It's
like
it's
a.
like half a pair of tighty whities.
No, it's
Yeah.
not, it's like a
It's-
or
like
a
a
quarter.
third or
It's
a quarter.
barely half.
Water.
It would be awesome if it came with like a holster for a 6-shooter.
Do you have an image of it? Like I don't. I have no
Do you
idea
want an
what
image
you're
of this?
You
talking
want to
about.
see an image of this man? Really?
I don't know. I mean, it's,
You don't.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Something horrible.
You're gonna get visual.
Now you're gonna get a visual, and you're gonna be like, "Oh God, I didn't want to see that."
Let's see.
I'd rather
Exactly
just
what's
go.
gonna happen.
Here's the quote of the day for me because it's very simple and I think most people can agree with it. Rose. I'd rather just go to the beach
Oh,
when
good
no one is there
Lord.
because
That's
I
not
hate
it.
people.
That's not it.
In the middle there.
No, it's not it. It's not it. I'm not going to show
What
that.
happened?
I'm looking for the what's it? How do I find it, Renee? What do I call it? It's like it's not a ball
I think
sling.
it's a C string.
C string. Is that
I
it?
C-string.
I think it was a C string, probably for cock.
You're actually right. I think. Let's see here. Hold on. But to make this happen. No, this is still all
That
chicks,
just
dude.
looks like a.
Oh, this is it. Here it is.
Oh Jesus.
There it is. And I'll tell you what.
the
He's
fuck is
100% covered up. I'm going to put this up so everybody can see it.
Oh yeah, sharing is caring.
C-string
Good job.
mankini.
Hold on, I can't get it up.
Ah!
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the word?
Why? What the fuck for? It's like, I don't know, but it's a thing that came out.
What fucking purpose does that serve?
Well, it covers your balls and dick in public, Ryan, if you didn't notice.
Sorta.
And it still leaves at least one of your hips.
Isn't that what fucking pants are for, motherfucker?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You brought it up, though. Renee.
That's something that doesn't need to be revolutionized. We pretty much hit the apex.
Yeah, we're good.
It's all or nothing for me.
Yeah, we pretty much hit the fucking apex of ball support.
First off, can I just say something for any?
Use grandma's mouth.
That's why God gave her a mouth to begin with.
Wait.
Where are you?
Let's go back a little bit. Grandma's mouth sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So you don't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Gotta
honestly,
pull out the dentures first.
when you look at something like that, I feel like men are trying to match the equivalent of the shoulder down thing for girls.
No, we don't have to do that.
I can't imagine that there's any man leg or ball combination.
Flash dance for your balls.
Not for nothing. I think the only people that want to see man parts are other men that like seeing man parts.
Yeah, like seeing men. Yeah,
In general,
right.
the women that I mostly know,
They don't want a
they're
junk
not
shot.
really like, I want to see this guy's dick.
No.
Unless they really, really want to see that guy's dick, and they're not going to go see it at the fucking beach.
No.
They're already seeing the
They're
fucking
gonna go
guy's
see,
dick.
if
Will
they're-
have
if they're
the
a
power
woman
to
and they
do
wanna
so.
see it,
Yeah, they want to see like who's that dude that's
good
on
choices in their fucking women.
Channing Tatum.
Right.
They'll go see that shit, but they don't want to see this dude. They don't want to see anybody here in a fucking ball sling.
I don't want to see myself in a ball sling.
An actor.
He's an actor that all the women like. He's in
All the
30
women, all the women.
Shades of Grey.
Magic Mike.
Some women with taste like him.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I'm talking about?
For that one.
Yeah, the
Tragic.
thing. Yeah.
Tragic Pike.
There's also
Yeah.
21 Jump Street.
Yeah! There you
He
go.
was also in This Is the End, and that I think was the best role.
That's
that he
the only
did.
thing he did that was worth
yeah.
anything.
Absolutely.
We watched This Is the End the other night, and upon watching it the second time, it wasn't that funny.
No,
Because
the
you know
first
everything
time, you have
that's
to remember,
coming.
though, the first time we watched it, we were heavily intoxicated.
We were heavily intoxicated.
That
the only
movie's
time you-
really fucking funny the first time. you watch it.
Yeah. Michael Cera killed it in that movie,
He's
dude.
amazing in that.
Yeah.
'Cause he goes way against type.
I think Hermione stole the show. Just throwing that out there. Her
Because
little-
you have a hard on for her.
I was just gonna say the same.
Yeah.
No, but
She's
just-
okay.
just
but you
seeing
didn't-
her- just seeing
no,
her
that's
swing
Michael
upon her
Cera
neck
steals
and
that fucking movie.
Yeah,
like,
Michael
hands
Cera
down.
was, yeah.
Who?
Hands down, hands
Oh, that's
down.
right.
Michael
the first
Cera.
That was right.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
beginning
that's what I
of-
just said, yeah.
He was,
Yeah, Michael Cera's fucking
was great.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but he was
Absolutely.
gone too quick, man.
No, I think he was gone just fast enough because if he kept that, if they kept
You-
that
it won't-
character,
it would
going
stop
throughout the
being
whole movie-
funny.
Hold
Yeah.
on. What if Danny McBride and Michael Cera switched roles? Which are similar roles because they're both debaucherous.
Maybe they just like
drug-taking-
different things on their bread.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
That sounded
Like,
sexy.
Take this roll, I will take this one. There's
Right.
butter.
I'll take
Yours
the
has
Kaiser rolls.
cheese.
You can have the
Austin, we've switched roles. Let's do this.
We switched roles.
and then the movie continued on.
Cunt.
But would you? But
Button?
But
That's a fucking episode of the Twilight Zone where they press a button.
But
and
if
shit
Michael
happens.
Cera had continued in that role instead, would you have thought it was funnier?
no, I
don't
liked it the
remember
way
the
it was.
movie. It was
It was
well over a
perfect.
year ago.
I thought it was a
heavily
good
intoxicated.
cameo by
It was a
Michael
laugh
Cera.
riot.
Yeah, it was
You guys
Captain,
do know
my
that.
captain.
Speaking of this group and this team, this type of comedy, Hot Tub Time Machine 2 is currently in development.
Yes, it
I don't know how
Yeah,
excited
see,
I
I'm
am about it.
excited about
I
that.
saw the previews for it. John Cusack's not in it.
What?
Oh,
What? What?
Never mind. I just
Hold on,
looked
I
up
just-
that.
I just-
Wait, it's
Back
Rob
to
What could it be
Corddry.
about, though, the second
Yeah.
one?
Who?
Okay,
What
well
could it
then there's
possibly
hope.
be about?
There's hope.
They go
Could be
to
about Cincinnati.
they go into the future.
Rob Corddry
Oh,
goes
okay.
back to the place and fucks with time again.
No, they go to the future.
Oh, they go to the future.
Future
then.
this time.
Yeah. And it's got
After the guy already has like
I don't
$1
remember the name of the
million
actor, but it's another actor that I think is really
Google.
funny. He's in it.
I'm gonna guess
But-
someone's gonna wind up fucking their daughter in the future. That's gonna be a plot line because
right.
like, oh, that girl's hot, let's bet, and then he
David
fucks her and it's
Spade
his daughter.
And it's probably going to be on the beach, and he's probably going to complain to the cops when they come tell him to stop it.
Yeah. Hey, who the hell are you? I got my ball sling on.
All right.
Who
It's
am I
covering
bothering?
up this
Ball
hip.
flick.
Yeah, it's covering up this hip and my whole entire balls.
Hey, I didn't know. I didn't know.
I didn't know I couldn't
I
do
didn't
that.
know.
I didn't know I couldn't do
I
that.
didn't know I could do that.
I swear, I didn't know. I still don't know right now.
I misinterpreted the rules. What is that from? Why do I know that?
South Park.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
It's what all white people say when they get caught cheating.
Yeah, I misinterpreted the rules. So,
That's with Frosty Bun.
Should I move on to the next thing?
Move on. Keep it on.
Okay, so California couple
Oh my god.
Oh, California. It's like Florida.
What's up with
but further west.
Californication over here, motherfucker?
both jailed for neglecting their children because they wanted to play World of Warcraft.
That's
Now
fair.
they said that they found feces. Both children had rotting black teeth. They were malnourished. The place was full of fucking garbage.
That's every Warcraft player ever. Sorry.
You know the South Park episode where
I'm
we head to the side?
I might be ruling with
that was
police on
great.
this side.
That was fan-fucking-tastic. Now describe the children.
Oh, wow.
Dead.
Oh.
Still attached to her.
Still attached.
They didn't bother cutting the cord.
Yeah,
yet.
they're just dangling from
Two
off.
cords. Oh, what was that?
Somebody
Oh, Jim Carrey. SNL.
Do it.
It's like the tubes in the
Boom.
soda machines you
All
have
right,
to
let's
clean
hear
because
it.
it gets
All right.
gunked up with the soda syrup.
Well, there was a story in Asia years ago about this guy that was playing a World of Warcraft type game, and he was in one of those internet bars, and he played it for so long he didn't eat or drink anything, and he died while he was playing it.
I remember that.
And
He
he
died.
And he was wearing diapers, so he didn't have to go to the bathroom.
He died, and what's really bad about that story was it wasn't the fact that he died; it's the fact that he died and his body wasn't discovered for like a full 24 hours.
What?
Yeah,
Because they were so used to
they were
seeing him
just
sitting there.
No one
He
bothered
literally,
him.
he just kind of.
He was
And
dead
then when
for hours.
rigor mortis set in, and he just sat there with fucking, and
He
people
died
just thought
and
maybe
then
it was
he had to
paused.
restart at the graveyard.
That's what happened. His last
I wish you
last
had
scene was
alcohol.
obviously in like Australia.
That's where
or
it's a
something.
clean no matter what.
Oh,
that was
shit.
fantastic.
Holy
That was glorious.
shit.
Always with the zingers, this one.
He probably died, and then his
Always.
rigor mortis went on to have the game of his life.
Like, oh.
He is one
Or
bad-
I'm sorry, I'm a console player.
But kids, they don't have good gameplay. That's a mixed signal, Rob. Fuck kids or don't.
Yeah, you really
I can't
gotta
tell which one
clarify.
you're talking about.
You really gotta clarify on that, man.
We're gonna need a ruling.
Please elaborate, but not graphically.
Incest.
Underage incest.
All right, so back to
Is there
the
a right
story.
age?
So
Is there really a right age for
I
incest?
didn't say there was a wrong age. I just
there's
said there was
no
an
right
underage.
age for
There's
that.
no overage. That was. Is there overage or overage?
There's an overage.
So
Oh, there was only the tender
It's like
moment of
you're
life
too
when it
old
comes
for
to you.
incest now. It's okay at that point.
Well, yeah, according to some states, it's okay.
I always say
55 and up?
Oh,
There you go. It's like a retirement village. Only you can bang your cousin.
Ah, the
you know what? If you have Alzheimer's,
there's somebody new in the chat room. What's it, Sarah? What's that
And
person's
Jigsaw.
name?
Oh, Joker! I know who that is.
NJ Joker.
Sorry, I'm late. It's okay.
Oh, nice.
You're here, buddy. No
It's all
worries.
good.
It's not
Mine hat.
I'm gonna call him Justine for now.
Ooh.
Justine TV.
Names are evil.
You are Justine Time.
Oh.
We're
So
still
what the
going.
hell, man? Parents with children, rotting black teeth. What?
Oh my God! Parents with children sounds
Warcraft.
insane.
Warcraft,
Who
right?
would do such a thing?
Right?
Well, here's the deal.
Dude, it's not that uncommon. People die of Warcraft all the time. Oh, in game and out of game.
And more importantly,
Every game.
they die inside every time.
Wolf Dancer says I'm my own grandpa.
Well done. Well done indeed.
Dude, it takes a lot to give birth to somebody who gives birth to you, and it being yourself.
Is that like?
Yeah.
Isn't that like fucking? Don't drink your juice in the hood.
Oh, don't
Don't drink
Don't
your
be a menace.
Don't be a menace while drinking your
Drinking your
juice.
Don't be
juice
a
in
man
the
in
hood.
society while drinking your juice in the hood.
Where
That's
the
it.
Fucking
father
your
is
mother
older
in
than
time.
the son or
And
whatever.
fucking your mother in time, yeah. What do you mean in time?
Time fucking.
Yes.
Like travel?
Wow.
Okay, so, hello, I'm the one who
You're gonna
posted
kill
the
them, you
fucking
might as well
time
rape them
travel
first.
Hello.
classified ad.
Come on, what page are you guys on? Obviously, I've read this
There's
chapter.
a lot of
Moving
shit
right
going
along.
on.
And it just skips straight ahead to
We-
the time fucking.
The fucking
Yeah, goddamn
comments.
right I did.
The comments
I wanna
are
go
a
to-
cast upon itself. It's another thing. It's
Oh,
like-
dude, the chat culture and also talk.
I love how you had a Porky Pig moment with a burp.
I
I was like, oh, the comment, the pork. It's like,
That
come on,
porky little
change.
fucker ain't got shit on me. That's off.
What were you saying now? You're saying words.
Oh my God. All right, I'm a huge gamer. Not just like huge in the pants or huge in the gut. I'm obviously not as big as this man, but I play lots of video games. I will never get fucking lost in a game enough to go bypass.
Go rogue, yeah.
Like fucking life, my job, bodily functions, writing music, jerking off.
Yeah.
Children.
I like how you said not having sex.
As annoying as this.
I choose not to have sex more times than not. I'm not even joking. It's less complicated.
There seems to be this annoying sort of weird back and forth between Warcraft players and EVE players. But there's one thing I have to say about EVE players. You will never hear about one EVE player ever dying while playing EVE, shitting themselves and being malnourished.
That's because it takes 4 days for a fucking ship to dock to a fucking bigger ship. You can fucking have a barbecue and set up the crock pot and take a shit.
Let's bring this to regular life without computers, all right?
All right.
Has anyone ever died playing Settlers of Catan?
Or Super Mario Brothers 2?
And those games go on for fucking ever.
4 days at
You
least.
can have like a marathon Settlers of Catan, and everyone's like, drinking, eat, while they're fucking playing it.
Yeah.
So why the fuck can't you do that while you're playing a goddamn fucking game? Take care of your biological function.
Because some people's fucking attention span is the equivalent of a fucking gnat that smoked too much crack.
Then so be it, because we're culling the herd of bad genes, and if they die, it's bettering the rest of us.
Exactly.
It's not just
Thin out
that.
the herd.
It's like the dark side.
They cannot procreate further. It's like a real solution via video games.
I really think it's like the dark side of like you know, like there are people who have
Warcraft
like.
is the dark side of humanity.
Well, no, but like the concept of like.
Second life, that's where they all
And I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it because I think it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like knock these people or anything like that. But like, you know, like the fucking like cosplaying and like Renaissance stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's like the dark side of that. You know what I mean? Like that's how
There's
I
no turkey legs involved in WoW.
It's because no, but they go outside at least. You know what I mean? Like they live. They fucking go outside. They build entire villages.
This is
to
true.
fucking look like medieval times.
They do.
And they fucking sell that shit and they go for it. They do that shit. That's one thing. But when you take that mindset and use it to lock yourself into your computer and that's all you do, like that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible. That tells me like, you really don't like.
At the very least, spend 3 hours on a video podcast with your friends if you're going to be spending that much time.
Damn right.
Hey, we're yelling at each other face to face at least.
Right.
No, I don't mean like I'm not talking about people who do it and like, you know, get up and go to work or whatever, or then do
No,
put
these
it down
people obviously
and do
aren't
other
doing
things.
that.
I'm talking about people who play a fucking game enough that
Hey,
it
look.
actually becomes detrimental to their fucking
I want to know
health.
where the fuck these
You know,
people are living. That they don't have to pay the rent long enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you played a game so
another-
long, your
Kids
game on
just
healthy,
rotting in the
like,
closet.
It's another problem.
you know?
Of what?
It's another problem of privilege.
Hold on. I want to come back to privilege. What were you going to say? You have all kinds of disagreements and stuff. Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying that, like, it's not always an isolationist situation. Not entirely.
No, not always.
I mean,
Isolationist in the face?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what she
I didn't see that one coming.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
That's
Neither
also what
did
she
she.
said.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Indeed.
But there's like a weird thing that happened. Like, dude, I've known some people that I could see dying that way.
But would you
Dude, that
be
actually took me a
Here's
minute.
the
I was
important
like,
question is, would you be upset?
Jesus. She's actually telling the truth.
I would
Are we
be
supposed
too
to hold that?
What?
unsurprised to be upset.
See, that's not good. Like, that's not.
That is so fucking tragic and so
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's sadder than the fact that these people would die is the fact that someone would be surprised about it.
I'm upset. I'm upset for the ones that could happen to.
Like, you have not ever met them. You work at a fucking comic book store, bro. Like, dude, we both know the people we're talking about. Like, we both referenced 4chan in the same 5 minutes. Like, I assure you, we both know who we mean.
The difference is I've never actually been on 4chan.
You're just throwing dishes into the wind.
We still know what we mean. It doesn't matter.
I think we know precisely what we need. We say it's a spadoinkle day.
Oh, fucking Cannibal the Musical.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cannibal the Music, she hasn't seen it yet.
What?
And she's and dude,
it's ridiculous.
She's a Trey Parker fan beyond belief,
How
too.
has this not happened yet?
Not yet.
Well, it's just because I really avoid musicals.
Listen,
this is different,
you're not gonna
right,
find-
Renee?
I fucking hate musicals with a passion.
That's why I never bothered.
Different.
It's totally okay.
Totally different.
From
President dying by playing World of Warcraft is a bug blood cancer now.
I actually think that could be true.
Well, what is it about World of Warcraft that makes you play so long?
It's very simple.
Which
It's
mic is
not
mine?
real
This one or
life.
that one?
There, whatever,
People
just
are-
yell into one.
Some people are just
trying
so.
to get this one closer to you.
Some people
Well,
are
you're
just
not
so
doing a good
miserable
job.
with
You need to
what their
introduce it
normal
to her
day-to-day
first.
escape. It's an escape, and after a while they realize, oh, you know what? The
trying to
people in
pick you
this
up in
game are
between
cooler
moments.
to
Hi,
me,
this is
and I
for
have
Dead
more
Peasant. This is
friends
going out
here.
to Dead
I'm more
Peasant.
badass
Speaking.
than I am out there, so I should
We need to get her an SMB7 or 37.
And unfortunately, apparently, some of them have made children
And got
happen,
this microphone.
and they still don't want to
That's not
leave.
true.
Children happening is the
what
worst
happened with
idea
the
ever.
children then?
The children got taken into,
The boxy wars are
Oh,
over.
Dude,
Dude,
hopefully they don't put them down, you know. I mean,
the fact that
They
it
only
took
carry
me,
on the shitty genetics forward.
Dead Peasant, the fact that it took me a couple minutes to even remember Boxy makes me feel better about myself. Please, I hope that war ended a long, long time ago.
Boxy?
Don't fuck my
Boxy
baby.
what? What are you talking about, Boxy? There are two
The
internet.
baby.
Dude,
The fact
this is
that
going down
phrase even
and
has
down.
to exist is the most terrifying thing in the
Oh
world.
my God.
Don't fuck the baby.
Don't fuck
I
the baby.
the complaints
Fuck
about
the
not
baby.
wanting microphones on everyone, and now I'm going.
That's my baby right
Now
there.
you're all
Hey, see my baby over there? Do you think it's sexy? If you do, you need to leave.
This is a crazy show tonight,
You're a
everybody.
crazy show tonight.
Click it,
It's
everybody.
usually a crazy show.
No, this is a good time tonight. Renee,
Talking
dude.
about not fucking babies, but it's okay to fuck your sister if you didn't
Thank
know.
you for being
That's
here.
the problem.
Wait,
We're talking about not
no,
fucking.
no, no,
babies.
no, no.
That means
Wait,
at some point
If
we're
it's your
talking about
baby
fucking
sister, you're good though.
As long as
There's always a loophole.
As long as you didn't, and a poop hole.
No,
As long as you didn't know it was your baby sister.
Yeah, if you didn't know it was your baby sister,
You just
you
thought
could
it was a
fuck that
baby.
sister. As long as the baby didn't know that you knew that you weren't sure what the baby was related to. If it was, you know,
Okay, I got
being
two
fucked
things.
by you.
I got two new things I want to bring up.
Oh.
First,
Okay.
please let.
Should
not
we
any
do
of
a
them
quick
get-
recap?
No
Huh?
more.
Number
no more.
one, it's okay to fuck your brother or sister, except if you're gonna have kids. Two, Andrew likes to finger his asshole. Three, we want to go back and rewind a little and just really point out that Andrew loves to finger his asshole.
Actually, I hate that I have to finger my asshole to massage my prostate, but I realize sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah, you weren't actually in the room when that part of the discussion came
No,
up.
nobody was in.
Where
the room
was
at that
I?
point.
I don't think I know
Somewhere
what's
else,
going on.
luckily for yourself.
Jesus Christ.
No,
But it's
thank
okay.
you.
It's out there now.
I love how there were no cameras rolling and nothing happening when Andrew told this story, but Sarah included.
So hold on. So Andrew sat here in the silent room.
Private conversations.
No fingers were harmed during the stimulation of Andrew's asshole.
Except maybe Andrew's finger, which doesn't
No,
count.
because he was here, because I said that's how he became Broken Andrew, and you laughed.
Oh, is that?
Wait. First of all, I think that was during the break. So we were.
Yeah, no, it was
That
good.
was-
Bringing it up.
It absolutely was. She's just bringing it up now because it's not during the
That was
break.
when we
That's
had
a
some chicken
conversation that
wings.
should have been had on the
doesn't
show.
know what's going in your ass, then what's the point of knowing?
By the way, your cousin Rose just said whoop whoop, and the timing is so fucking good.
Dun, 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 dun,
Hey,
dun, 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 dun.
everybody in the chat room, everybody, all the new fucking viewers, thank you for
Yes,
being
thank
here.
you, everybody.
Subscribe
If
to
you
this
know she's
fucking
your sister,
YouTube
then
channel.
Only blowjobs are acceptable.
Oh man.
Renee, Awesome Talk is live here every 2 weeks. You've been on this show twice. What do you think? To people who are new to the show, what would you say?
I would say this is a fantastic new way to fucking do things. It's obviously working better than anything that has worked in the past. Justin TV should have been just in case, and you should have been using fucking YouTube from the beginning.
get-go,
If you would have
yeah,
known,
so.
Here we are, yeah.
But hey, hindsight is 2020, and so is.
We wouldn't have been able to live stream last year on YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
go.
that's true. They changed the rules recently, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do this. If I would have known you could do this, I still wouldn't have done it because I don't have internet access at home. But I would have at least known that I couldn't do it.
And you would have
Yeah.
picked yourself for it properly.
And I would have.
And you
fucked
would have felt
myself for it.
worse about yourself over it.
Oh, ovaries and everything that I
Fuck
don't
those
have.
ovaries, right in the mouth.
You can.
So I got two more subjects to bring up.
Bring them.
Actually,
up
I have more than that, but I have two I'm debating against because I have a feeling you.
Is it master?
I have a feeling.
Prefacing.
I have a feeling you guys
Get to
will
the
rip.
meat.
Shut
these
the fuck up
apart.
and just say it.
Okay, number one. I'm
prefacing
gonna give you.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna give you the two.
Just shut up and give it to
Stop
us.
prefacing.
We can either talk
Give it
about.
to me, you whore bitch.
We can tell you about Kim Kardashian
No.
No.
or Batman.
Batman.
Absolutely
Wins
Batman.
every time.
Batman.
Okay.
I could, unless it's
I have
Batman
so many-
killing or kick fucking Kim Kardashian, I don't ever want to hear her name again.
Get ready.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck is Batman. What do you think?
I'm down.
I'm totally down.
I'm down.
Why? Why are you
100%
down? Why are you down?
Oh,
'Cause I'm down
good.
too. I agree with
All
that.
right,
shit.
let me-
Big
let me-
one.
Wait, no. Let the guy that works in the comic book shop.
We're gonna go around the room.
I'm
Everybody
gonna
go.
go on the record as when everyone was bitching, I said, wait.
Yep.
I
Right.
said, wait.
Well, people are saying that about Star Wars too.
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Fucking wait. No.
Don't pass
All
judgment on shit
well,
you got nothing
we've
to pass judgment
apparently
on.
we've got a
I
few
don't
things
know.
to talk about. All right, when it comes to Batman, all right, the problem with Batman has almost never been who's playing it, who's writing and directing it.
Exactly.
All right.
Thank you.
Now everyone was jerking off to Chris Nolan's films of Batman. I like the first one.
wasn't. I was not at all.
I like the first one. I did not like the second or third.
Okay.
And everyone's like, the second one's the best one.
God,
I'm like,
I'm so
if you
happy someone
Wait. Which one's it? I lost count. Which
The
one?
Dark Knight is the
Second
second
one's
one.
with Heath Ledger.
Oh,
If you-
I love,
if you
I love
actually-
Heath Ledger as
And,
Joker.
Heath Ledger as the Joker was great.
Yeah, it's-
except
I
for
love
the-
that more than I love that
There were a
Batman.
couple of things that were things that
Say
I
it.
did not like. Number one, Heath Ledger as the Joker was great for Heath Ledger as the Joker,
Sure.
not for the Joker. Because the Joker in that movie was the most one-dimensional, need nothing to be their character that was just there to get plot points from A to B.
Well, he
didn't
sort
do
of
shit.
invented a whole
He-
new Joker.
Not really.
Not really.
He invented him acting as someone that we've already seen before.
Mark Hamill
Oh,
will always
no.
be the best.
Yeah, but you know what it was
He
about him?
very psychotic, so he was like that in the the movie.
Well,
Here's
yeah,
the
but
deal.
that's what
The
I
best-
felt like
the best
when
two
I
that-
watched Heath Ledger as Joker. To me, like he was believably psychotic in that fucking movie,
Right,
and that's what made him
he
stand
was,
out.
He was
I mean,
mimicking a real person. He was not
very
acting-
well though. Like this was beyond acting.
Yes,
like,
but
it
he was mimicking an actual celebrity.
People argue that that's what killed him.
He was mimicking a celebrity that exists from an interview that he saw from where he
What's
lived.
I don't know any of the story. I don't know
All
any
right,
of that.
so he basically
That's
saw
new. I mean, you're
he saw an interview with Tom Waits when Tom Waits was young.
Tom Waits is the bomb, by the
Right.
way.
So he saw one interview with Tom Waits in Australia.
Sure.
And if you watch that interview, he based the entire fucking persona off of that interview.
Was Waits on drugs
The
in this interview?
mannerisms and everything. No, Tom Waits
Waits
is
is just fucking awesome.
Well, I know he's insane and he's
but he's
awesome.
quirky and
Heath
he's
Ledger is
affable.
Tom
But what about that
He's
interview?
affable.
What about that interview specifically?
When you have the time, watch it.
So it's Tom Waits in Australia.
In Australia. He went to
Okay.
Australia for an interview, which is obviously where fucking Heath Ledger is from. So
Yeah.
he saw this and just grabbed from it and used that for his character. I'm not knocking Heath Ledger in any way for his performance. To even be able to mimic another person is a talent unto itself.
What about Christian Bale in that movie?
Christian Bale in The Dark Knight, fucking just not my thing.
Oh, thank
I-
Christ!
I-
Finally, I'm not the only one.
I like. Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
This feels good.
I like him. I like him a lot in Batman Begins
Feels good.
because he embodies Bruce Wayne perfectly,
Right.
and then it's different when he's Batman.
Yeah.
By the time The Dark Knight rolls around, he's almost the same as Bruce Wayne and as Batman. The
Yeah.
vision is barely there. He
Sure.
doesn't have much to work with, and then he starts doing the gruff voice shit, which is fucking comic and laughable unto itself. Then, halfway through the film, fucking Batman decides, I'm gonna fucking quit being Batman because my girl and my friend died. He became Batman because his parents died, which are a little
Which
fucking
is
higher.
higher, yeah,
There's some
sure.
girl he just started
that
seeing.
wasn't it, though. No,
hold on.
no, he
I
decided-
need to give Gotham the white knight.
Hold on. Let him finish and then you go.
No.
Hold on. Let him finish.
If
and you
anything,
go.
he
Let
should
me piss while you do that.
should have quit being Bruce Wayne and
Here,
been
man.
Batman full fucking
My
time.
bathroom.
Because he's an obsessive, psychotic motherfucker, and not quit being fucking, Batman. That makes no fucking
That's
sense.
not really that true, though. That's not accurate. 100% for the movie, because in the movie he was going to quit being Batman because he believed that doing so would give him a chance to be with the woman that he loved. He wanted a normal life. He wanted to turn
But
power
she
over.
died!
No, I know,
That's
no. That's no, but
That's
the time
romantic.
frame. It's the time frame. He didn't. Well, he was going to quit being Batman because he believed he could be with the girl, and he was like, dude, we did it. We cleaned the streets up, and now we got the right politician.
The
who's gonna
streets don't
keep-
stay clean.
No, but that's
Yeah.
exactly. No, that's the whole point. But that's what happened in the
No,
movie, and that's
first of all,
the truth. Once they died, he went right back to being Batman. He tried to avenge them and shit, and then he was like, "Oh, we can't let the Harvey Dent thing die."
Do you know what Batman
It's
sees?
our best hope.
Do you know what Batman sees whenever he looks at something? Do you think he sees that thing?
What?
You know what he sees?
What?
He sees pearls falling.
Yeah.
All the time.
No, I know.
Everywhere he looks, he just sees pearls fall. And it's not even porn.
I know.
Someone jerking off.
But for
it's
the movie,
pearls.
that's what they went
In
for.
his fucking mind, his mom and dad
It's
are
his mom.
dying.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking dying all the fucking time. He is obsessed.
He sounds
with
like a
him,
mental
and he's
patient,
he's
bro.
a fucking
He
maniac. Batman's a fucking maniac.
Is that the guy you want protecting your city?
You don't want anyone
Yes.
protecting your fucking city. You need someone protecting your city. There's a fucking difference. And Batman's
And you don't
the
get to
fucking guy.
choose.
You don't get to choose.
Yeah.
I choose Mysterion.
Mysterion.
Did he stop being Batman because he was afraid?
But
Are you
he
talking
stopped
Mr.
being
Neon?
Batman because he thought that the fucking Gotham needed a White Knight to believe in. And let's not fucking rub this douchebag's name
The
in the
White
dirt.
Knight's the Black Knight.
Yeah, and let's not rub his name through the fucking dirt. Let me fucking be the guy to step back so everyone thinks I'm the bad guy and everyone thinks that Harvey Dent, who's now fucking dead, is the White Knight and champion of Gotham.
Well, yeah, he'll be a
Which is
martyr.
fucking
They were trying to make a
stupid
martyr.
Because the guy's gone. What the fuck difference
No,
can
but
it
that was the
fucking make?
point. They were trying to make
Because
him a
we all
martyr.
know the lasting impression that Gandhi left when everyone goes out killing you fucking each other
Yeah.
throughout the rest of the United States and India and every other fucking country that's giving a shit
No, but that's
that a
the-
peace object is fucking dead for so many
But that's
fucking
what I
years.
like about it. It didn't work. In the grand scheme of things, it didn't work.
Yes,
it was a
and
tragic
Batman-
mistake.
Batman the Gandhi.
No, yes, we did.
Yes.
Okay.
Goddamn
Now
right.
let's move on to the fucking third film,
I'll
where
do it again.
where a man with a broken back heals faster than a man with some grubby knees.
Oh, we don't know about the time lapse.
He's just
We
His
don't know about the
fucking
time lapse.
knees took 8 years to heal, but his back took about a fucking month. Are you fucking kidding
And they
me?
could climb out of a tunnel.
Are you fucking kidding? I don't know what to do, but my knees, they hurt. I can't do nothing. Oh, my back, oh, fuck it. I'll just do some sit-ups and we're good. Fuck you! And the whole movie was a waste of fucking 3 hours, it seemed. It went on for fucking ever.
Are we still talking about Batman?
No,
Yeah.
this is Dark Knight Rises now.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
was the fucking worst.
Yeah.
And then their fucking
Yes,
Power Ranger
what's the
fight
fucking-
outside the fucking court.
This is the one with Bane.
If you
Yeah,
watch,
I haven't seen this one.
watch the court scene.
But I have seen the Bane outtakes.
Watch the court scene, like they're outside the court, everyone's fighting with no sound. Watch it with no sound. It's the funniest thing you will ever see. Because not a punch lands. Everyone's going like this, and it's perpetual. They're just going like this, like they're fucking just like,
Okay, hold on a second.
let's go.
Oh, wait,
What?
real quick. Can we go back to the original question, which is your opinion on Ben Affleck? Because
I got no problems with Ben Affleck's fucking
down.
black Batman.
Black man.
Black man.
Did you just call Ben Affleck a black man?
I have two opinions.
I'll allow it.
Do I what?
One of them is that I can't stand Superman movies. Really.
Yeah, I got a
almost
problem. Yeah, too. Me
Yeah.
too.
But if Ben Affleck can pull off the sarcastic sort of rivalry between Batman and Superman that exists when they come together, then I'm
Yeah.
all for it. Because,
Yeah.
like, Batman has no real superpowers. And whenever he's grouped up with Superman, Batman's just in the background being a dick and kind of just making fun of Superman.
Yeah.
And, like, because that's, like, all he can really do at that point. And
Well,
it's
Superman's
just,
a
if he
goody
did-
two-shoes.
If he pulls off being, like, the sarcastic, shitty, I kinda hate Superman Batman,
Well,
then
you-
I'm down for Affleck.
I don't know if they'll be able to pull that off because you know it's going to be more PG'd up because it's going to be a kid-friendly movie.
Well, no,
you
but
know?
that's a bummer, too.
Here's the other thing.
Well, not
With
totally kid-friendly,
Batman
though.
is so fucking insane that he's incredibly paranoid. that He's cataloged the
has-
weaknesses and everything about
He
every
has-
fucking hero.
Paranoid
in the
or
universe.
genius?
Dude, he has
Oh, yeah.
kryptonite.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
tells Superman, he's just like, oh, just so you know,
I got your death
He,
bill.
not only that, he has
Dude, that's why Batman's the shit.
He
That's
has-
why he's my favorite.
He has a yellow
My
lantern
favorite,
ring
period.
in case Green Lantern steps out of fucking line.
Yeah, dude.
The yellow lantern ring
that,
like
man.
flies to the next fucking person who deserves it apparently, and he somehow manages to fucking have one.
Batman
Does he-
is-
Batman
he's fucking
understands that all
Bruce
these
Wayne.
other
Batman
people
is
are
right.
fucking nuts, and he's like, I gotta keep these fucking assholes under control
It's
somehow.
exact because Batman has the greatest superpower of all:
Blackmail.
intelligence.
That's not a superpower. That's
Intelligence.
fucking common sense.
Yeah, but he's always outwitting superheroes.
The dark
Apparently
Knight
it's not.
Well,
Apparently,
everyone
it's
else-
not common sense in that
Oh,
world.
no, man.
Batman is smarter than
First of all,
everybody. He's always 10 steps ahead. It's not common sense in the fucking DC universe because everybody's dumber than Batman.
I think that was done on purpose. That was the quote of the night so far. Now, my opinion once again goes to Ben Affleck as Batman.
Okay, no problems there
Okay,
because
No, I don't care about your answer. You've been answering.
no,
for
hold on,
half
hold on, hold on.
Motherfucker.
So what?
So he still got. He still has
Don't
to
ask
do
the
the Ben
comic guy to
Affleck
talk
answer.
about
I'm still waiting.
So what?
You get 3 seconds.
Ben Affleck has proven himself not only as an actor but a fucking director since the time that he was fucking
Departed
Daredevil.
was sweet.
And Daredevil was made by Mark Steven Johnson, who's yet to make a fucking good anything. He probably hasn't shit in a bowl in quite a well way to the point where like that was a good shit. I don't think he ever complimented his own shit at that point
No.
because that's how fucking bad of anything he's ever
He's
fucking
let
produced.
down by himself by waking up
Yes,
in the
Well,
he
morning.
doesn't even jerk
that's what
off
everyone's
because he's
comparing
disappointed in his own fucking
Wait,
hands.
what?
That's what everyone's comparing Daredevil to, or the new Batman
it's-
to
Yeah.
No,
Daredevil.
no,
This is
because
just-
I
Daredevil
liked him
was
as
very-
I like.
No.
Well, I like the Daredevil
He did a
soundtrack.
No,
good job
what
as
I-
Daredevil.
What I look at
He
when I
did.
start to pass judgment on Ben Affleck as Batman, I don't fucking look at Daredevil. I look at The Town. You watch that movie?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
town
he
was
is
sweet.
fucking
Yeah.
hardcore.
He's
Oh,
fucking
yeah, it's
dark,
good.
right?
He is pissed
He can
off.
do it,
He still
yeah.
has a passion.
He's
behind
got the fucking. That's actually, I go so far as to say that if Ben Affleck doesn't pull it off, the director should be fucking drugged through the streets.
Right, right,
Because
right.
Ben Affleck
Right.
has pretty much shown enough range to do pretty much
Here's-
fucking
This
anything.
is a
at
call to
point.
Ben Affleck to appear on this show.
Goddamn right, Ben Affleck.
If
Hashtag Ben Affleck on Awesome Talk.
And
Spread it everywhere.
Hashtag Ben Awesome.
Here's the thing: the potential for the movie to suck and Batman still be good in it is there.
Wait,
Yes.
who's playing Superman?
Same guy, Henry
Yeah,
Cavill.
You know what's so funny? No one gives a fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the one
Because
before
I
that
think
was
a lot
so
of
hard.
people
No,
know
yeah.
there's a Batman Superman movie, but people are also sort of calling this the Batman movie, and I think a lot of people think
Yeah.
there's 2 movies coming out.
Well,
Oh,
those
weird.
people are dumb.
They have a lot of plans
that's-
for a lot
that's
of different
stupid.
fucking films, but this is really pre-Justice League.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
the
They're-
prequel
they're-
of Justice
they're
League.
lining this
More
up
than
for
it's
that.
not
Yeah,
even a
they're
Superman
lining it up.
movie. It's not a Batman movie. It's
Let me be
a
honest with you, Renee.
It's
Yeah,
a trailer.
I wish I could
It's the
get
same thing
into
they
the
did with the
comic book
Avengers.
world. I've tried, but I feel like I'm one of those people who. You posted something on Facebook recently where somebody came in and said they wanted to get into comics and didn't know where to start. You gave them a comic and they were like, huh. I've always wanted to get into
I thought
comics.
The Dark Tower
I used to
series
read
Yeah,
was
because I love Dark Tower.
Right.
So, but I've wanted to get into comics for years, and I feel like I'm so far behind at this point.
Doesn't
There's
matter.
no point in
Hold
me
on, hold on,
fucking
hold on.
trying.
First of
No,
all,
that's
there's a difference
never
between comics and superheroes.
Yes.
Superheroes are one thing.
Well, I'd
comics
love
are
to know
everything.
more about like
People
the history
make
of you
comics
guys.
about
know.
anything,
but
dude.
here's the
Like,
thing.
like, they're
You
comics
don't.
about
There,
anything.
I have guys who buy a comic every fucking week in the store, maybe 5
Yeah.
or 10 or graphic novels. They don't touch superheroes at all because of that. It's
Yeah.
daunting. To try to give a shit about the
Yeah.
history of something that's been around for 75 years
Yeah.
and know that it has a
It's
shared
no one
history
here-
and
it's
It's
history.
not about comics. It's about
It's about everything else.
DC.
But I want to
it's
know all
about
of that.
Marvel.
Like, so
It's
how do I
about-
get started,
But
dude?
but you just have to find something that you like and just go with it, and
Yeah.
then it will come.
You'll get
I
there.
love Batman, dude.
That's it. But
I have a
everyone,
pair of
hold on,
fucking-
hold on.
Forget Batman comics.
And
Just
ours-
go buy them.
And
Just go
almost,
fucking buy
in
them.
almost every comic book store across the fucking world, Batman's the #1 seller, followed
Yeah.
by The Walking Dead.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I had no idea.
Batman sell if you sold
Batman.
dirty,
Batman
Really?
is the
if you
highest,
sold
like,
used
the best
toilet
grossing
paper,
fucking-
use toilet paper with the Batman logo on it, it would fucking sell because it's Batman.
Actually, you can get that on Amazon.
Everybody likes Batman. Even the Superman people still like Batman. Even the fucking everybody likes Batman.
Half the world doesn't know shit about Batman and loves Batman because it's fucking Batman.
Yep.
And if I say Batman one more time, I might fucking stab myself with a fucking screwdriver.
We all might stab you.
But I have a question. though. Batman and Superman, they're kind of like on different spectrums as part of. Batman's just a regular guy, and he has these gadget stuff. And then
he's not a regular guy.
Well, it's skills. He has skills.
Superman's
He's like the
probably the
alpha
strongest
fucking human.
superhero on fucking Earth. So how do they make a movie where they both work together?
Because
That's why I said
they're not
when
working
they're put-
together.
When they're
No,
put
it's called
together,
Batman
it's
versus
always a
Superman.
weird sarcastic.
Yeah.
So like, how does it work? How does this
Fucking
movie
insane.
work?
Because if you go by what they're showing so far, a lot of it is based off of The Dark Knight Returns, which Batman has a iron suit that's more than iron. It has all this shit that's to shield him
like the
from
bionic
Superman's
suit.
strength, and it also is partially, if I remember correctly, has kryptonite in it, or is powered sort of by kryptonite, sort of like metallo. So he has shit to guard himself a little bit.
Well, no, she put it best. The other night she said to me, she goes, he has kryptonite, so in case Superman ever goes fucking insane, somebody can take him down. And
Batman does not trust anybody. So Batman sees Superman and sees unlimited power and knows that unlimited power corrupts. So he makes plans.
Superman went fucking crazy.
So
nuts, right? But hold on. But why do you know that?
If Superman
Where does that come from?
Flips the lid. It's the end of the whole world.
Where does that come from? Where does that Superman goes crazy?
Where has that happened?
Did that happen in the comics?
It's happened in a couple. It's happened several times.
The one that sticks out to me as the best one is from the Batman series called The Batman that everyone hates, but they're crazy. Where at the end of it is like when the Batcave is just about to be destroyed, and it's just as he finally is done setting up like the fucking Justice League or whatever. And in the beginning, there's just a rivalry. He fucking can't stand Superman because he doesn't trust him at all. Superman's already lost his shit once.
But why did
Batman
Superman
doesn't
lose his
trust
shit?
him.
For what reason?
Why does Superman I don't
Because
know.
fuck people?
No, here's the thing.
No.
Because Superman is...
He goes evil sometimes.
Yeah.
He's not really even going evil.
Disassociated.
Superman has become a fixture for Americana. So he winds up being susceptible to the government. If the government says something to Superman like, do this, he's like, well, God willing countrymen, I was raised by Ma and Pa Kent in fucking Kansas. Let me go do this. So in the
He's
Dark
got
Knight...
like a Soldier Boy mentality.
Yeah, in the Dark Knight Returns...
Soldier Boy.
No, not Soldier Boy.
In the Dark Knight Returns...
He's rapping now.
Somebody respectable.
Fucking Christ.
You just have to punch your way through it, Rene.
Yeah.
And in the Dark Knight Returns, the president comes to him and says, you must stop these guys from doing this and blah, blah, blah. And Superman says, okay. So he winds up fucking basically ripping off Oliver Queen, a.k.a. Green Arrow's arm. So that he can't shoot arrows like he used to.
Jesus.
He goes and disables all these people in the ways that only Superman can because the government and the president basically just fucking told him to. He's beholden to it, So there's a lot of shit that the potential for Superman can be. Because everyone writes Superman a little differently.
Yeah.
But, what?
Got a message for Sarah there.
She hates it.
From the cartoon.
You're fucking Batman cartoon is the best shit ever. Fuck that.
See, he loves
Wait, is she talking about the cartoon with the Rasta Joker dreads?
The Batman. I'm not talking about Batman the animated series, which everyone wants to hump. I don't know.
I love Batman the
I'm talking
animated
about
series.
the Batman.
I gotta say, when you have Rastafari and Joker dreads, I'm kind of...
in front of you.
Alright.
We're just gonna try an experiment.
Experiment?
Yeah, we're doing... Hey, does everybody...
I've never even acknowledged the Brave and the Bold. I've never fucking...
Brave and the Bold
never
is
even
kind of just like...
She's saying Brave and the Bold is the one that she hated.
I thought the Batman...
Oh, Brave and the Bold's different. That's just kind of a comedy series.
See,
No, I'm talking about the Batman.
Besides the Batman animated TV series, my favorite Batman animated thing so far has been Under the Red Hood.
I was just gonna say Red Hood's my favorite movie.
Because it was of all the Batman movies, including live actions, Under the Red Hood gets it all right.
And also has one of the funniest scenes from any Batman anything ever. The part when he's about to shoot the dude from the building across the street and he has the laser pointer on like a rocket launcher. And he takes out like half the fucking building. It's one of my favorite scenes. It's like, dude, the second I saw that, I burst out laughing. fucking hard.
Okay.
Plus, you have Dean Winchester as the fucking voice.
Before-
Dude, that movie is so good.
Before we get to the final word, there's 2 more subjects I want to bring up.
So does anybody else? Ben Affleck is a thumbs up, right?
Everything.
I like
I'm
Affleck. I'm willing to give Affleck a
I
check.
like what he put.
All I wanted to say earlier was that Affleck and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was the funniest
he was
motherfucker in the whole
fucking
fucking
Just,
movie.
I'm going to thank everyone for
People-
not making a Phantoms fucking reference the whole fucking night. So
Phantom's like a motherfucker.
yeah, see, that's the fucking with the. I saw in every fucking YouTube comment or web comment. It was like Ben Affleck is Batman. Yeah, we used a bomb and yeah, you're so.
He was a bomb in
fucking
Phantoms,
Everyone, obvious fucking joke.
Okay.
No, but like he pointed out, you know what I mean? Like it's not just about like, dude, Ben Affleck is not who you got to worry about when it comes to remaking it, especially if it's a Batman Superman. But Ben Affleck is not the
He can pull it
furthest
off.
I think he can do it, yeah.
from what you have to
Especially
worry
the
about.
pictures of him.
Ben
in
Affleck,
costume.
yeah, oh,
Yeah,
dude,
badass,
dude,
dude.
badass.
Badass.
Fucking
like
car
Frank
the whole
Miller's
nine.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen from it has been impressive. The image is right. Everything looks good. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't have
all
any
we have to
fear
worry about is
Affleck.
we have to worry about the script
Yep,
and the direction.
exactly.
That's it.
That's it.
The APA.
Same as porn.
The
Exactly.
American Porn Administration.
I worry about the
The
cursive.
script.
the
and the
American
direction.
the American Psychiatric Association has declared selfitis as a thing.
Oh, selfies.
More than 10 selfies a day is now
Oh,
considered a
Lord.
mental disorder.
I do 10 selfies
And
a year.
it has a name, selfitis.
You saw the thing I posted the
That's
other
another
day.
thing for
Creative.
psychiatrists
What? You
to
remember what I
make
said
up.
about selfies?
Wait, what?
I just said another thing for a psychiatrist to make up another
Yeah.
term.
Another pill to
Whatever,
They also
fucking,
talk
whatever
about-
panel approved
they-
this diction needs to be disbarred.
They
They can
also
suck
talk
my
about-
dick shit.
on Facebook, they also talk about
They
people
better take a
that
selfie
are
while they're
addicted to
doing it, too.
sympathy on Facebook. They write things to get sympathy from everybody, and they
Sure.
want everyone to know their business. So
Well,
some
wait,
people
I
are
talked
addicted
to you about this.
Yep.
One of the things on Facebook I hate the most is when somebody writes some shit like, fuck, it happened again,
Yeah, right.
period. And then you have a million people beneath
Right.
it going, what happened? What's the matter? You
Yeah, they
okay?
just want
Hugs,
attention.
huggles,
It's
hugs.
like, that fucking sucks, but that's life. Dude.
Yes.
You are-
Oh, wait. Doubt. So Batman will be having dead hookers in his trailer on the Superman Batman set.
Fuck yeah, he will.
if he's anything like the legend.
Because he's playing the part right.
Dude, if it's Batman, he's dead inside already, so it doesn't matter if
Yep.
they're dead.
Don't matter.
So
People always
selfitis,
do that.
Renee.
Selfitis. All right, so selfies, as I said the other day, a true selfie is not when you take a picture of yourself. It's when you masturbate to a picture of yourself.
Ooh, weird.
That's a real selfie.
Jesus
When you put
Christ.
the letters IE at the end of it,
I don't
it's got
wanna
to be
look at
sexual in
me.
nature at some
Wow.
point.
Have you heard of a beer seat yet?
No.
There is a
You
Twitter
jerk off
account.
while you're looking at pictures of beer.
Well, no,
I'm
but that's
totally fine with that.
that's a
Actually,
good
I approve
idea.
of that.
That's a good idea.
Normal, right?
I did that like when I was in the bathroom before. It's
No.
normal. It's like
There's a Twitter account that started following Awesome Talk called Beer Seat. And what it is you take a picture of your beer. Okay, so the idea of a selfie is you take a picture of yourself and in the background some shit's going on. You'd be like, hey, look what I'm doing.
Usually it's
So-
nothing in the background.
Yeah, usually, but sometimes, but if people do it right, there's like some awesome
There's,
thing.
like, people
There's like
fucking on the
fire and
beach.
people
Hopefully-
fucking, grandma is there and people are fucking on
you know
the
what?
beach.
If that's the case, I did one successful selfie where I had 3 Mile Island behind me.
Yeah, and that was a good one. So this one
All
is,
the rest of them were awful.
That was the only one that I constitute as a selfie.
it's called a beer seat. You get a beer, you put it down, you take a picture of it, and in the background, it's like a selfie for your beer.
I've probably done that more
You
than I've
think
taken
people-
selfies.
I think
Don't we
people
call
do
that
with their
Instagram?
TV dinners.
Yeah, well,
Do you think
that's
people do
what I
that
call
with their
it.
TV dinners?
They're frozen TV dinner.
Oh, it's a TV seat.
TV dinner seat.
That's a Frozy. Which is also a picture of a person's afro.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Oh man.
What's the next topic?
My next topic. Oh, I know what I wanted to get to. I thought you guys would like this.
Don't think that.
There's an Evil Dead series coming in.
Yes!
Yes,
Yes!
sir.
Right! Yes!
Right?
Yes!
Yeah.
And Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell is.
Bruce, don't call me Ash Campbell. Campbell, finally the Messiah.
Right?
The chin returns.
So what do you think?
I'm excited. I don't even know what the fuck it's gonna be.
Who gives a shit?
All I know is this:
He could be
TV.
the janitor. I don't care.
TV plus Bruce Campbell always equals win.
Briscoe County Jr.?
It fucking great.
fuck
It
yeah,
failed,
man.
but it was great.
Yeah, but it was awesome,
Lloyd
right?
Bowler was the shit. He should have been Bishop.
That's right. Thanks for the donuts, Duncan. That's what I'm talking about.
And I don't care what anyone says. I enjoy the shit of Jack of all trades. No one watched it.
Never saw it, but I'll watch it now. I'll watch
Jack
it.
of all trades was fucking good.
I haven't even heard that.
I was impressed you knew what Briscoe County Jr. was.
Burn Notice. Burn Notice was
Burn
fucking
Notice.
fantastic.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was the unsung hero. The
He
Fall of
was.
X was
Fall of
great.
X was fantastic.
Fucking phenomenal.
What are we
Yes.
talking about now?
And
we're
don't
talking
forget
about
his
that there's an Evil Dead series.
He was-
he was Bruce Campbell's a part of it.
He was
Yeah, I heard.
Autolycus on fucking Hercules and Xena.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, Xena.
Well, I mean, dude, you like
Wonder
Xena.
Woman
I
as
do
Xena.
indeed.
Looking like Xena.
Yeah, that was.
Lucy
going back
Lawless
there.
is boobies.
How could
and
anybody
eyes.
have a problem with an Evil Dead series? I mean, it was a campy movie.
She don't like it.
It was a campy movie.
On purpose.
It
I'm
was
gonna
a
guess you
goofy,
feel like
on
the time
purpose
has passed.
campy movie to
No, I
make
just
money
feel
and
I've
be
never been to
awesome.
Evil Dead. I just
And now they'll have a series. It's the same.
You know what
thing.
it is? You know what it is?
Hold on,
All
hold
three
on.
Evil Dead. Go ahead. Right?
I just never got into it. I feel like it was something that became huge as a fad, and I feel like
Yeah.
half the people
Yeah.
that say they fucking love it
You need
actually
to taste
can
the
never
booze
sit
stick.
down and get from beginning to end and actually love the
See,
entire
I'll tell you what,
beginning to
I
end.
became
could.
obsessed with Evil Dead because of the second film.
Yes. Evil Dead too.
I used to
When
do,
his hand beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
No, the facial
I didn't know what the
expressions
fuck.
on
I
Evil
walked,
Dead.
facial
That was
expressions.
my
that sold it
cousins.
to me.
I walked into my cousin's house when I was a little kid. Right,
Is
I
this
must have been like
Chance
6.
Chervolini?
No, goddamn it, no. I'm Puerto Rican. I have more cousins than people have hair.
But they're
Was
all
this-
named Chance Chervolini.
Oh, fucking Chance. I wish he was here today.
All
fucking
3,000
great.
of them.
No, I.
By the way, Dead Peasant said Xena and Gabby. Yummy.
Oh, and they went there a few times. They went there more than once.
Weird ass ways.
Bro, I gotta watch
Those weird
Xena.
ass ways were what raised
need to
me
get
to
the
be the man
DVDs.
I am.
I had an
You just watch
ex-girlfriend
it
who
and go,
wound up
come on,
watching
Xena,
it.
much better than Gabby.
No, actually, most of the time it's
That's
come on,
what you
Xena, just
think.
slip a little tongue. Just a little bit.
Chancey G.
Wait, what?
Fucking Greg with Chancey G.
Electric uniform thing to say Chancey G on it.
I can make that happen.
That's exactly what
Yes.
He has work shirts. I could go in the house and sew some shit up.
Oh, do it, man, do it.
Just sneak
Just
into
make
his
him wait.
bedroom and sew patches on his work.
He wakes up
While
in
he
the morning.
sleeps.
He wakes up in the morning and all of his work shirts say Chancey G, and he's like, Renee, what the fuck, dude?
But Renee's wearing a pair of really small, tiny whiteys while Chance
No,
sleeps. and he's-
silver.
Silver. A silver sling
C
string.
I'd rather wear a singlet. More than anything else.
I guess, call me a traditionalist. I still like to refer to him as banana hammocks.
Oh, well, I guess you're a traditional American
He
male.
apparently spent more time in the Caribbean than you thought.
Oh.
I've been to the Caribbean?
Shit!
So-
Than you
When
thought.
did that happen?
So finish your point.
So I walked into a shit ton of people. It was like a Christmas Eve thing. Doesn't like most Hispanics, especially Puerto Ricans. They don't celebrate Christmas Day. They celebrate Christmas Eve. So
Okay.
from midnight, you open your presents and you're up to 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, and then you go to sleep.
What kind of food do you eat?
Fucking pernil, pasteles, chicharrones, all that fucking good spiky.
Can you explain to me in English? what
Yeah, I
that
don't
is?
know what those words mean.
Pernil is roast pork. Chicharrones is the skin after it hardens and you fry it or whatever. It's fucking
Just a lot of
delicious.
My dad called it
Friends.
fatback.
It's called pig cracklings.
Asshole just puckered.
They also call them pork rinds.
Yes.
So
Oh, why couldn't you just say fucking
Yes.
pork rinds
this
then?
Weyerbacher drink is like,
because it's a little bit different. He was laughing because his asshole puckered. But and was it like sour apple or watermelon puckered? Apparently neither.
He's
I
lost.
lost it.
He's sad about it.
He's
now.
like the web internet. Weh. He's got Tron 2 playing.
No,
in
he's
his
doing a Google search of asshole pucker.
He's got the Tron Legacy playing in his
You can't get high score? What?
I just don't get high. I don't get high and I don't score. So either of those things.
Anyway,
out of my life.
What do you do in life?
everything else, which is
What was the
absolutely
topic?
nothing. I'm here.
I don't remember what he's talking about. We'll get back.
I walk into the house and it's the scene in Evil Dead 2 where everyone's looking around the room and they're like, there's no fucking hands running around and it's making all this weird. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck am I watching? And I watched the rest of the film.
Nice.
It had to be the first year it came out on VHS, which would have been like 86, 87.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Cut to about 4 or 5 years later, I'm working for a video store for free rentals.
And you're how old?
13, 14. Not working
Free
in the video
rentals.
store. Not working in the video store, but I knew computer stuff.
Free rentals.
Free rentals.
So what? Abby Hoffman's running the place.
No,
How the fuck do you do?
What I did was I would print out their new release lists. They didn't know how to do computer work at all. We had a printer. I was good with computers, so I print out their new release list and make it look all nice, and then I could rent whatever the fuck I
He
want.
really just had really amazing, impressive handwriting.
It was
Just sat there and
that is the opposite of the truth. Like I write like an illiterate person. My handwriting.
It's just symbols and numbers.
This is why my
It's not even that. It's just squiggles.
It's just wingdings.
It's modern hieroglyphics, if you please.
Yes.
I'm strong behind the keyboard and weak with my fucking hands. That's it.
I'm keyboard strong. Keyboard ready.
Strong.
Get the goddamn point, Renee.
Keyboard strong and hand
Keyboard
weak.
is strong.
KBS doesn't just stand for kilobytes per second anymore.
Wrap it up, baby.
Wrap it.
So I'm going through all their shit in the video store, and I just see this weird tape with a skull with weird happy-looking eyes smiling at me, and it says Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, I know it is, yeah.
Not knowing what the fuck I'm about to pick up, and I'm like, I never saw the first Evil Dead, but fuck it. And I grab it, and I watch it, and I proceeded... Dude, I didn't know what the... once I got to that point in the film, I was like, oh shit! I saw this when I was a kid from that point. So, I watched it about 17 times in 3 days.
Yeah.
I was obsessed from that point forward. I could not stop watching it.
You know what it was, dude? Is that it was an honest, low budget film that people had a fucking great time making.
Because it's insane.
And you have a great time following
It's the craziest.
it through.
If you
And all three of them are like that, dude.
It
Started
depends
at a
on-
college film project.
Like movies like that are really hit or miss. Like Evil Dead, I couldn't stand it. There's trauma movies that I love, and they're probably way worse than Evil Dead.
Sure, I like Romeo and Juliet.
Plan 9 from Outer Space, one of my
Yep.
fucking great, but way worse than all of them combined, probably.
Right.
So it's just
Toxic
a hit or
Avenger
miss
movies
thing.
are awesome.
Evil Dead 2.
I just am like,
See, for me,
not-
here's the thing. You will find people who have their favorite Evil Dead movie. For me, it's number 2. Right? It's like...
Yeah, I
real
think
life.
number 2 is my favorite, too.
Me too.
Yeah,
I love shitting. It's the best thing, the best release. Evil Dead
I liked
2.
Army of Darkness. I thought Army of Darkness.
I
love
Army of
Army of Darkness, yeah.
I can
I
watch
thought
it.
that was fucking hilarious.
But Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2 has something. It has something else going on.
You know what it is? It's a man descending into madness,
Yeah.
and it's funny and equally horrifying.
It's twisted. He has to cut off the head of his fucking girlfriend, and she doesn't
How many people have not wished they could do that? I had a really good excuse to get away with it, too.
I had to, man. She was possessed by Satan. That's the only thing that could have happened.
If there's anything I'm going to rid a girlfriend of, it's not her head.
Renee, I gotta wrap this up, man.
Can I get a say about something?
Get your saying. Go ahead.
God damn it, Anthony.
Evil
You
Dead
take
1.
Forever.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Hurry up, Stringy.
Gotta wrap it up.
Jerk bees!
Wrap it up, yo.
Let's go.
No.
Do we have... Wait, hold on.
You.
Do we actually have a limited time on YouTube?
Well, actually, yeah, we do. Yeah,
Really?
on YouTube we do. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Regardless, Evil Dead 1 was a bunch of college kids trying to see what they could do with their 25 cents that they had
Sure.
collectively.
And they did a good job.
Evil Dead 2 was them going, oh, okay, we got a little bit of a budget now, let's
holy
fucking
shit.
do it.
Right.
Army of Darkness was, Jesus Christ, nobody took those movies seriously. Fuck it, let's go with it.
This is my boomstick.
Exactly. They're like, wait,
Evil Dead 3, aka Army of Darkness, is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of problems when I watch it in that, why the fuck is it rated R?
Yeah.
Why is that movie rated R?
Because
at
of
all?
the at that point it was at that point it was considered gore.
I don't
Right,
get
exactly.
No.
It's
If you
considered-
go,
at that
if you go to the
time-
movies that were put out that year,
And
comparatively
effects, that was
speaking,
like those were like
that's R.
I mean they were cheesy effects, but they were still
There was still a
upper
fountain or
snuff
two
like
of blood.
Upper snuff.
they were
Jesus
still
Christ,
upper
Vampire
snuff,
Hunter
like,
is not even
effects for
trauma.
that
It's
day
just
and age.
bad. But Jerk Beast, if you guys are, if you've never watched Jerk Beast, hunt it out and watch it.
Is that a trauma film?
No, it's not. It's independent. It was made by these guys who had basically this, except it was on cable. It was a call in.
Good night, Rose.
Good night, Rose. Thank you. Spread this around on YouTube when it comes out, Rose.
Like
herpes.
And tell Tony Tutu.
Tony Tutu.
Tony
I miss
Tutu.
Tony Tutu
Tony
being here.
Tutu.
Sorry.
We call him Triple
So
T.
Jerk Beast is it was a call-in fucking public broadcast Seattle show with 3 guys. One of them was dressed up in a paper mache costume called the Jerk Beast.
Cool.
And he was born from a bowl of brownie mix.
Sounds.
There's something gory about that.
Seems
to me,
legit.
you know?
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. It's
Right?
hysterical. You just have to watch it. And they made a movie.
Yeah, like well, there's something.
Actually-
there's something about Guar. Like that's the
Can I say something
Guar.
about
That's what
Guar?
Guar was all about. Was
Can I say
doing,
something about
was
Guar?
creating that persona
Yes.
and that.
To get you guys' opinion, there's a Guar bar opening up. And one of the things that I want to do is take Awesome Talk down to the Guar
Georgia?
bar for a trip. Yeah, in Georgia for a trip. And I want to film an Awesome Talk special at the Guar bar. What do you
I am
think?
totally down
Would
for
that be
that.
awesome? That'd be fun, right?
A lot of consideration must
That'd
go
be
into that.
significant.
It'd be fun, though, right?
It would be fun.
great
Yeah.
Will
show.
there be drunks interrupting you while you're trying to do the show?
Well, I don't know. It's a
not
fetus
any
of an
different than
idea.
the show itself.
It's a
Obviously, we need to get past November first.
Yeah.
And see how that works out. And
Oh, I
then
think
that's
that'll work
something
out gloriously.
I think
Or
it's
at least
gonna
I'm
be glorious,
assuming it's
yeah.
going to, but
Sure.
I'm not going to remember any of it anyway.
And
so.
hey, for people watching who are new, we are going to be live at the St. Asbury Park on November 15th. Renee will be there as well as his partner, Chance, from the Sherman
That
Tanks
sounds so-
podcast. And
What?
I hate,
It's the guy who's like you're thinking.
It's my cousin.
You gotta say partner.
I hate
Yeah.
to chop this short, but we do have music from Renee to air tonight, and we have the trailer for the November 15th show, so we got to get to the final
right.
word.
Let's do it.
So, opening the final word tonight, I'm going to give it to Mandrew since he was the last one
Since
here
that was
tonight.
the most recent one to
Yeah,
show
exactly.
up. All right. My final word is Evil Dead. This fucking rules. Don't fuck your sister in public.
Unless you don't know it's her.
Even if you don't know it, sir. Just
No fucking
because
public.
you and your sister are pretty doesn't give you the right to fuck each other on a beach. Just know that.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge.
Yeah. You know
Game of
the
Thrones.
old Beach Boys song "Under the Boardwalk"?
That was
There's
the
a
Beach
reason.
Boys.
Me and my cousin grew
Who
up.
the fuck
and
said
you
that?
and you
actually
merged
over the
like three
boardwalk.
different topics
Me and my
together.
cousin
Exactly.
grew up convincing
Well, that was kind of the
everybody around
Was
us
that
that we
the
had
coasters
sex all the
or
time.
some shit?
No,
But no,
As
please.
being said,
I'm like fucking so locked in though. Please
Hold
continue.
on. That was just
No,
our
no. Let him finish.
This is my final one.
Let him finish.
That's right.
His fan has
Crazy
got
came out.
It
bunches.
was just
Think
Crazy
our thing.
came out.
It was what we did for fun.
what you did for fun.
Rose and I, my cousin, we used to we would tell people we had sex all the time growing up.
Well, yeah, because
We
that's
just
what
tell
kids do.
everybody.
That's weird.
That's what kids do. I know when I was 5 years old, I was telling all the old people, it's like, oh yeah, I
No,
fucked the
from
shit
like-
out of that
from
person
like
with my
10
penis.
To like, I'm 33 now.
So from when you were 10 until like 2 hours ago. But
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah,
It becomes
That's
socially acceptable.
consistency.
whoever the fuck wrote the song Under the Boardwalk, the whole reason why was because if you went under the boardwalk, you get the thrill of doing it in public without the public looking at you.
And then sand fleas.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
you still get the joy of the sand fleas because you're still technically on the beach, but some asshole built a fucking walkway over you out
There's
of
probably homeless people watching and everything.
There's probably homeless people
And
having
the
sex
sad
under
thing
the-
is now,
Not if you are the homeless people.
Ah.
And they might even
outside the
I
box.
found the
inside a
loophole.
homeless man's butt.
They might even
If you are the homeless man under the boardwalk, no one's watching you.
They might even have
He probably doesn't have a cell phone you can squirt on.
no. I was gonna say they might even have the Obama phone, and that's gonna actually take pictures.
Overphone.
But my final word again is props to the grandma that actually knew how to record video on her smartphone. There you go.
Oh,
Thank you, Mantis.
she wasn't all
Well
fun.
done. Well done. And hopefully the dust got washed out tonight.
So, I'll go next.
Sure.
Let me
I don't
throw
care
the
anymore.
promo
I'm
bullshit
done.
out there first. Obviously, if you're watching this, you already know that our YouTube page is home of our productions. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Awesome Talk TV. And my final word is, actually, I want to give props out to Jon Stewart and Bill Maher and a lot of those guys in that ilk, because lately they have brought up the national issue of police brutality.
Yes.
And they simultaneously brought this up. And sometimes I wonder if those guys are, if they coordinate
I fucking
the
hope
issues.
so. I really
Sometimes
do.
I wonder if they coordinate the issues that they bring up to appeal to different audiences, because at the same time, both of them, well, actually, technically, I remember Bill Maher acknowledging, he said that, he goes, I have no delusions about what this country would be like if there were no police. He said, you know that movie, The Purge? That would be this country every single night of the year if there were no cops. And he goes, I understand that. And then he showed a picture of what we imagine cops to be versus the militarization of what's happening right now. And they did that very close to each other in terms of the date when they aired their shows.
It was in the same 3 days.
Yeah, and it's an issue that needs to be addressed because things are getting bad.
Big time.
And I'm telling you
Pay
right
attention
now,
to Facebook is the answer.
the public will only take shit for so long, and I'm
Before
starting.
they got killed by cops.
Yeah. Thank you.
But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of public to kill.
No.
And
No, that's the problem. They take the shit.
that's
that
my
long.
final word. Hang on a minute. It's my final word.
Everybody's gonna be able to snap.
My point, but my point is that
But they won't.
I'm
They'll
glad
just
that
keep logging on and sucking dick and fucking.
on the one hand, I felt like saying to the both of them, hey, thank you for catching up with what's going on after all this fucking time. And on the other hand, I'm like, I don't know what the hell gave you the balls to air this on public, whatever the fuck you air this on.
Yep.
Even if that's the case, they aired it and it was the real thing.
Right.
Bill Maher aired a fucking cop punching a grandmother in the face repeatedly. And
It's funny.
yeah, well,
It's true.
you're a nasty.
Well,
Oh,
it's a domestic dispute.
yeah. A cop in the middle of a highway and a grandmother on her.
Hey,
on
we've
the
been
ground
talking about the
trying not to
grannies
punch.
getting frisky lately, so you never know.
Husband.
But you know what? At the same time, every
Could've been
time,
rapist
Or husband.
whenever I find a story about a good cop doing good for people, I always post it and compliment it.
Yeah.
But the problem with
Is that why
society,
you never post about cops doing good things?
yeah, it's because that's why it's rare. But that's my point. My point about it is that it shouldn't be a thing that needs a highlighter over it. It should be a thing that we always do, and the bad ones are the ones that deserve the highlighter. But the bad ones are overpowering all the good shit. Mhm. And if that's not the case, Renee, then the good ones need to come out and start speaking up a little bit more.
Goddamn right. I agree with that 100%.
Because they're not.
if you're if
And
you're a cop
protecting
and
the
you're
shit
out there
ones
and
is
you're
a
doing
bad policy.
The other thing is their job is not to speak out. It's to protect,
Well,
serve, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, then at the same time, hold on.
hold
Then
on.
at the same time, don't be surprised when the public starts to revolt the way that they are. Because they are.
But you also have to remember the public doesn't like people in control of anything, period.
I don't think that's true at all.
No, it's true. It's very true.
Who's saying good night?
Sure,
Gal, thank you very much. Good
Later,
night,
sir.
man.
Good night.
Thank you for being here.
Nothing like fucking like.
No, and then he says, I don't know how to write in Albanian.
Well, look, listen. My bottom line is this. The brutality is bad. It's at a bad level.
It's always bad, but it's also just
But
as bad with the public as it is with the cops.
It's gotten worse.
There's more people doing brutality to each other that are not cops
Towns that
than
have
there are
1,500 people in them don't need a tank. The cops don't need a tank. unless they're prepping for something.
Well, you don't know.
Unless they have lots of fish.
1,450 of those people might have AKs.
Yeah, I guess
You never know.
possible.
It depends on what state they're in, because they might have open carry.
But look, man, I don't think people are starting a war with the police on purpose. I like when I hear about good cops who are doing good for people. I love that stuff.
The people didn't start the war on the police. The police did.
I agree.
Who? NJ Joker. Is anyone else playing at the Saint?
Oh, at the Saint. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't at the end of the show tonight, after we air Renee's music, there's going to be a promo for the Saint show. Teddy Faley's supposed to be there.
So many people.
Jacopo, our buddy from Italy, is supposed to be flying.
Our Badasseter is going to be here in person to not be understood by anybody.
The lineup's going to be 2 stand-up comedians, then Awesome Talk for 3 hours. The first hour will be with Rodney Rush from Breaking Bad. Then the second hour will be with Sherman Tanks. The third hour will be with Teddy Faley and DJ
Addict, yep.
Who will then, after a final word, go into their set, which you should check Teddy out on the YouTubes.
Yeah, look up Teddy Faley. He's fucking badass.
And then the night ends with a Twine show.
Twine is going to play. It's me, Ryan, and Andrew.
Because we're kind of cool.
Actually, we have tickets right here.
Oh, look at this! Look at this shit.
They're
$10
a piece, and the money is going where I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. The only money that we're taking is the money that we put in our pocket so that we can do another event. That's it. The rest of the money that we raise is going to charity. Sarah, can you explain what the charity is?
The charity is a program set up for doctors to go and learn how to properly treat Lyme disease.
Right.
There you go.
And
so if you go into almost any doctor's office right now, you probably have about a 1 in 10 chance of properly being treated if you got bit by a tick.
All right, and Greg,
probably a lot less than
the timing of your posts are kind of rough. Teddy Faley, Twine, New Jersey, Limes.
We're here to represent Limes, y'all.
All y'all Limes haters out there, best recognize.
She said ticks, not tickets.
So yeah,
much better.
That's the end of my
there we
final
go.
word.
All
right. Sarah, your final word.
I want to say happy birthday to our second IT guy.
Oh yeah.
Tom.
Happy birthday.
Tom, happy birthday, buddy. That's my brother-in-law right there.
Second one to leave the chair.
Yeah.
The second man down.
But the first one that we still know what happened to.
Yeah.
Yes, he still exists in the world.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why we're saying
We know
happy
he's
birthday.
there. We know no bombs got dropped on his face. We know he didn't get kidnapped by aliens or raped by fleas. So, more power to you, Tom.
And also
birthday.
Teddy Faley, who we saw over the weekend, who's going to be at the live show, and who we're talking to about him doing a sort of popping up every once in a while on the show.
Yeah, calling in actually
Yeah.
regularly,
So,
man. Teddy Faley.
Teddy Faley might actually be
Love
the real
Teddy.
thing.
Would love for that.
Yeah, Teddy's awesome, man.
Word.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right, thank you very much, Sarah. That's awesome. Ryan, final word, man.
Final word. Yeah. Shit. Everything. Teddy. You know. All that
Good
good
final
stuff.
word, shit.
Yeah. Shit. That's a good one.
It's going to be on your
It's
tombstone.
usually the last thing.
Here lies Ryan Edgar. Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, there are a couple of good cops out there, but cops suck. Everybody knows it. Fuck it, even the cops know it. Okay, don't illusion. You know, don't pay anything to the illusion. Oh, the cops know it. The cops know the cops suck. I mean, everybody knows everybody sucks. You know what I mean? Like that's the fucking problem. It's not that there are bad people in the world. It's that nobody fucking cares. Nobody will fucking do anything about it because you're more concerned with your fucking bankroll and your fucking TV than anything else. And so
it's
I
not
mean,
that there aren't bad people in the world. It's that bad people are the world.
no. Well, they're the ones speaking for everybody, and
we are the
And we're
children.
the bad people.
It's
We are the bad
yeah.
children.
Yeah, and it's what it is. I mean, if even if you win the fight in this climate, in this society, if you base your life off of what's happening around you, you're gonna lose one way or another.
Especially if you're around losers.
One way or another. Yeah, well, no. But I mean, you can be around. We're always around losers. You can be around as many losers as you want to, but you gotta
Especially on Weight Watchers.
You gotta have your own identity.
You gotta
and
be
you
your
have to have
own loser.
your own
They're all
sense of
losing all that
purpose,
weight.
your own fucking direction.
Be your
and
own
you can't
loser.
fucking I mean, people get so caught up for the one way or the other. You know what I mean? Like all the time. And it's just, I mean, just be even, people. Just be easy. That was one thing I told my son from age 2. And it was just something between him and me. Just be easy. Like, as long as
You wouldn't tell that to your daughter,
life
though.
is rough. Life is rough. No, shut up.
I'm just saying.
You might.
But, I will, and then I'll explain to her how she shouldn't listen to me.
It depends if he didn't know she was his daughter first.
Hey-oh. Full circle right
set
now.
myself up for that one.
Let's bring it back to the beginning.
I set myself
It's almost
up
a
for
full
that
circle jerk right there.
Let him finish up. Let him finish.
Same thing, with everybody. With I mean, it is what it is. It's with Robin Williams. It's with every fucking topic we've touched on tonight has come down to the bottom line that people are too even goddamn lazy to care about themselves. So why would they care about the world? And that's why shit is so fucked up. And that's the
Why
bottom
would
line.
they care about the world of Warcraft?
Dude, it's all in there. I'm fucking stringing it together. The Matrix is in front of you. You see what I'm saying? I'm weaving the fucking fabric.
The best thing
right
about
here.
it was how she said that so seductively.
Like a noodle necklace in elementary school. You have strung it together.
Oh, and by the way,
He said so seductively, and then you went like a noodle necklace in elementary school, and I'm like,
what?
Well, yeah, who here hasn't been turned on by those noodles?
Let him finish.
Well, because the big thing is that people take the wrong things seriously, and they take and the right things fall by the wayside, and that goes in hand with your life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are people who, like, you fall in love. It's a moment. It's a moment in life, not an existence, not a permanent. It's a moment, and it passes. Because, like, okay, you meet a girl, you fall in love. All right, whatever, you fall in love, and then you go to work, and then you're bored. And then you go to work, and then you know what I mean? It's not like it lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the same
some
thing.
shit lasts forever.
But the same thing goes. But the same thing goes with grief. Yeah, that'll last forever.
It's the gift that keeps
But
on
but that's what I'm saying. It's about being, be easy.
forever.
Be easy. Don't go too far one way. Don't go too far the other way. Just
Stop
be.
flailing and hit me in the face. I'm sorry.
and the same-
I'm just sorry.
And the same
This is
thing.
like the greatest ad for bisexuality ever.
No.
Just don't go too far one way, don't go too far
I want
the other way.
final.
The same thing.
Cap
goes,
it off.
Like I said, be easy. Be easy. Don't go too far one way. Don't go too far the other. Be easy. Be easy with love. Be easy with grief. Be easy with everything. Because it comes and goes as fast as humanly possible. And there
I
are
try to do that as much as
too many people making too many emotional decisions.
I'm really
in this
trying
day
not
and
to
age.
make all of
And that's
that
it.
into something sexual.
Big up to my boy Greg. And condolences.
Oh yeah.
And
Jags.
rest Alice Benz. May your paradise be real and your suffering be over, and everything to your family, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely, Gags.
We love you, bro.
And that brings the final word next over to Giggy Top.
Alright. So my final word, I ask that you, as soon as possible, go to your mother, hug her, and tell her you love her. And I also want to let you know that, yeah, Shelby Daniels, Redneck Techno, is coming to iTunes. And wait for it. You know you want it.
You sit there, you hold your breath, and you just click refresh.
It's coming.
Is that it, Giggy Top?
Just
That's
don't
all right.
Robin Williams yourself.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I couldn't even get that beer in my mouth.
I actually felt this.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
Just don't go rubbing.
Heavy Metal John, our surprise guest this evening. Your final words, sir. You actually get to sit here at the real bar, give a real final
I
word.
totally walked in, and from the back of your head, I thought it was just
Nomination
Renee.
Ryan for president. Thank you.
I just saw the hat for whatever reason. I thought you were Renee, and I walked over. I was about to be like, "What's up, Renee?" And
I know
you
you
turned
put
around. I'm
my
like,
hand
"You
on
are not Renee."
You put your hand on my shoulder.
Fuck
Like,
have I ever worn a hat?
And then he slid it down to your cock, and he was
I
like,
know,
"Oh
you gotta
shit,
watch this.
It's like, wait a minute.
No,
There's
no,
a.
no,
First of all,
that's not a Puerto Rican dick. What the hell?"
Yeah, it's not
where's
sticking
the
grease.
foreskin? It's like, number one.
It's not riddled with sweat and herpes.
Number one, when do I fucking wear a hat like that? Or hats in general?
Can you do me a favor?
And I'm too white to look like you.
Put the hat on for a second. Just try to.
No,
No,
that's
seriously.
too small. That's a white
Let him get his final word out. Let him get his final word out.
cranium.
Go for it. Heavy Metal John, your final word.
All right, I just want to talk about depression for a minute.
Go ahead,
I want to
man.
say that
You guys
All right,
depressed the
because
shit out of me.
That's
I
why
love being depressed.
Yeah, good job, Renee. Your
All right,
impression's
the show enough times,
hilarious.
right?
All right,
Stop.
so I want to say, if you have any issues with life, just take things day by day. Don't isolate yourself. Go out with your friends. Don't sit home. Don't self-medicate yourself. Do the best you can with life. Self-medicate with drugs.
Can you self-medicate someone else?
They say this in a sea of alcohol.
If you suffer,
I drift upon this sea of alcohol while telling you not to.
Oh, wait, never mind. Fuck that.
I will not lie. This is a drug.
Let him finish.
That's
Let him
true,
finish.
yeah.
Let him
if you
finish.
suffer from depression, do not hang out with Renee.
Don't hang out with anybody here.
No, fuck that. Hang out with him. He's funny as shit.
Yeah, but he'll make you feel like an awful person.
Let him finish.
I'm just gonna say, just be your own best friend. I know that's how corny that sounds.
No, I know. I get it.
Not everybody's gonna
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Absolutely.
Does anybody have an auto blow
Truth indeed, sir.
And if you're
You're our best
struggling, try the auto blow too.
Yeah, the auto blow too. If you don't like yourself, it will.
The auto blow too. Hey, it's better than suicide.
Thank you, Heavy Metal John.
Oh,
And thank you for hanging out tonight.
It was
man.
fun
Yeah,
to be
dude.
here, and Geggy needed a ride, so it all worked out.
Here we go.
Go.
Rene Rosa.
There it comes, baby.
Renee
The
from Sherman
finalist.
Tanks, the
The
podcast.
most final of final words that we'll have.
First
right
of all, I thought he said beer your own best friend.
now. He did.
Which
Some people, beer is your own best friend.
unto thine self be true. First, I want to say, like I said, a lot of things that I have fucking come through my head are things I've always thought, but they've been coming up more recently, almost like vomit socially.
Social vomit.
It's called brain puke.
Empathy over sympathy every single time. Don't feel bad for someone. Feel for them. Period.
Yeah.
Have an emotion. Don't be afraid of it. Emotions are not things to be like,
Yeah.
oh, why am I sad? Why is this hurt? Why is this bothering? No, embrace the fact that you fucking care.
Yeah.
Because more people don't care about things than do. The average person does not give a shit about you, what your family's going through, what you're going through, or anything else. And when they do show that they care, appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that's in your life that fucking shows initiative to be there for you, to jerk you off, to hug you, whatever the fuck it is, as long as they're taking place in your fucking life and they show some wanting to be in a positive aspect of it. Now, for the negative folks in your life, fucking ignore them. Just fucking
Fuck 'em.
just erase that shit.
Exactly.
Put it away. You don't need it.
Fuck you, Stones.
There's a reason why your asshole is behind you.
I haven't got
Wow.
a joke in yet. I didn't get a joke in
That
yet.
was a crusher, though.
I didn't get a joke in yet.
I think Stones just pulled a Robin Williams.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a reason your ass.
God.
Too soon? Too soon.
Me a little.
Jesus,
My
dude.
first
Let him
English
finish.
on
Let him
was
finish.
Bill Murray.
I was gonna say is. Oh.
That's what I said. I was like, man, that really sucks about Robin Williams, and that's what I said to him last night. And I'm like, am I a dick? I don't know.
That's a little dickish, I'm not gonna lie.
But honestly, if someone was like, you have to pick one, you have no choice. Like,
Nobody's ever gonna say that.
You know what? If someone gave me
They are both national treasures.
if someone gave me the power to, I would kill both of them and be like, fuck you for making me choose, asshole.
Oh, yeah, good boy.
That's what happens.
Just
You
fucking.
want to force me to choose between two treasures? No, no treasure.
Who's Rene Rosa from Sherman Tanks, a podcast finish?
the treasure that is Rene Rosa.
So I was just saying, walk away from the negativity in your life. The asshole's behind you, so when you shit, you can walk away from it.
Yep.
Right?
Oh,
It's
right.
a simple
That's
thing.
evolution, fucker.
That's
Evolution.
That is adaptation, evolution, everything else behind it, just like the shit. So
It's poopy.
the hardest thing in life also is to go against your pride, admit your faults, admit your problems, ask for help when you fucking need it. Don't think that no one loves you, that no one cares, because there's someone who does, even if I don't. You know?
That's a good
There
point.
is someone there who fucking
You
gives
said
a
that
shit
earlier,
about
and
you.
I agree with that,
And-
dude.
and-
That's real empathy, dude.
It's true. True empathy is when you can understand someone without knowing. When you don't get it, but you still fucking care. That's empathy. You don't have to feel exactly what someone's going through.
Nor do
Feel
you have to have
something-
judgment.
No. The thing of the matter is this. We all go through some shit. Sometimes actual, real shit. And you have to be there for someone to clean that shit up, right? We're fucking babies when we're born. Sometimes. Some of us are born adults. It's weird.
Never have I ever heard a more real statement. We're babies when we're born.
You're full of shit. You give them all the shit you have.
My parents met each other before I was even born.
That's right.
I heard once my dad banged my mom before I was there.
born. Unless there's incest involved, you might all be there at the same time.
Let's finish up. Let him finish up.
Wrap it up.
So
Wrap it up.
Please stop referring to incest.
with you in the room, we shall be fine because we'll all want to fuck ourselves.
Oh, no. I already did today. Twice.
Oh, Lord.
Right in the bathroom.
Case,
There it goes.
the main thing is this. Just be genuine. If you don't care about someone, you don't have to fake it. They'll know that you don't fucking care to begin with. They will have those people they can go to, and if you know that you actually care about this person, and they don't fucking feel that, if they don't feel the people around them, be there for them more than anyone else. Because we've all had that friend that committed suicide. We've all had that family member that died and didn't need to.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit is avoidable.
Yeah.
But these people don't know it. They don't have the support system.
Sure.
There has
You
to
know,
be hope somewhere.
Everyone has to have someone to back
Stand
them
right
up.
now.
Be
That
that
was
person
me,
to back
actually.
those
Was
people
you?
up.
Yeah.
I've lost friends to suicide. I've fucking lost people to dumb shit that could have been prevented and avoided. You know? But they didn't know it, and I didn't know it. Watch for the fucking warning signs. Be more prepared for your fucking life. We're adults. You know what I mean? And no, dude, we're talking about blowjob machines. We're adults.
Yep.
All right?
We're teenagers.
Nobody laughed because we all reviewed that. Our head went, does that make us adults?
It's true, though.
That was the earliest age I was talking about blowjobs.
I put to you that the fact
What
that we're sitting
was
here doing
the-
this makes us more adult than most adults out there.
What was the earliest age you talked about blowjob machines?
They were invented.
See, well, there you go.
I didn't even think about
There
it.
you go.
Sitting on my fucking lap.
We're not
Sure.
adults. We're teens twice over.
So
Either
Rene
way,
Rosa from Sherman Tanks podcast, wrap it up. What's the final word?
either way, I'm going to use George Carlin for now. For now. Because we're fucking about to cut this shit out.
Until later.
His immortal words that were left with me was making fun of the whole propaganda of, you know, what the fuck is it?
Religion?
No. War.
War.
Gotcha.
You know, make love, not war. He's like, no, make fuck, not kill. In any doubtful situation, don't kill fuck. You have a choice. Of course, you know, as long as it's not rape, because there's no choice involved in rape. That's not what we're condoning. But if you have the choice, make fuck, not kill. Do happy things. Try to absorb yourself in things that are good and happy for you and other people.
Damn straight.
Fucking stay away from negativity. That's too fucking prominent. And we keep championing it. We champion mediocrity and
perpetuate it.
negativity all the fucking time.
There's too much of it in the real world.
Let's
to
champion the
invite
good
it
shit.
into
Stop
your
talking
life.
about what you don't like. Talk about what you do like. It's better.
Word up.
Damn straight.
Thank you, Rene Rosa. All right, really, really quick, just in a couple of lines. Heavy Metal John is actually an amazing painter. Where can people find your work online?
It's
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on blast.
Is this website
I'll
that's
put
on
him on
the
It's
blast.
only
internet?
on his private live journal.
no, I got
Second 2004.
it's fineartamerica.com/ John Haddad, spelled Haddad.
Okay, all right.
If I can
So I don't
interject.
have a lot of stuff up
Let him
there,
finish.
but I have like 6 pieces, and I need to put more up. But the next painting I want to do was Batman, so now
Please do it.
now I gotta do it because
Wait, I just gotta say though, but this guy's fucking work is
Phenomenal.
fucking
Nice.
phenomenal. Yes.
If I could,
You
to
make
go
a
along with that,
painting
um,
and
my-
sign it so we can put it in the
Especially with 6
yeah, I'd love
pieces
to put it in
of
the
shit.
studio.
totally-
Yeah.
my wife is in the process right now of organizing an art auction, and it is going towards a program. It's all for charity. Every piece sold will go directly to charity, and it's for a program called Amanda's Easel, and it's for mostly like women and children, but anybody really. It's an art therapy program run by our friend Samantha. I don't know if she runs it, but she's a part of it, and she's been like, crucial in putting the whole thing together. It is, supported by the Red Bank Roller Vixens, so that's how you would get in contact with it. that's how you get in contact and get information if you go to check out the Red Bank Roller Vixens. But Amanda Ziesel is all about art therapy for people who have been through domestic violence situations.
Cool.
And they need somewhere to go to figure, put the pieces back together. And it's all about just being creative with people and sharing art, and we're taking donations from artists.
Yeah,
and anybody who wants to do it's an open
stuff.
door. We've got guitar player from the one of the old guitar players from My Chemical Romance is a photographer, donated a bunch of pieces.
Cool.
We have a bunch of people actually coming through donating pieces, and then there are just a million underground artists who are starting to donate pieces, and it's going to be at a Roller Vixens bout, the auction. So, but there more than likely be more art left over, and she's not quitting until it's all gone.
Cool.
So we'll have as many events, and we'll do as many things as needed to be done to make sure that every piece that's donated gets sold and gets donated. So any artist that wants to contribute, contact my wife, Erin, and go through the Red Bank Roller Vixens to do it, and John.
Cool.
Obviously,
I got
if you
stuff too.
get in touch with Erin and let her know.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to see how much people would actually pay for my work. People don't, they're friends, and I don't ask them for much money, and people don't want to pay out of pocket. And I never really did art shows, so
that's
and it's for charity too. So I'd be curious to how much people would actually donate for a piece. And I have
one more time.
You really see what people buy it for, so you're bi-curious.
Well, yeah, I don't really sell much.
Oh, you Renee.
One more time.
I'm not like Van Gogh, though. I sold paintings before I died.
Paint right in the middle.
One more time, Metal.
Once again.
Where can people find you online? One more time.
FineArtAmerica.com/John Haddad.
Spell it?
Spelled Hadad.
All right.
You can just Google it, and it will come right up. I don't have a lot of pieces on. It's just prints for sale. I don't make much money off the prints, but you can check out my work. That's pretty much
Works
it.
awesome. Renee Rosa, we are playing a song tonight to close us out. Actually, to close us out tonight, it's going to be a song by you called
Final Warrior.
Final Warrior, followed by a it's like a trailer for the upcoming live show with Awesome Talk, Sherman Tanks, Rodney Rush, Foster Nicholson, Mike Scroy. They're both stand-up comedians who are going to be there. B-Trey is going to be there. Twine is going to play.
We're going to be there. This fucking bar is going to be there.
And
Teddy's going to be
Faley's going to be there.
This is
DJ
the
Addicts.
longest final word. Fucking, it's like another show already.
Yeah, it really is.
Where can people find you online, real quick?
You can find me online at renerosa.bandcamp.com, eviladam.bandcamp.com, bootydust.com, thelunatiques, TIQUES.com, JHUcomicbooks.com. So many fucking .coms I'm coming and calm myself. I can calm myself down with the .coms. Holy shit! I'm so glad so many of my URLs expired. Let's do this.
All right. Hey, look, everybody. Hey. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Mama Ta. And hey, thank you, Rene Rosa, for being here tonight. Thank you, Heavy Metal John, for being here tonight. Thank you, everybody. Hey, thanks for drinking with us. And hey, everybody.
That
is awesome. Get your time if you will.
I woke up 2 years ago with no memories in your home. And I thank you for all of your help since you nursed me back to health. How I got here nobody knows, but my destiny is your hope. And my royalty hidden in rags, well just maybe I'm that dragon. Smashing barrels and jars for some loot. In the distance I hear flutes. It must be the annual fair. Let's go visit the town square. As we party someone attacks. It's a villain dressed in black. He says that we're one and the same. Then we fight and I'm shamed. And it feels like I'm supposed to lose. No one seems to care that my hair
brain. So I'll do that by killing some rats in the cellar with an axe. Now someone in the town has gone sick. I must get her safe and quick. But first I must run and go save all the kids stuck in a cave. And it feels like my childhood is through. No one seems to care that my hair is blue. And amnesiac just a week ago. And now I'm here to be your hero. The chosen one, the fated one, the child of your prophecy has come. The hero from the furthest lands comes with enchanted sword in hand. The voiceless one, forgotten son, usually of royal blood has come. The strongest one in a dungeon, fighting all monsters at random.
Where's your boo-boo? You fell?
Mind your fucking attitude. Mind your fucking attitude. Mind your fucking shit.
I got news for you. It's already here.